Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute, man. Hold on. Let me get right. Get right, Scope. Like, get right, fam. Damn, bro. Get right, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Last minute live, man. I wasn't going to go live tonight, but I said, no, I'm going live, man. I'm going live. I'm checking in with the gang real quick. Might not be in here long. Might be in here 10 hours. You did never know. Might not be in here long. Might be in this bitch 10 hours. You did never know tonight, gang. But salute to everybody in the building. Y'all put some color in my chat. Make me feel good about doing this live tonight, gang. Light some gas up a show, man. Got to break down a few stories tonight, man. Antoine Massey. Man, brother, keep running, brother. Keep running, Antoine Massey, because they trying to lure this nigga in now, man. Tap in, everybody. Tap in, man. Time for a few recaps, man. Got to speak on the R. Kelly situation, too, man. I know y'all been waiting to hear me kind of, you know what I mean, talk about the R. Kelly situation. Is it free R. Kelly in this motherfucker tonight, gang? Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. Yeah, R. Kelly, it sounds like they trying to get R. Kelly knocked the fuck off, man. It sounds like R. Kelly got some dirt on them folks, and they want his ass gone. Yeah, it sounds like R. Kelly got some dirt on the prison he in, and they most definitely want R. Kelly ass up out of here, man. That's what it sounds like to me, man. I'm not gonna say free R. Kelly. The boy got some charges that I ain't got nothing to do with. I can't really speak on, but it's most definitely looking like they trying to get rid of R. Kelly, man. Shout out to T-Ray TV, man. Salute, gang. Salute. Y'all put some color in this chat, man. You know what I mean? Put some color in this chat. Salute to everybody. I know this is the last minute live. Y'all had no idea I was going live. I waited for the NBA finals to go off. Salute to the Indiana Pacers. They did that shit, man. Salute to the Pacers. But this shit going back and forth, gang. Oklahoma fuck around and take the next one, man. This might be a game 7. I'm calling 7 games on this shit, gang. Yeah, I'm calling 7 games on this shit. This might go down to the final game, goddammit. Smash that like button, light the gas up, man. Tonight is a good night to roll some good ass Reggie, man. You got some Zah, put that shit away, man. Put the Zah away tonight, man. Roll some of this good Reggie up with your boy Just on the scope. Salute to everybody in the building, y'all. I want to speak on, like I said, on the last 2 inmates real quick. It's gonna be real quick, man. Just real quick, because they are trying to actually lure Derrick Groves and Antoine Massey in by offering these niggas a public defender. I lies, man. You niggas better run, nigga. Man, they cannot find these niggas. Look, the search is so bad. They cannot find these niggas. They are so fucked up in this search, man, that they are offering these niggas public aid now. A public defender to come in and help these niggas if they turn. They say, man, Derrick Groves, you ain't got shit to go back to court for besides getting 2 life sentences. Run, nigga, run. Smash that like button, man. And like I said with R. Kelly, man, is it free R. Kelly, man? R. Kelly, they trying to kill R. Kelly. R. Kelly attorneys have, you know what I mean, released statements. They've held press conferences. They want to get R. Kelly ass out of there ASAP, man. They have found out that I want to say is 1 or 2 white supremacists that have come forward and say that they were basically somebody came to them within the prison system. A top prison official came and spoke to them about knocking R. Kelly the fuck off, getting R. Kelly the fuck up out of here. I said, man, I thought it was some bullshit when I first heard it. I said, R. Kelly team is pulling a goddamn Tory Lanez. They pulling a Tory Lanez, but it turns out this shit is real. I'm going to check in with Poetic Flacco because he did a good cover of that shit earlier. I seen that shit earlier, and I was like, oh, shit, nigga. Goddamn, Kales. Salute to everybody. I want to go over the Diddy trial a little bit too, gang. It was a nasty day in court, man. 50 Cent baby moms, man. God damn, she a freak, nigga. God damn, nigga. Man, I need one of them. She's a freak. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. How many people I got in here right now? 3. I ain't think shit. Y'all piling up in this thing. Smash the like button. Y'all put some color in the nigga chat. It's Big Skull Gang or no gang or don't bang. Remember, let me turn myself down. All right. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Light this bitch up for me, gang. Light this bitch up. Hold on, gang. Hold on. You light this motherfucker up, man. Let's get to the show, gang. Couple of recaps, gang. Just a couple of recaps. Let me see. Where was I going, man? Hold on. Where am I at with this shit? How come I can't hear shit? Hold on, gang. How come I can't hear shit? Can y'all not hear shit? Can y'all not hear that shit? Hold on, gang. Hold on. Why can't I hear shit? Okay, I know why I can't hear shit. That's the wrong shit I pressed. I'm bugging tonight, y'all. Yeah, I am bugging, man. Look at the whole gang, man. Look at the whole gang. I see y'all good, man. Y'all, it's your boy Just on the scope. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. It's most definitely Scope Gang or no gang or don't bang. Hey, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope Gang. Salute to everybody that watched this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time. It's Scope Gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody. Good. Hold on.
Hey, I keep it G at all times. at all times. Keep it G at all times. I ain't lying, keep it G, that's all I know. Hustling, flipping dope. Salute to a real G when you see us step in the
I keep it G at all times. She with me at all times. All this money in this bitch, oh, can't you see it's all mine? I ain't got no 9 to 5 when you with me, it's all crime. In Frisco bringing the bitches, what you see is all dime. In San Diego with 90 bricks, fly season all on my feet. Rest in peace, my nigga Guap, he used to put us on plenty links. Rest in peace, my nigga Dre, he used to tell us go spend that shit. Go to LA, get some bees, make a box and then send that shit. I've been flipping with Stony C, us niggas is getting rich. I'm feeling like Jake Prince, pull up and then step on shit. Clover G's is the mob, them the ones that I'm stepping with. Lil Flip put me on, so he the one who I'm repping with.
Keep it G at all times.
Man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute, guys. Got a few snacks over here, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm in the building, gang. I'm here. I wasn't gonna pull up tonight, but fuck it, I'm here, goddamn it. I'm here. Gotta hang out with the gang tonight, man. Gotta hang out with the gang. Y'all put nothing but no signs in my chat, man. Make me feel good tonight, man. Did it make me feel good, goddamn it? Because see how the red light fuck shit up. See that? God damn it. Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, red light fuck it up. I can't do that. Red light fucks it up. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Sound like you eating chicken, said little mama. Little mama, some watermelon, little mama. Come on, man. That shit was racist, little mama. You know what I mean? Come on, sister. Come on now, sister. That was racist. Sound like you eating chicken. I mean watermelon. That shit was racist. I mean watermelon, so that shit was racist. God damn it. She said I was eating chicken. I said that was racist. My black ass over eating goddamn watermelon. I'll be dead. Could be anything else tonight, man. I'm racist my damn self, man. Man. Nigga, I ain't shit. Out of every snack a nigga could have had tonight, man, my black ass eating watermelon online. That was the most goofiest shit. Shout out to Lil Mama, man. You know the goofiest shit I could ever say, man. My bad, Lil Mama. Shit. I tried to make you racist and just prove your point. I'm not eating chicken. I'm eating watermelon. Boy, my black ass ain't shit. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, I ain't shit, fam. I'll be damn, fam. That's the most racist shit I could ever did, bro. You know, I just set us back, nigga, 100 years with that bullshit. Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, I ain't shit for that, gang. For real. I ain't shit for that, little mama. I'm weird. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody rocking with your boy, gang. Let me see. I see everybody in the chat. Y'all see my chat, man. Y'all light it up. Put some color in the chat, man. Get your goddamn memberships, gang. Get your memberships. Somebody I'm waiting to see in my chat, too, gang. I'm waiting to see somebody. I ain't seen their ass yet, gang. But somebody got to confront. We'll get to that later on. I'll do that later on, gang. Smash the like, but where do I want to go, gang? Man. Hey, look. To all my niggas in the chat, man. Oh, this is a hard one right here, man. Damn, man. You know what I mean? I know y'all seen what happened with Ananda Lewis from MTV, man. Damn. VH1 MTV. Ananda Lewis, former MTV VJ, dead at 52. We all used to have a crush on Ananda Lewis. Don't even lie, fam. We all used to have a crush on Ananda Lewis. Damn, man. Gone too soon. 52 years old, passed away. I'm not for sure exactly how she died. Maybe they'll tell me in this video that I haven't watched yet. But yeah, Ananda Lewis
MTV with my special co-host, and the entire week long I'm spending with you, Brittany.
Rest in peace, baby girl. Rest in peace.
Ananda Lewis has died 4 years after revealing she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Damn.
She was 52 years old.
Oh, breast cancer. Damn. Ananda Lewis. Damn. Rest in peace, baby girl.
I'm Ananda, and it was 20 years ago today that MTV first hit the airwaves.
The former MTV VJ's sister sharing the news on Facebook, writing Ananda is free and in his heavenly arms.
I decided to keep my tumor. I felt like this is how it ends. And it was the first time I ever had a conversation with death. You're coming for me at some point, but I don't want it to be now.
Her death comes less than a year after Ananda opened up to CNN about her decision to not undergo a double mastectomy, leading her cancer to reach stage 4.
Looking back on that, I go, you know what? Maybe I should have.
Ananda began her career on BET in 1995, hosting the show Teen Summit.
Y'all look at that old school. Welcome back. We were talking about old school, new school, unifying the hip hop.
So that's where I seen her at first. I was like, because I was thinking at first, like, wasn't she on BET? So she was on Teen Summit. Who remember that, man? So much time that went by, gang. Who remember Teen Summit, man? God damn, where did time go? If only nigga had a time machine, man. Rest in peace, Ananda Lewis, man.
She joined
If only I had a
MTV
time
2
machine.
years later, becoming one of its most popular hosts on Total Request Live and Hot Zone.
I'm Ananda, and we're counting down the top 10 videos featuring Wu-Tang Clan members.
Ananda left MTV in 2001 to host her own talk show before joining Entertainment Tonight's The Insider.
The lovely and talented Ananda Lewis.
Don't call me that night, though. Okay?
Believe you me, that just slipped out of my mouth.
Well, Dr. Suzanne.
You know so much.
In 2005, Ananda interviewed the late Suzanne Summers for us, discussing moving on from the battle she would ultimately lose.
I just wanted to know what was happening to my body.
It's funny how people take better care of their cars than they do their bodies.
What you put into your body today will have a direct effect upon your health down the road.
Hold on. The mama from Step by Step is dead too? Oh, nigga, TGI Friday. I did not know the mama from Step by Step was dead too, gang. Where have I been at, man? I did not know the mama from Step by Step was dead too, man. That was my show. We all know Step by Step came on. Then goddamn Family Matters. Remember TGI Fridays, man? Damn, I wish I can go back when TV was good, man. TV ain't shit no more, unless it's sports. TV ain't shit no more, man. I did not know. Damn, I did not know the mama from Step by Step was gone too, man. We all fellas, you know you had a little crush on her too, my nigga. Yeah, man, come on, nigga. You know y'all wanted to smash her too, man. Yeah, come on, man. She was like the clean version. She was like the PG version of Pamela Anderson. God damn it, man. Damn, man. Smash the light. I did not realize she was gone
upon your health down the road.
Damn,
that sounds
smash
right.
that light button. Rest in peace to Ananda Lewis, man. God damn, man. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, somebody said we showing our age over here, man. Hey, nigga, fuck that, nigga. Yeah, it is what it is, man. She was on Three's Company as well. That's right. She was on Three's Company, man. Three's Company was my shit, man. I always wanted that boy Jack to get that threesome, man. He never got it, did he, man? I always felt like, man, you live with two broads, man. Oh, nigga, you got to get that threesome, fam. You got to knock them both down, bro. I don't think Jack ever got that threesome, man. Damn. Smash that like button, man. Yeah, smash that like button, man. Yeah. Somebody said, we old, man. Hey, man. How old are you? Put your age in the chat if you want to, gang. Put your age in the chat if you want to, man. Hey, we blessed. Fuck, we old, nigga. We blessed. Look how many people ain't here no more, gang. Look at all the celebrities. Look at people like Bernie Mac. Like, it's certain people I see on TV sometimes, and I literally forget they dead. I be watching certain shit. I be like, damn. I be watching Pops on Friday. Like, you know what I mean? From the Wayne's brothers, just different shit you see come on. You be like, damn, I forgot that nigga dead. It's so many people that's no longer with us, gang. So, shit, if you still here, nigga, I hope we all still here another 20, 30 goddamn years from now. All I want to see is an 80 piece, man. God, you can take me, God. Once I see the 80, God, I'm ready to go, God. I don't want to live past 80. Once I know my grandma finna be 90. I got a grandma that's finna be 90, but once I get to that 80, God, I'm cool with that 80 piece. I'll take an 80 piece, man. If I can get another 38 years, 40, give me another, if I can take another, just give me another 40 piece, man. Let me do what I already done. Let me do this one more time, and I'm cool. I'm good, gang. You know what I mean? Get me up out this motherfucker, because the world gonna be so crazy, and I'm not gonna understand shit and what's going on. You know, think about it. Look at what's going on with AI technology. Man, think about it in 40 more years where the world gonna be. Get me up out this motherfucker. I'm ready to go. You feel me? I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here by that time, nigga. I don't want to hang around too long at all. Smash that like button, man. It is smash that like button, man. Salute, gang. Who 89 in this motherfucker, man? Yeah, who is that? Tunchi 3, you ain't no damn 89. Quit capping, man. Quit capping. Yeah, man. Nigga talking about you ain't nobody in this bitch 89 tonight. Stop the bullshit, gang. Stop the bullshit. I'm 89 years old, man. It's time to put your ass in timeout for that shit. Your ass better, if you 89, your ass better be in bed. Yeah. Remember, if you 89, your ass needs to be in bed if you 89 in this bitch, nigga. Yeah. Now, come on now. If you 89, your ass need to be asleep. Get your old ass moan over here. Get your old ass moan over here if you 89. Get your old ass moan over here. Yeah, I don't play that shit. Yeah, I don't play that kind of shit right there at all. You 89, get your ass over here. You know what I mean? Get your ass in bed, goddammit. You shouldn't even be up right now, goddammit. No, you wake up at 5 a.m. Fuck you doing? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Where do I want to go, gang? I'm just kind of rocking tonight, kicking it with y'all tonight. We just chilling tonight, smoking a little bit of gas tonight. You know what I mean? Last minute live. You did? Yeah, last minute live. You know what I mean? Drink some prune juice. Yeah, for real, gang. For real. Y'all put some color in this chat. Donate to the platform, gang. Donate to the platform. Where was I going with this, gang? Where was I going? I'm going to go here. You know what? I'm going to go here real quick, gang. I want to check up on a few more videos came out last night, gang. And we're not going to talk too much about it because I've been talking about it for, a couple of nights now. But I do want to, show y'all a few updates on Finny the Legend and what's his girl name, Bubbly. Rest in peace to them, man. 2 people gone too soon, man, who both lost their life in Las Vegas over some YouTube beef. A couple of new things that came out, man. They actually showed the video where Manny Wise, the YouTuber who killed them both, where he actually turned himself in, man. And we know we've seen him in court. We know he has no bond right now. And he's pleading not guilty. He said it was self-defense, which everybody knows that's some bullshit. Yeah, you asked me your life, boy. And that girl you had, your wife, she ain't your wife no more, nigga. She ain't your wife no more, homie. Y'all, you gave everything. If you took 2 lives, you gave up your own life, and then somebody could be hitting your bitch. So that was a dumb decision to go out like that. You crashed out, fam. Let's check it out. Where he turned himself into the Henderson Police Department. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Let me see. Is the sound on this shit? Let me see if my sound is on, gang. Yeah, my sound is on. Let me see. Hold on. Is my sound on? Yeah, the sound is on.
Recording.
Okay, this is him turning himself in.
Hello.
Gang. This is him turning himself in.
Real quick?
Body cam footage, him turning himself in.
Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on you or anything? All right.
Crash out, man. Crash out. You deserve everything coming to you, partner.
You could double cuff it if you want.
Well, let me get running back. Was his wife with him?
Recording.
Was his wife with him?
Hello?
No, wife ain't with him.
Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay?
A family member, somebody was with him.
You got any weapons on you or anything?
Homeboy, that was somebody that was like, man, all right, fam. Man, nigga, I'll let you, bro. I see you on the other side, nigga. I see you in hell. I mean, I see you in heaven, my nigga.
You could double cuff it if you want.
Damn, bro. Man, smash that like button, gang. This is act of violence, man. This is really a senseless act of violence, Shaq. This is a senseless act of violence, man. You did. This shit was wrong in every way. I know this shit went overboard with both of them on YouTube, but it didn't get this serious to where he had to gun them down and kill this man and his wife, man. It didn't get that serious. He crashed out. His life was gone. 2 other lives are gone. This was all fucked up, man.
I'll bring a chair over here.
Live with this shit, man.
You got to see, man. I'm going to go talk to LT real quick. Can you hang out? You got to see, man.
Gave his life up, gang. Smashed the life up, man. You did. Yeah. I mean, True Culture said self-defense. You came to his city to fight. True Culture, but I mean, come on, bro. If somebody come to your city to fight, right? You know what I mean? They come to your city to knuckle up, right? And you see them and they don't never put a hand on you. You know what I mean? They don't have a weapon. They don't have anything. On top of that, it's evidence showing that they was where they was at when you approached them. Not saying that he was looking for them, even though we seen him online looking for them. See what I mean? Not saying he was looking for them, even though we saw him online claiming to be hunting them down. That's what's going to get him the life sentence, bro, is that, he can say that he bumped into them all he want, but evidence online, his own words, is going to prove other words, bro. You know what I mean? You was looking for these people, bro. When you finally seen the people that you have been looking for all day long, you pulled your weapon out and just shot, bro. He was only out there. They only came face to face maybe 5-10 seconds before he pulled his weapon out and shot 6-7 times, including shooting Bubbly in the back of her head. She didn't pose no threat. He claimed that he thought both of them was reaching for a weapon, but on camera, we could clear as day see that neither one of them reached for shit or had shit. A weapon, a gun, a knife, a stick, a slingshot, nothing was found on the scene. And when you look at the evidence in the first video we seen where they got into it, remember yesterday we watched another video where they got into it and Manny pulled the mace out. It seemed like every time something went on, they was reaching for weapons. His girl had a stick, he had mace, and this time he shows up with a gun. It's like Finny and his girl, his wife, never once pulled a weapon on either of these people, man. You know what I mean? Never swung on them, none of that shit, man. So it's gonna be kind of hard, man, to You know what I mean? For that self-defense claim, gang. I don't see it popping off, man. I don't see that self-defense shit popping off, man. Let me see. Shout out to Miss Phelps. Salute to Miss Phelps. Salute, gang. Salute. Salute, man. Yeah. Salute, gang. Salute, man. Let me see. J-Lo said, Lane, what is this, a soap opera show? J-Lo, don't make me drop that link in the chat, fam. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck, man? Salute to J-Lo, man. Nigga down there having a bipolar attack, right? That nigga put that's like no nigga bipolar. Nigga pull up on your channel and wilding out in words, man. Shut the fuck up, nigga, and sit back when you work, my nigga. Sit the fuck back. Hey, don't block him. Let that nigga rock out, man. Because that nigga could be anywhere in the world, and he right here watching my shit. You could be anywhere in the world tonight, nigga. It's clear as day you ain't getting no ass tonight. You could be anywhere in the world, fam, but you right here with me on this channel, nigga. So shut your bitch ass up and get your popcorn, my nigga. You feel me? Yeah. Get your popcorn, fam. Smash the like button, gang. Yeah, you be anywhere, nigga. You here with me. So shut the fuck up. Let me put a show on. Where was I going with this shit? Let me get off my screen. I do want to let me see. It was a news update last night, man, where they actually spoke with Finny the Legend and Bubbly. They spoke with their children, man. And this shit is kind of sad right here, man. This is sad to hear from the children. To hear them speak on their parents, man. This is a real tragedy, gang. Like I said, that YouTube shit is not worth crashing out over. If anybody is that emotional where you want to kill somebody or really go attack somebody about something that happened on YouTube, you should probably get your bitch ass off YouTube. Smash the like button.
A Valley couple was murdered on the Las Vegas Strip, and the entire shooting was live streamed on YouTube. It happened last Sunday night near the Bellagio fountains. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is joining us in studio after speaking with their children. And Gabby, it was shocking to see this all over social media, and even worse, that appears it stemmed from a social media feud.
Well, that's what Las Vegas Metropolitan Police are telling us. They say the suspect and victim seemingly knew of each other and had previous conflicts over social media leading up to this shooting. And I want to warn you, some of the video we're about to show you may be hard to watch.
One and the same.
They were literally soulmates.
Is how Rodney and Tanisha Finley's four children described their parents.
They were beautiful. They were beautiful people.
Tanisha,
the life of the party,
always put her family first.
She was loving. She was caring. She was always there for us.
And Rodney made every moment special.
He was just a funny guy that everybody loved, and he made a big impact wherever he went.
The Finleys loved Las Vegas, which became like a second home for the couple, even documenting their travels on YouTube.
This weekend was actually supposed to be a birthday trip for my dad.
But their celebration was cut short by an act of violence.
I hear that, man. The weekend that he got murdered, man, him and his wife, man. I didn't know Bubbly got shot 4 times. I thought she was shot once or twice. I thought she was shot once in the back of the head. But it was his birthday weekend, I'm guessing. It was close. It was either his birthday had just passed or it was actually finna be his birthday. Him and his girl go out to Vegas like they always do. Now, of course, they do got some YouTube beef, and I said it. I said after the previous run-in with the Sin City family, Manny and his wife, I wouldn't have went back out there, gang. If I felt like the tension was that strong, he letting everybody know if he see me again, he gonna do this and go do that to me, death threats towards me and my wife. Just to protect my wife and to protect me from dying or losing my life. I got a family, I got kids at home. They have 4 children, gang, 4 children. I wouldn't have went back out there. Now, I can't tell Finny what to do. I'm not saying that they were going looking for trouble, but when you look at everything online, how it all played out, it did seem like they were kind of taunting them by going out there. You know what I mean? I know they've been going out there. That wasn't nothing new. They said they've been going to Vegas to enjoy themselves. So you don't let nobody stop you from going on your place you love. A lot of people love Vegas. You don't let nobody stop you from going to Vegas. But at the same time, man, if you're going to drive from Arizona and you know you love Vegas so much, make sure you bring a weapon, fam. You or your girl, man. Somebody should have had a weapon on them. Somebody should have had something, fam, because there's been death threats on your life, and I don't think Finny took it very seriously. Y'all smash that like button, gang. Smash that like button.
Actually supposed to be a birthday trip for my dad.
But the celebration was cut short by an act of violence. The couple was live streaming on social media near the Bellagio fountain Sunday night when another YouTuber allegedly pulled out a gun and fired several times.
Our officers rendered medical aid to both victims, but their efforts to save those victims' lives were unsuccessful.
Las Vegas Metropolitan Police say 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz initially ran off, but turned himself in the following day. He's facing 2 counts of open murder with a deadly weapon. According to reporting by the NBC affiliate in Las Vegas, Ruiz is being held without bail after allegedly telling detectives he fired in self-defense, believing the couple was armed. But police say no guns were found or seen in the video posted online.
One of the last messages I had from my mom was that she was going to be coming home tomorrow.
Sad, man. Tragic.
And that she would see me tomorrow.
The Finleys left a lasting impact on their online community.
He was a legend.
And will leave an even bigger hole in the hearts of their large, loving families.
They were just 2 beautiful people. I just want them to be never forgotten.
A GoFundMe page was created to help this family pay for funeral expenses. We have a link to that on 12news.com. I'm Gabriella Becerra.
Yeah, tragic story, gang. Tragic story, man. You did gone too soon, man. You did. When you look at this couple, you feel like, you know what I mean, this is a beautiful black couple. They got 4 or 5 kids, man. Life is good for them and their family. And out of nowhere, their lives are taken behind some crazy ass YouTube shit. But like I say, I'm not gonna, what Manny did was wrong for sure, man. What Manny did was wrong. But at the end of the day, I gotta acknowledge the fact that they participated in the back and forth shit. You know what I mean? Whether they put their hands on anybody or not, whether they was talking about killing nobody, they most definitely participated in the back and forth, did a lot of crazy shit online about each other, and then took their ass to Vegas, you know what I mean, with no protection. That's the only thing I disagree with, man. I don't think they deserve to lose their life. I think what old boy did was some coward ass shit. But at the same time, some people don't play like that, man. And Manny, clear as day, is a skitsed out dude, because I heard other people talk about him. I actually found a whole page on Facebook where somebody created a page. It might have been them. I don't know if it was them or not, but somebody created a page just dissing him and showing all his fucked up moments and all the fights and all the shit he was getting to in Vegas and running around with the face paint on, acting a damn fool and fighting and shit. And I was like, well, goddamn. It seems like he wasn't a nigga to play with. It seemed like he on that powder and that goddamn, he on the Modelo's and that powder all night, nigga. You might want to stay away from SA with the clown face on, man. You know what I mean? They say he was like night and day. They say on the weekends he was cool, but by weekday, that nigga was tripping. But when we seen him tripping, he didn't even have his paint on. You know what I mean? That nigga was paintless. He was out there just regular Manny, man. But Manny had that pistol on him, man. He seen Bubbly, he seen Finny, and he did, you know what I mean, some shit that I feel like didn't have to be done, man. I think you and your girl could have walked right past them. It might have been words, but that might have been as far as it went. I don't see them attacking y'all or running after y'all. I mean, it's all on camera. Everybody out here filming. It's people everywhere out here. We know the last time they got into it in Vegas, we seen what happened. His girl, Bubbly, put the camera in Manny's face. Manny slapped the camera away. His girl started pulling out a stick. He pulled out mace. It didn't seem like these two was trying to really take it that far. You know what I mean? Physically. Now, like I said, they was with the shit talking. They was with the all the YouTube street bullshit. They was with the YouTube street shit. But I don't think they was on no violent type time. I did hear him talk about the fact that he could knock little Manny out, but he was saying that's the reason why he wouldn't knock the nigga out, because he too small for me, man. I don't even want a bad little nigga too small, man. I'd be done beat the brakes off little boy. But some people take that as a threat. Like, okay, bitch, so you saying if we see each other, you can snap me in half, fuck me up. Okay, bitch. But I mean, either way, I think Manny was gonna bust that gun regardless, man. You know what I mean? I think Manny had his mind made up after them charges got pressed on him that he was gonna do something about it, man. You know what I mean? Once the dude got online, Finny started really clowning him, trying to tear down his YouTube channel, trying to fuck up his subscribers, and you know what I mean, fuck up everything he worked for on YouTube. I think Manny took that to heart. He even said, I don't want to take his YouTube channel away because he might fuck around and slit his wrist. This nigga crazy. YouTube is all he got. And it turns out he took 2 lives live on YouTube, not only on his girl live or his live, the Sin City family live, but they were going live on the Finny the Legend live. So I mean, it was 2 live streams going on, and this motherfucker murdered 2 people on 2 live streams. That lets you know how crazy this YouTube shit is, gang. Hey, yeah, if you in them YouTube streets, man, keep your motherfucking head on a swivel, man. If you beefing on YouTube and you in the same city as some of these cuckoos, keep your head on a motherfucking swivel, man. You dig? Salute to everybody in the goddamn building, man. Sad story though, gang.
Never
Sad
forgot.
story, man. Sad story. And their kids are most definitely traumatized, man. You know what I mean? As far as just losing their parents, man, seeing this shit. Their kids have literally watched this. You know what I mean? As far as we know, their kids have been watching the live as it was going on. Gang. Think about if their children was watching their mom and dad go live and they witnessed that shit, seeing what we seen. Damn, bro. You know what I mean? We talk about these young black kids losing their parents, man, especially the violence, man. We talk about Antoine Massey. His dad was murdered in front of him. You know what I mean? He got his brain blew out. That's the next story I want to cross over to. I want to do a recap on what's going on with the last two escapees, man, Derrick Groves and goddamn Antoine Massey. Let's check in with New Orleans, man, and see exactly what's going on in that situation, because something tells me, man, that, you know, the more and more time goes on, we got about it's almost been a month. We about 4 or 5 days outside of a month that they've been looking for these guys. And I think with the latest news that's come out, they don't have a goddamn clue to where the fuck these niggas are at. And they basically admitted today. They admitted that we don't have a clue to where they at. And they even started trying to bargain with these guys to come out of hiding. Smash the like, but I'm going to get to that story in 1 minute. Again. Smash the like.
Inmates escaped from the Orleans Justice Center. The focus has shifted from the fugitives to the fallout, public trust in Sheriff Susan Hudson. It is slipping, with a new survey showing her approval rating at just 18%. As the blame game heats up, some say the priority should be getting
them two escapees are fucking up shit. You see everything. We are talking about the officials now that work for the jail. We talking about the conditions of the jail. These two escapees might have really did something good by not being caught by now, because now they're looking into this jail and how and the conditions, and you know what I mean, is this right to how these prisoners are being treated? So right now, to all the niggas in jail, Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves, they looking like heroes right now, fam. Them niggas looking like legends. Now I'm sure they're rooting them niggas on. Run, nigga, run. You know what I mean? Investigate these motherfuckers up in here, man. Investigate these conditions, man. Investigate how we being treated, man. You know what I mean? Massey, I think Massey aunt said that she heard that them niggas was getting fed like every other day. The water was always cut off. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bullshit going on within this jail that nobody knew about. But now with these 10 guys escaping and 2 still been on the run almost a month later, people are starting to question what the fuck is really going on over there. Smash the like button.
Inmates back in custody and fixing what's broken in the system. Alyssa Curtis has that story.
In the weeks since the historic jailbreak, finger-pointing has escalated, but some say now is not the time to argue.
Let's get these fugitives back into custody.
But President and CEO of the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation, Melanie Talia, says now is the time to dive into the criminal justice system's problems.
I think this really has brought to light the role that every agency plays in the justice system, including the Orleans Justice Center, and how critically important the housing of inmates is.
While investigations are looking into how the jailbreak happened, a survey shows New Orleans residents largely
Look at this nigga.
While investigations.
Look at this nigga. Look at Massey. Look at Massey. Everybody else mobbing out. Massey.
Well, investigation.
Them niggas, the Groves, them niggas mobbing out. Massey got a plan, man. Nigga Massey got a plan, man. He lacking behind. He got a plan.
Are looking into how the jailbreak.
That nigga tired to the bitch too. Hand on his hip. Nigga tired to the motherfucker, fam. You gotta wonder how these niggas staying, how these niggas surviving out here, bro. Who is hiding these niggas? Not saying I want to know. I'm trying to give them up and nothing like that. But like I said, run niggas run at this point, man. Y'all been free this damn long, nigga. Run, nigga. Fuck the bet at this point, man. I still think Derrick Groves will be the last to get caught because that nigga ain't nowhere to be found. Something in the back of my mind said they might be together. I could be totally wrong. They might not be. But I think they want Massey a little bit more, gang. I think they want this nigga a little bit more than Groves. They feel like Groves' ass done disappeared for real. Groves' ass fuck around and be out the country by now, fam. I'm not saying he is, but we know now that a female that used to work at the goddamn jail helped this nigga escape afterwards. So it might have been a few things he knew. That's how they got out that bitch. It was a few things he knew. No telling how long this nigga been planning this shit out, gang. Yeah, I'm starting to think Derrick Groves is the mastermind, him and that chick, and that's why he ain't been found. Because not only did he have a plan on how to get out that bitch, but he had a plan on how to get out that motherfucker and stay gone. Nigga, he facing nothing but life, my nigga. Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. Put some color in my chat, man.
Break happened. A survey shows New Orleans residents largely disapprove of the sheriff. In a New Orleans Crime Coalition survey, Sheriff Hudson only had 18% approval. Meanwhile, NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick is reported to have a 53% approval rating.
People feel safer in their own community and in the city of New Orleans. As a result, across the board, NOPD is performing better in the satisfaction survey.
But it's seemingly not just the residents who are disapproving of Hudson. In a 2-minute-long Instagram video, Council President J.P. Morrell criticized Hudson. Morrell points to the recent arrest of alleged accomplice Dariana Burton. Burton used to work at the jail until she was fired last year for allegedly sneaking in contraband. Authorities say she's Groves' girlfriend. He also says he got the keys to the jail from a former employee turned whistleblower, but didn't name the person.
Maybe. That nigga said he got the keys to the jail from a former employee turned whistleblower. He's saying that it's a chance that old girl could have still had the keys. Now, we know them niggas went out through the toilet, but after that, how did they get out? You know what I mean? I got to see this shit. They went through that toilet. Was any gates? Was any more doors? Like, you know, how did that toilet just leave them niggas getting the fuck up out of here, man? Or was them keys passed around to somebody else? But he's saying that basically, man, hey, man, you know what I mean? It wasn't hard for this to be an inside job. Hell, whistleblower just gave me their keys. My former employee gave me the keys to the goddamn jail, man. Yeah, I mean, how we don't know who all got these goddamn keys. These keys be floating around any motherfucking where.
Maybe you don't need to have the Shawshank Redemption digging a hole to escape. Maybe he didn't need to hire or scare a maintenance worker into doing it when any employee could walk out with the keys.
But the sheriff's office calls Morales' claims misinformation. In a comment on the Instagram post and what the office tells us stands as their statement, OPSO says they are in possession of all the keys to the jail. They said the ones in the video don't open the jail or any cell. Alyssa Curtis, WWL, Louisiana.
And in a statement, Attorney General Liz Murrill says obviously they should know where the keys to the jail are. She says she's instructed the state's Bureau of Investigation to obtain the keys from Murrill as part of her office's ongoing probe of the jail. Now, 2 escapees, Derek Groves and Antoine Massey, they are still on the run. 8 other inmates they've been recaptured and are currently in custody in Angola.
Somebody said the maintenance man still in custody. I believe he is. I know he had an attorney fighting his case, but they believe his ass played a big role in this shit, man. You know what I mean? He lied and said Antoine Massey pulled a goddamn knife on him, and we know that's not true. But then again, when you hear about the conditions of this jail, you wonder, was maintenance let on the floor by themselves? I mean, is it a chance he ain't lying? Old Sterling Williams really did get a blade put to his side? Nigga, I kill you, nigga. Turn that motherfucking water off, nigga. I mean, I don't know. That's what he say happened. I don't know. I mean, of course, he got to be able to explain that, because I'm sure they asked him, like, when the fuck did this happen, nigga? Where was the guards when they did this? You know what I mean? So he must be allowed to be on the floor by himself if you think about it, because it seemed like it was some kind of, you know what I mean, something transpired between him and Antoine Massey from what he say. Massey from what he say. We don't know if it's true or not. Antoine Massey say his ass is lying, but it seems like at some point in time, for him to even tell this story, him and the inmates had to be by themselves at one point in time. So the conditions of this jail is so fucked up. It seems like the people that work there are so corrupt that we don't know what the fuck is really going on, gang, to be honest with you, man. Yeah. Man, remember, Massey said he walked out that bitch. He said he was let out. He said, nigga, I didn't escape. I looked up and it was an open hole. Nigga, I just went out that motherfucking fam and went to the crib. My nigga, I would have just left. I just went out the open hole. Nigga, I was let out. Smash that like button, gang. Well, they have a new proposal, man. This is why I said Antoine Massey, Derek Groves, keep running, man, because now they're trying to play the goddamn, and then they try to play the bullshit game of baiting them in. Now it's time to bait them in, gang. Now it's time to bait them in. And they plan on baiting them in by offering Antoine Massey a public defender. Ain't that some bullshit? Now, we know Derek Groves don't need one. He don't need one. You know what I mean? He already was convicted and found guilty, but he was already found guilty and convicted of murder. He's just waiting on sentencing now. So only Antoine Massey would need an attorney at this point. We heard Antoine Massey in his video state that he didn't have an attorney to help him with none of this shit. That the girl who put the charges on him, she is lying her ass off. She wrote a statement saying she lied about the whole entire thing, but basically nobody is paying attention to it. It's like they still got him on these bogus charges. And then we know the same girl was arrested for helping him after he escaped. So this whole shit is crazy, man, but they have lost control of this search. They have no idea where the fuck these guys are at all. They don't got a fucking clue. They don't even know. They don't know east, west, north, south. They don't know which way to go. Even though they claim they feel like Antoine Massey is still in Louisiana, I don't think they know for a fact, because now they are offering this boy a public defender. I say keep running, my nigga. Do not go for it. That public defender is bait, nigga. You know what I mean? Nigga, that public defender is the cheese on the trap, nigga. That public defender is the cheese on the trap. You turn yourself in, fam, and that public defender could quit. Nigga be like, nah, you know what? And then I think about it. I don't want this case. I mean, they just luring your ass in, fam. That public defender still works for the goddamn state, my nigga. I mean, he's one of them. She's one of them. Whoever the public defender is, they are working with them people, and they don't give a fuck about your case. Matter of fact, I feel like they're going to make sure them charges that girl put on you, they're going to make sure they stick, because they mad at that girl, too, because she helped you. She locked her ass up. So now I think they're going to make sure that them charges she put on your ass, we're going to make sure y'all always got some kind of animosity between each other. We're going to make sure the motherfucking charges stick. You dig? Because if I'm Antoine Massey, I'm going to say this, look, I'll put another video out. From Antoine, I'll put another video out. The video go a little something like this. Hey, look here, motherfucker. If you want me to turn myself in, yeah. Because right now, you niggas don't know where the fuck I'm at. I start talking in all kinds of different languages. Say, yo, hey, yo, B. Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, homie. Hey, cuz. I was like, you don't know if I'm on the East Coast or the West Coast. I start talking in all kind of different niggas slang and shit. My whole video be full of different niggas slang. Y'all don't know where the fuck I'm at. I would tell them hoes, look, drop the charges against the female. Drop the charges, and I will turn myself in, man. The girl wrote a statement saying she lied about everything, man. I never beat her. I never raped her. I never did none of that shit, fam. So if y'all drop the charges, I will come back and face the escape, which might be 5 to 10 years. I will do that because I might do 6, 7, 8 of that and come home. But and remember, you got a parole violation too. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot about that. And they got 10 years left on parole. You're going to serve that full 10. And that's what I tell them. If I'm Antoine Massey, that's what I say. I say, look, I'll deal with my 10 on parole. Because that's all, look, y'all, that's all he got left. The nigga escaped jail. You can't get out of that shit. No matter whether he beat the girl up, raped the girl, no matter, fuck all that, man. Whether that's true or false, you cannot get away from the fact that this man broke out of goddamn jail and been gone for almost a month, my nigga. So parole ain't having that shit, fam. So they might end up giving you the rest of your parole time, which might be what your probation or parole time, which is what, like 9, 10, 11 years maybe. And they might hit you with an additional 5 or 10 years for the goddamn escape. And with this escape costing New Orleans $200,000 a day, they say, I don't think they're gonna be lenient on you, partner. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be lenient, fam. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think the boyfriend, no matter what, he's looking at about 15, 20 motherfucking years, no matter what, man. But let's see what they say. Let's see how they're trying to lure Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves in.
On the search for those escaped New Orleans inmates. Chris Welty joins us live where the ATF just provided an update.
Hey, Liz. Yeah, that news conference wrapped up about 20 minutes ago here in Metairie. Now, the ATF as well as NOPD, they were discussing another topic, but they did give us an update on the search for the 2 escaped inmates. NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick says that she does believe that at least one of the 2 escapees is still in the New Orleans area, but she did not specify which one. Now, Kirkpatrick believes that they are getting help still. She says that she has a public defender lined up for Groves and Massey if they turn themselves in. She said it can be done so safely and in a place that the escapees feel comfortable.
I just want to take the opportunity to say to both Massey and to Groves, we can make this work. And because you are going to be taken into custody, folks, it's going to happen. And so please listen to me, and I will work with you. We will work with you, all of us. But you can reach out to any of us, and we'll make it happen.
Now, law enforcement remains confident that they will catch.
Opportunity to say to both Massey and to Groves, we can make this work. And because you are going to be taken into custody, folks, it's going to happen. And so please listen to me, and I will work with you. We will work with you, all of us. But you can reach out to any of us, and we'll make it happen.
Hell no. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Now, law enforcement remains confident that they will catch Antoine Massey as well as Derrick Groves. Now, Kirkpatrick says that tips are still flowing in. Remember that the total reward for the arrest of the 2 escapees is $50,000 per escapee. And now the ATF says that they are also following up on all leads. Now, Kirkpatrick also mentioned that she says the reward is life-changing, and she urges anyone with information to provide a tip.
Ooh, they trying to spit game to us, man. The reward is life-changing, man. I don't like her haircut, man. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I don't like that haircut, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's that. I got a divorce when I was 70 haircut. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's that. I'm spending the rest of my life alone haircut right there, man. I don't like that motherfucker, man. Smash that like button, man. Hey, if you 2 brothers are watching my show tonight, man, which I'm sure y'all are, my nigga. no matter what, niggas gonna stop and hit that just to the scope. Man, keep running, fam. Fuck it, man. Live your life, bro. Antoine Massey, you under 30 that time when they catch you, my nigga. Derrick Groves, you never leave it when they catch you, my nigga. So live your best life. I'm not saying what they did was right, but I don't know if they did what they said they did. I don't know. Allegedly, I was never there. I'm the only blogger online that tell y'all I don't know what the fuck happened, nigga. I wasn't there. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. I don't know. Did Antoine Massey say he's innocent? He didn't do that to that female. And with everything going on in the news right now with Diddy, with Zion Williams, with Diddy G, I can name niggas forever. It's like we looking at them females right now like, come on, especially when you go write a statement saying he never done it, and then you get caught helping the nigga when he escaped. We starting to wonder, did he really take some ass from you, baby? Or was this some toxic bullshit? It's a game you played with that nigga. I'm not saying he didn't do it, though. I'm not saying it. I'm 50-50 on the game. He could have been beating the shit out that young lady. She could have, at the time, really need to call the police, really needed protection. So I'm not here to downplay what happened to her if that's true. But when she goes back and write a statement and say, it didn't happen, I exaggerated the shit, and then tries to help the man after he escaped, this is a nigga that raped you? Like, I mean, I'm just confused, man. Y'all fucking help me, man. I know the world is changing, man. I'm confused, man. Yeah. I'm confused, man. I am confused, man. I'm confused, man. Yeah. Chat. Chill the fuck out, man. Yeah, chill the fuck out, man. All right. Chill the fuck out, chat. Y'all chill the fuck out, man. Y'all are bugging this chat, fam. Y'all are bugging, my nigga. Yeah. Crown Prince. Nah, niggas ain't been winning in 2025 at all, gang. Like I said, but I'm not here to say that young lady is lying on Massey. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. But I just feel like, you know what I mean? If a nigga raped you, then you should never go back and say he didn't do that, man. Because you are now, you know what I mean? It could be another young lady that's the victim down the line if you're going to let her, you know what I mean? If a nigga done took some ass, man, he needs to be locked up, gang. If what this young lady said he did to her is true, then he needs to be locked away, man. So I'm not here to root on the crimes they committed or the reason they on the run. I'm not here to commend that. I'm just saying at the end of the day, man, run, nigga, run, because it's y'all last time seeing freedom for a long ass time. Derrick Rose, they got your plot. They got your hole 6 feet deep, nigga, behind the jail, nigga. Your ass is dying. They gonna roll your ass out back, fam, and put you in a hole. So run, nigga, run. Stay hidden, nigga. Antoine Massey, you gonna do about 20, 25 years, nigga. So you boys try to get comfortable, man. I hope you niggas somewhere eat some hot food and you got an Xbox and shit and you got a little Zada roll up and shit. You niggas got to watch the BET Awards. Y'all watching the finals. I hope you niggas are enjoying your last days because this shit won't last forever. Maybe. Who knows, yeah? You know, because right now them niggas looking like some legends. Smash that like button. Right now, them boys are looking like some motherfucking legends. Smash that like button if you're in here, gang. Smash that like button. Yeah. Them niggas looking like some legends right now, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them niggas looking like legends. Put them no signs in the chat, gang. You did show me some love, man. Last minute live, man. Last minute live, man. I might get up and step in the name of love, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I might step in the name of love tonight, goddammit. You know what I mean? Because it seems like you're ready. You know what I mean? You feel me? Y'all know where we're going with this next story, goddammit. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, goddammit. You know what I mean? But is age really just a number? You know what I mean? Like we gotta talk about this shit, man. R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly went down for some things that I don't think niggas should do. I think R. Kelly most definitely was wrong for fucking with underage girl. We know for a fact R. Kelly had a thing for underage chicks, man. But far as what's going on with R. Kelly right now, I think this is some crazy shit, man. It turns out R. Kelly life is on the line, and R. Kelly attorneys might need to get that boy free ASAP, my nigga, because R. Kelly fuck around and turn up dead in jail, y'all. R. Kelly life is on the line right now, my nigga. I thought this story might be some bullshit until I went and looked at Poetic Flacco video and he broke it down and I was looking like, oh shit, a lot of this shit we already knew about. We knew about the front story and we've been hearing about some of the backstory. We knew about the Tasha K shit and the jail giving up, you know what I mean, a BOP officer giving up R. Kelly's personal information, phone calls and personal shit between him and one of his girlfriends they gave it to Tasha K, who gave it to the other girlfriend. She then turns state and turns against R. Kelly. And that's what fucked him up and got him locked up. So we know it's been a lot of foul play in this shit. But at the same time, we also be looking at Kale's like, man, we seen that video you pissing on that goddamn girl, man. Like, nigga, you was out there wilding. They basically hit R. Kelly with the same shit they trying to put on Diddy right now. You know what I mean? Same shit. Diddy is looking at the same exact shit right now, man. Diddy is facing the exact same charges that R. Kelly is just about facing. Let's get into this shit, gang. Is it free R. Kelly in this bitch, man? Because I mean, did R. Kelly do his time? Do y'all think R. Kelly should be free by now? R. Kelly has done enough time. How long has R. Kelly been locked up? Put it in the chat, gang. How long has that nigga R. Kelly been locked up? Put it in the chat, gang.
Of conspiring to murder him. And this is not just a lunatic, crazy conspiracy with no facts to back it up. Oh, there's facts. And I pulled some additional paperwork that they don't want nobody to see.
Okay, salute to Flacco, man. Salute to Flacco. Flacco actually broke some of this shit down, man. Salute to Poet Flacco, man. Is it free R. Kelly or is it keep R. Kelly? Like I said, I'm not speaking on the charges or some of the shit we heard about him in the past, but when it comes to what's going on with him in jail and his life being on the line right now, and these this prison basically trying to get other inmates, Aryan Brotherhood inmates, to take in R. Kelly because he didn't open up this investigation on a lot of foul bullshit that's going on, like them giving away his information to Tasha K. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Releasing all his private phone calls and shit like that with another chick. Man, R. Kelly didn't open up an investigation that's starting to kind of spread. And now we're hearing that it's a bounty on his head and it's the prison officials that's up to this shit. This is you can't make this shit up, gang. Is it free R. Kelly or is it keep R. Kelly? Smash that like button.
Because once you pull the documents, you begin to quickly figure out this isn't a crazy conspiracy. This should be a criminal investigation. We got the documents, people, and it ties everything together. R. Kelly was found guilty on CP charges as well as running a criminal organization that trafficked multiple women. These allegations are very serious. So by no means is this video me co-signing R. Kelly or trying to prove that R. Kelly is innocent on those charges.
Right. And I want to say the same thing, man. Just because we saying is it free R. Kelly, I mean we need to get R. Kelly to safety right now, man. Marcus Hamilton said free R. Kelly. Some people in my chat said, man, keep R. Kelly. Somebody in the chat, I didn't catch your name. Somebody in the chat just said, how do y'all hate Trump, but y'all got so much love for R. Kelly? Like, you niggas want to free R. Kelly, a nigga who was, you know what I mean, basically fucking with underage kids and shit, underage girls, but y'all want Donald Trump to be free. And some of y'all gonna say, well, man, maybe Donald Trump done did some shit too, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he done did nothing with no kids and nothing like that. But they say it's a good chance he might be on that goddamn Epstein list. They say Donald Trump is on that. You heard Elon Musk, and we've been hearing that before, that Donald Trump is on the Epstein list. So I'm not trying to change the subject. But yeah, to anybody that feel like Donald Trump is a good guy, don't forget about that goddamn Epstein list that might come out one of these goddamn days. Smash the like button.
This video is strictly to address the conspiracy that prison officials tried to hire two men to murder R. Kelly. I got wind of the allegations earlier this morning while I was half asleep. I woke up froggy, couldn't even believe what I was seeing. But R. Kelly's attorney held a press conference where he invited multiple news outlets, and he dropped the bombshell that they are accusing prison officials of hiring white supremacists to try to kill R. Kelly.
Attorneys are asking President Donald Trump to release their client immediately, saying prison officials have hired an inmate to murder him. Kelly is serving a 30-year sentence for sexual misconduct at a federal prison in North Carolina. Today, Kelly's legal team filed an emergency motion in Chicago federal court to get him out. They say they have a sworn affidavit from a terminally ill inmate who says prison officials offered him freedom in his final days in exchange for Kelly's murder.
White supremacy dude who's dying. He's dying of some kind of illness in jail. And they came to him and said, look, man, we'll make your final days comfortable and free. We'll let you out this month. We'll help you get out this bitch if you kill R. Kelly, basically. We want you to kill R. Kelly. Take out the Pied Piper. You know what I mean? Mr. Step in the Name of Love. You know what I mean? Get rid Mr. Feeling on Your Booty, man. That was my shit, man. Let's not act like R. Kelly didn't have no jams. Now, we ain't finna do that shit. We're not finna do that. But, I mean, do y'all think R. Kelly should be free because of this, or now just move his ass to a different prison, man? Let that nigga do the rest of his motherfucking time. Smash that like button, gang. We're not going to take no charges involved with, trafficking or underage women. We're not gonna play with that over here. Yeah, I don't play with that shit. I know y'all don't either. So I'm not saying that he's innocent on those charges and nothing like that. I wasn't there. I didn't see it, but that's what he's locked up for. He said he didn't do it. That's what he's locked up for. But let's just see how not only did the jail turn on R. Kelly, but how one of his girlfriends turned on him, man. This is the part that's really fucked up when you look at it, is how they used her. They basically used Tasha K as well. Her good YouTubing ass. Shout out to Tasha K. Yeah, her good YouTubing ass over there. They used a few parties to basically corner this girl into turning against R. Kelly and basically hurting his whole goddamn case. Smash the like button, gang. Smash the like button.
There have been discussions not only with Michael Stein, but as the motion indicates, we've recently received information from another inmate named Mr. Harris. And Mr. Harris has indicated that he too has been approached by the same lieutenant who's been approaching Michael Stein, and that discussions have been had about poison in the food hall, about poison in the commissary. Discussions with Mr. Stein have been had about stabbings. These are the kinds of methods.
Man, look, who remember the show Oz back in the day? Yeah, come on, man. I know we're showing our age again. But who remember the show that came on HBO called Oz, man? Remember Oz? This sound like some Oz shit because every time you see a prison movie or a prison show, they always show you that the warden is a dirty motherfucker. The head people of the prison officials, they all some dirty motherfuckers. They involved in drug trafficking through that motherfucker. They involved in inmates getting fucked up and stabbed and murders and shit. This sounds like the show Oz, my nigga. That's the first thing I thought about. I said, damn. They in there talking about poisoning the food and this and that. So really, yeah, I mean, it's a war in that bitch, man, between the inmates and the motherfucking COs and the officials and the wardens and shit. And we've been knowing that. How do you think a prison is really ran? Be honest, man. That's how every prison. I think that the officials at every prison is dirty, man. I mean, it's prison. Yeah, these niggas are already slaves and shit. Of course, y'all gonna play them against each other, use them to take each other out. You know what I mean? Make some money off these niggas, bring the contraband in. We always wonder, how did this contraband get in jail? How do all these niggas got cell phones and shit? And man, weed and crack it. Man, you don't think somebody's looking the other way making that bag? Of course they are, gang. Hold on, let me get my mic right. There we go. You don't think somebody's looking the other way and calling the shots? Of course they are, gang. Of course they are, man. It is. Smash that goddamn like button, man. It is. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, man. They saying that R. Kelly needs to be free because his life is in danger.
Have been discussed.
2 prisoners have came forward and confirmed that prison officials attempted to lure them in the conspiracy to murder R. Kelly. R. Kelly and his attorney is also claiming that they're trying to now get him out the paint. They're trying to murder him due to the ongoing investigation and civil suit he has against prison officials. So R. Kelly is uncovering a lot of illegal things that prison officials did during his racketeering case. Now, some of these things could land them in jail. It could very well land them in prison. And this isn't, from my perspective, an investigation where it could possibly find some illegal things. No, this investigation will for sure 100% find illegal activities that prison officials engaged in against R. Kelly. And they're almost for certain gonna go to jail over this.
Attorneys for singer R. Kelly are asking for his immediate release from prison, claiming that federal officials plotted to have him killed. He is serving a 30-year sentence for racketeering and sex trafficking. In an emergency filing today, his attorneys outlined what they called a cover-up.
These are people who seek to kill Mr. Kelly rather than allow the corrupt criminal conduct of those who manufactured his convictions be exposed.
Their motion alleges that the feds solicited a convicted sex trafficker who was Kelly's cellmate here in Chicago to steal correspondence between Kelly and his attorneys. They further claim the Bureau of Prisons transferred a leader of the white supremacist group to Kelly's prison in North Carolina with instructions to kill Kelly.
R. Kelly has an open and shut case against the government, and right now they're working in overtime to try to prevent the details from coming out. R. Kelly was officially charged with running a criminal...
Somebody in the chat said, is R. Kelly singing? Nigga, I'm singing too, nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, me. I'm getting my vocals ready, nigga. I'm singing like a motherfucker, fan. If I'm in prison and I find out the prison officials are trying to get me murdered, not to mention y'all fuck my whole case up, y'all basically, y'all basically set me up, fam. Y'all basically took my private information, my private phone calls, private shit, and emailed it to a fucking blogger. You know what I mean? Got my other chick to turn on me. You know what I mean? Got my bitch ass locked up, my nigga. Nah, bro, I'm singing too, nigga. It's me against them. There ain't nothing wrong with telling the police, y'all. Remember that shit. That's not snitching, gang. Remember that? Remember that on Justin on the Scope Show, we got a rule over here. There is no such thing as telling on the police. You got to. What you gonna do? I mean, they transferring motherfuckers from not only motherfuckers, white supremacists, they transferring white supremacists from other jails to your jail to kill you, nigga. Yeah, I gotta let somebody know about this shit. Damn sure to tell my attorney what's going on. I'm trying to stay alive in this bitch, and I ain't got no win in this motherfucker. We locked up. They can get down on my bitch ass. I'm ratting, fam. Put number rats in the chat. I'm telling, nigga. I'm singing like a motherfucker, fam. Yeah, like the police throwing some coke in your car, and you know damn well it wasn't yours. You ain't gonna tell the other police, this nigga just planted that shit on me, fam. You bitches is lying. Show the body cam footage, man. This motherfucker needs to be fired, man. This motherfucker planted some dope on me. Hell yeah, you gonna tell it, nigga. You gonna tell it, nigga. That's not ratting over here on my channel. That is not ratting. Team King, I don't give a fuck what you say, nigga. That ain't ratting when you tell them folks, man. Smash that like button, gang.
Organization. It was a racketeering, a RICO case,
man, y'all
where
ain't
his
shit,
criminal organization conspired and used systems to violate women. The charges when it comes to each victim is pretty much the same across the board. They would accuse R. Kelly of putting together a team and a system that would transport women, and he would solicit them for sexual favors.
That's true.
Some got paid, which is trafficking. And then others, they will claim that R. Kelly will coerce them and force himself upon them. And some they will claim were really young, so they couldn't consent. And that's an additional charge. But a racketeering case is very hard to prove. And when the feds looked at their case and they seen that they were trying to call victims from like 2009 and 8, they realized they needed more. They needed to turn one of R. Kelly's active girlfriends against them.
They didn't have enough on R. Kelly, they felt like. You know what I mean? So remember this, gang. They had to turn his active girlfriend against him by releasing those secret phone calls. And I ain't gonna say secret, but those phone calls he had with his other girlfriend, which the girlfriend that turned on him, she thinking it's just them now. She thinking that R. Kelly is just dealing with her until she finds out from Tasha K that gets the information from the prison officials, a BOP officer that they won't release the name of in the last 6 years. When they set him up, that's how they got this whole shit moving. So y'all in the chat saying, nah, I wouldn't say shit that's ratting. You got me fucked up, fam. Y'all done fucked me over like that, bro. Y'all done basically play a hate on a nigga, man. Yeah, y'all done hated on me like that. I got 2 bitches, and y'all gonna go give my phone calls to one of my chicks to the other one, knowing she finna turn on me, my nigga. Y'all need some updated shit. Remember, they need something. They don't got enough. So if they can get her to turn on me, I'm fucked, fam. And they player hated, fam. That's I ain't never heard no player hating ass shit like that, bro. Go give my phone calls with my other chick to my other chick. Oh, ain't that a bitch? God damn, fam. You know they was both riding for him. He needed 2 of them. He in prison. Oh, man, yeah, they did R. Kelly dirty, man. I'm gonna say that, man. But maybe some people say, well, Sko, he was fucking with them underage girls. It was karma. He deserved this shit, my nigga. He deserved it.
Because one of the girlfriends, Israel Clary, the feds believed that R. Kelly got with her when she was really young, because they spoke to her family, and the family confirmed that R. Kelly got with her when she was 17, right? I can't say the actual age 17, due to YouTube guidelines, 17. But she was 17 when they got together. So the feds knew that Israel Clary was like a gold mine. If they can get Israel Clary to come to court and testify that R. Kelly coerced her, forced himself upon her, gave her diseases, right? Yo, this is like the perfect textbook victim. Got with R. Kelly at 17, been with R. Kelly for about 5 years now, and R. Kelly kidnapped her at some point. R. Kelly gave her an incurable disease at some point. R. Kelly forced himself upon her. R. Kelly would violate her. They needed to turn Israel Clary against R. Kelly.
Look, that's crazy, man. You mean to tell me they had to look, this is how, look, women, stay with me, ladies. You mean to tell me you don't stop fucking with a nigga after he give you them herpes, but you find out he fucking with another chick and you hear the phone calls and the lovey-dovey conversation between him and another woman, that's enough for you to turn this nigga like this, but them herpes wasn't enough? Who all got them herpes in this chat right now? Put a 1 in the check, get them herpes. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Put a 1 in the check, get them herpes. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people got them. They're undetectable. I mean, they have medication and shit for them these days. You get them herpes, put in the chat. Goddamn. Go ahead. Talk to me real quick, gang. If you got them herpes, put a 1 in the chat. I'll wait. Yeah. What we got going on there? Let me see what we got going on, man. What we got going on? There we go. Tiffany said she got them herpes. Super Tiffany's, man. Let me see. Kenny Horn, they got them herpes. Okay. Let me see. Cornelia said he got them herpes, man. You know what I mean? Let me see. Emil said, well, SD South Dallas, he got them herpes. Let me see. Let me see. Tiffany's, I don't know. Did you fold locks? He got them herpes. Okay. Man, salute, yeah. I'm not. Yeah. Salute everybody with them herpes in this motherfucker, man. Make sure y'all all take. You know what I mean? Make sure you take a. You know what I mean? Yeah. Photographic memory. Make sure you. Photographic memory. Yeah. Who said? Let me get some. Who going to timeout? TTMZ said, "Sko, we know you do." Okay, get TTMZ ass over the timeout real quick, gang. Yeah, get TTMZ ass over the timeout, my nigga. Or ASAP. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean ASAP. Yeah, get that nigga over the timeout. I was trying to get them herpes in this motherfucker, man. I wasn't trying to make fun of nobody, none of that shit. I just wanted to see who had them herpes. You feel me? Yeah, who got the motherfucking herpes in this bitch? That's all I was asking. Smash the like button, gang, because that's all I'm asking. If R. Kelly gave this young lady herpes, That wasn't enough for her to stop fucking with this nigga, but you hear him fucking with another lady and you got another chick and you gone? These chicks are crazy, my nigga. Like, women are fucking crazy. Ladies, I know niggas crazy too. I know it. I know, ladies. Niggas are fucking crazy. I get it. You guys go with that. But women, y'all are fucking crazy. The type of shit y'all are turning on nigga for, man. Them herpes wasn't enough. As long as we both got them, I guess. You know what I mean? As long as we sharing them herpes, you cool with it. We both got them. You know what I mean? We both got them, so you cool. You know what I mean? You don't got it alone. I got them herpes with you. So, but to find that I'm talking to my other chick while I'm in jail, I'm still in a relationship with her, or me and her, she still support me. She still holding me down. That was enough for this chick to change her whole story and to completely do a 360 to that nigga R. Kelly, man. That's crazy, fam. Smash that like button, gang. Put some color in this chat, y'all.
But she wouldn't budge. When R. Kelly got arrested, she was right by his side. She was even doing interviews with Gayle King, defending R. Kelly, telling Gayle King that her family was only trying to extort R. Kelly for money.
Hold on. Tiffany said, yes, I've had him for 5 years. Salute, gang. Salute, Tiffany. Salute, gang. Skokahanas, what's good, gang? Tiffany, I'm not in it. Tiffany said, yes, I've had them for 5 years. Tiffany, yeah, see, now I feel like an asshole, gang. I mean, now I asked who got them herpes in this motherfucker, and she come with that shit, man. Now you make me feel like shit, man. I didn't expect nobody to really answer. A few people said they had herpes in the chat. Tiffany's even broke it down and said she's had it for 5 years. Now I feel like shit tonight. You feel me? Yeah, now I feel like shit, but I was just only asking because it came up in the story, gang. You know what I mean? Salute to Tiffany's. If you're being serious tonight, I don't know if you're trolling or not, but to whoever got them herpes in the chat tonight, whether you're trolling or not, man, you know what I mean? God bless you, goddammit. God bless you. Smash that like button, man.
Which is why they told the fans that like R. Kelly did all those things he did to her.
My parents knew where I have always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never. Skokahanas, is it your birthday for real? Let me know in the chat, gang. Is it your birthday for real, gang? Let me know if it's your birthday for real. Salute to everybody, goddamn good, man. Salute, gang. Happy birthday, Skokahanas. I think. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure. Somebody let me know in the chat, man. Smash that like button, gang. This is the girl right here that turned on him, man. This is gonna be a young lady that turned on R. Kelly right here, man. This was his girlfriend. Her parents are saying that R. Kelly has been messing with this young lady since she was like 16, 17 years old. At this point in time, in this Gayle Fields interview, in this Gayle King interview, she's saying that her parents are lying, that her parents are trying to extort R. Kelly. They scamming. They only putting out these fucked up stories about her and R. Kelly's relationship because they trying to get money off the nigga. But she's going to be the one who's going to end up getting them phone calls and all that information from Tasha K. They're going to turn on this nigga and take back everything she said. So remember, this interview right here, she's defending R. Kelly. But wait till y'all see what she say when she come back for her second interview. My niggas, hey, fellas, stay dangerous. Be careful, nigga. Stay dangerous. Smash that like button.
I've always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never thought you were missing, Azrael. They just were wondering if you were okay.
Well, my parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
You know what they say? They say that you were brainwashed. I talked to your dad last night. He says, my daughter is brainwashed, and he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago, and you wouldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar.
I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azrael, because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R. Kelly when she was 17. Is that true?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17.
Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take actual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait. Your parents encouraged you to do videos with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which...
Do y'all believe that, gang? Do y'all believe her now? Do y'all believe her then? When do y'all believe this interview she's saying now? Do y'all believe what she said in this interview? Or do you believe the story she turned around and told later on after finding out that R. Kelly was still involved with this other young lady? You know what I mean? How do y'all feel, gang? How do y'all feel, man? Because right here, she's saying her parents are fucking liars, man. They are the scam artists. They are lying. They even wanted me to do a sex tape with R. Kelly just so they could blackmail this nigga later on down the line, get some paper. Do y'all think she was lying? Do y'all think she was coerced by R. Kelly? Because later on, she's going to say she was. Smash that like button, man. These are both of our kids. Yeah, y'all remember when all this shit happened. Y'all. This is all old news right here. Y'all remember when this shit popped off. It's actually both of his girlfriends sitting here in this interview right here, man. Both of them are going off on their parents, and their parents are trying to get money out of R. Kelly.
Which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what she's saying.
Why
are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Young things.
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money, and
your parents. You're saying the same as saying.
Well, both of our parents are basically out here to trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, you know, with music or wherever it could be, and they're just very upset.
Do y'all believe these girls, man? I mean, think about it. Think about this shit back when they said this shit, man. What type of nigga is your daddy, man? I mean, this young lady right here, this is what makes you think she's lying right now. I see somebody chat to your dad. You mean to tell me, young lady, your dad asked for you to make a sex tape with a nigga and give it to them so they can put it out and blackmail this nigga? That means you got to watch your daughter get fucked. Yeah. What type of pervert shit is that, my nigga? Picture a man telling his daughter, hey, man, go black. Hey, look, like that. You 17, that nigga about 39, 40, that nigga about 43. I want you to go fuck the nigga on camera. Bring it back to me, and we're going to put it in the vault. And then, you know what I mean? Yeah, this nigga don't want to come off that paper. We're going to get that. That's some wild shit. Yeah, that's some wild shit. I mean, somebody said stepdad. Well, maybe he did. Yeah, if it's a stepdad, it's a go. Yeah. If it's a real dad these days, it could be a goddamn go. But do y'all believe her? Do y'all believe her when she's saying that right now? Because remember, later on, she comes back and changes her story. So I'm asking y'all, which story do y'all believe? Yeah, put that motherfucker in the vault. We're going to hold on to that motherfucker, man. If we can't get R. Kelly with it, we dropping that bitch on Pornhub, goddammit. But if it's a stepdad, then I believe it. You know what I mean? Stepdads are some sick-ass niggas. Ladies, watch who you bring around your motherfucking kids. Niggas will try to fuck your daughter. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm telling ladies right now, watch what niggas you bring around your kids. The niggas will try to fuck on your kids. Yeah, I mean, real shit. I'm being dead serious, man. Be careful with that kind of shit, man. I was looking at a story the other day, man. A dude kidnapped his, raped his stepdaughter, killed her, and hit her. But I was like, man, watch the nigga you bring around, man. Watch that nigga. Y'all smash the goddamn like button, gang. Smash that like button.
This is the first time hearing, to be honest with you, that you're.
Israel was holding it down. She was not giving up R. Kelly, but the feds knew she was a slam dunk case. They got records that her and R. Kelly met when she wasn't of age. They got records that R. Kelly gave her herpes. This was a slam dunk case. If they can get Israel's testimony on top of the records they have, R. Kelly is done. So the feds began to work on a plan to get her to flip. When R. Kelly went to jail, him and Jocelyn, after some time, the other girlfriend, they fell apart. Israel was the main girl, and she was under the perception that she was the only girl. Jocelyn moved out of R. Kelly's house. Israel was the only one in the house. She was under the perception that her and R. Kelly was now in a monogamous relationship.
So you hear that? So remember, it's two girlfriends during the interview, but now one girlfriend is thinking, you know what I mean? I'm gonna call them Sydney and Shireen. You know what I mean? One girl is thinking that he's done with the other. So now they're in a relationship. But later on, through this jail information that somebody put out, and a prison official put out, she gonna find out that's all a lie. R. Kelly been playing the shit out of her motherfucking ass, and it's time to flip the script on this nigga.
The feds knew this.
We'll call them
and the feds also had access to R. Kelly's jail records. So they knew that R. Kelly was cheating on Israel while in prison. But the feds can't just blast the records because they were hoping
you blast the records,
let her know R. Kelly is cheating on her. She becomes so hurt that now she wants to retaliate against R. Kelly. But the feds can't just take R. Kelly's paperwork and post it themselves. So the feds began to devise a plan with prison officials to where they can get the information that R. Kelly is cheating on Israel out to the public, so Israel can turn on R. Kelly. So federal correctional officers began to contact Tasha K. Now, Tasha K is my goat, so no Tasha K slander will be tolerated in the comment section.
Yeah,
y'all be
Tasha
kind.
K, man.
This is my goat.
Salute to Tasha K. That's a cutthroat bitch right there, man. But she do her motherfucking thing, man. When it comes to messy, she is the YouTube Wendy Williams, goddammit, and she don't give a fuck either. She gonna sip wine while putting your business all over the motherfucking street. She ain't going for the small fries either. She trying to really start some shit up. Yeah, Tasha K will break your ass up. Tasha K will get your ass a divorce. Smash that motherfucking like button, man. Salute to Tasha K, messy ass, man. She be doing her thing, though, man. She do her thing.
So federal correctional officers began to contact Tasha K, feeding her information about R. Kelly's jail records. They gave her emails. They gave her visitor logs. They gave Tasha K dozens and dozens and dozens of information regarding R. Kelly that are supposed to be unaccessible information. This is not information available to the public and would never be available to the public.
Him to get on live to say that Azrael is not right in R. Kelly, really? Really? Now, I gave him R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how he got R. Kelly's jail records. Ask him how I got the emails between Azrael and R. Kelly. So you mean to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about?
God damn.
I ain't got no beef with that.
Hey, never get into it with a chick that got a little cameo box, man. Word up. Yeah, word up. Never get into a chick, get into a woman that got a little boosie fade, man. I mean, a strong black woman with a little boosie fade, a little cameo cut, a little plate from Kid and Play, a little plate, man. They gonna talk that shit, my nigga. They gonna talk that shit.
Man at all, okay?
That's Tasha K letting Ezra Clary's father know that she got the jail records of Ezra Clary and R. Kelly emails. Now, Tasha K will go on her show and she would reveal the emails between the other girlfriend, Jocelyn, and R. Kelly.
I got some powerful information for y'all tonight regarding this, okay? You know, I got people up there in Cook County. Shout out to my Cook County winos. Okay, they work.
Look at that. Yeah, you can't get no information to no blogger. You can't get no information to no blogger. Yeah, she letting me know. I got the Cook County done sent me some shit. Somebody done sent some shit to me. God damn, man. This is fucked up on every level. Like the gas. I'm over here smoking, y'all. I know y'all smoking that bullshit tonight. I'm on this good shit tonight. Reggie too. I mean, straight Reggie, but it's a good Reggie. Yeah, this is some crazy shit, man. They played kills, man. They played him. Now, like I said, whether R. Kelly deserved this or not, due to the karma of him messing with young chicks and the history he had with these young girls and shit like that, yeah, karma spins the block in different ways. But this is fucked up, Tasha K. This is why Tasha K be always in some shit. This is why I getting sued all the goddamn time. I think she still owe Cardi B a bag. Smash that like button, man. Salute to Tasha K.
Okay.
Salute to Tasha
So
K.
remember I told y'all Azrael had left? She's gone. Azrael is with her pappy. She's with her daddy. Okay? Yes, Azrael is gone, but she's still not gone mentally. You know, when you're with somebody that long, she's with this man since she was, and now that he's gone away, you know, she has a lot more time to think. But the other one doesn't have a lot of time to think, because let me tell you, her and R. Kelly be in communication all day. Okay, now right now he ain't got no more minutes on his phone. He can't call her, so they, literally emailing and shit. So let me share some shit with you. Hold on. Okay, these are actual conversations between them. I'm not gonna put it up here because this is considered like somebody's private information or whatever. But my word, trust me. And let me tell you, for those of y'all, I honestly thought that R. Kelly could not read or write. But obviously he can't. Well, no, he can't really read because she's asking him. I'll read it to you. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Hold on real quick. Hit the wine glass if y'all having a good time.
So y'all mean to tell me R. Kelly can't read or write, man? Is that true or not? Did we hear R. Kelly ever say? I think he did say he couldn't really read that good, right? How the fuck can this nigga read music, man? He never learned how to read words. That's crazy. This nigga know how to play the piano and shit like that. He know how to write music and shit. How does this nigga know how to read music, but he can't read, you know what I mean? The motherfucking Cat in the Hat, green eggs and ham. I mean, the Three Bears. God damn, nigga, Swamp Thing. Nothing where the wild things are. I mean, god damn, smash that like button, my nigga. Smash that like button, goddamn it.
Hit the goddamn wine glass. I'm not going to read all of them to you because it's really hard to read R. Kelly's part. But let me show you what the dynamic is like and how he's talking to them. But like I said, they don't talk to each other, Joycelyn and Azrael. So for Azrael to find out that he was calling Joycelyn the same names, even though they call him daddy, both of them, but he doesn't talk. It's really up. Hold on. Okay. All right, so let me get my little glasses on. Hope y'all ready. Exclusive here on Unwind with Tasha K. Robert Sylvester Kelly, 11/11/2019, 7:34:29 p.m. wrote hi, but he spelled hi, H-A-I, How are you? Now he's typing.
So somebody said in the chat he just dyslexic. He can really. And to somebody in the chat that says, "Go, you read music by symbols." I understand that. I said, how did a nigga have time to really learn to read music so well and write music, but not ever learn how to read? But some people say he's just dyslexic. I don't believe R. Kelly lived the life he lived, made the money he made. He couldn't read shit. I'm just bullshit. I think R. Kelly can most definitely read a little bit, at least a little bit. Goddamn. They had to read something.
And then Joycelyn comes back and says, "Hey, Daddy, I'm doing good. I really need you to call me as soon as possible." He read that.
Oh, now Ezra, who had no intentions of testifying against R. Kelly or cooperating against R. Kelly, goes in a fit of rage as she hears R. Kelly calls his other woman the same nicknames that he calls her. R. Kelly is talking to this woman as if she's the main chick, as if Ezra means nothing to him. Now, Ezra is hearing all of this from the public. So the Fed's mission is complete. They was able to get that information out fast in a hurry, and they was able to enrage Israel. But I don't even think the Feds knew like the level of crash out that Ezra was going to do. So Ezra began to go in full crash out mode, bruh. Begin to become R. Kelly's biggest headache and biggest op. She contacted Gayle King back for a second interview to expose R.
Remember the first interview, she says that R. Kelly is innocent. Her parents are lying. That her parents even wanted her to film a sex tape so they could blackmail R. Kelly, extort R. Kelly for money. And now she's going back to Gayle King without, of course, the other girlfriend. They don't get along no more. You know what I mean? She thought she was the only one. She thought old girl was out the picture. She finds out she's not due to the information the jail releases to Tasha K. And now she's on a motherfucking mission to get R. Kelly the fuck up out of here. Nigga, y'all remember this story, guys? Y'all remember this? Look at her. She looked totally different than she did in the other interview. She's on a motherfucking mission now.
Kelly,
she was
and to retract all the nonsense she said in the first interview defending R. Kelly, she went on live crashing out, accusing the girlfriend of being involved with her when she was of an illegal age.
Here, take everything else. What's yours? What's yours? What you want to take? You can take all this shit for sweats. Here, I'm gonna help you out.
The other girl
he don't like that. He don't like men. You just told on your own boyfriend.
That's okay. Look, now that's the other chick. Remember, they was just getting along in the Gayle King interview earlier. Now here they are not getting along after she finds out that R. Kelly's still dealing with this chick when she thought she was the only one. Oh, shit is different now. Now this is the fight they had.
You just told on your own boyfriend.
Smash the like button.
That's disrespectful, Zell. You know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. This is his house. You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's a fire.
It's on. Hold on. Is it an actual view of the fight? This is the only angle of the fight I see right here. Is there a different angle of the fight somewhere online? Let me know. I'll go pull that bitch up, gang. Is there another angle of this fight? Because I see it from this angle right here. They arguing online, but I don't actually see the fight. Is there another angle of the fight?
Told on your own boyfriend.
You
just told on your own boyfriend. You like grown man in here. That's disrespectful, Zell. You know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. This is his house. You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's a fire.
We got action. Okay, so it's on.
Stop. Okay. Ladies. That's assault. Got it online. I know how to fight. It's nothing. Fighting at the Trump. Go ahead. That's assault.
Oh, Lord. The fans did a number, man. The fans got this chick so upset, man. She telling on everybody, bruh. Not only telling on R. Kelly, which if R. Kelly did these things, she should have told on him. Because you are nasty.
Jack Schmack. We know this is old Jack Schmack. We're building up to what's going on now, Jack Schmack. Remember, we're building up to what's going on. R. Kelly has a whole investigation, on the prison for what they did in this situation. They gave his phone calls and shit. To Tasha K, who gave him to his girl, which led to all this shit, which led to him being convicted, he feels like. So we leading our way up, gang. Y'all stay with us, gang. Stay with me.
But she's also telling on the girlfriend, saying, hey, bro, you was with me too. You was with me too when it wasn't legal. What you talking about? So
y'all hear that? She also accused that young lady, because they was in a threesome, right? R. Kelly was dating both of them, and now she's accusing the other young lady of saying, not only did R. Kelly fuck me when I was 17, but you did too. I was having sex with both of y'all when I was underage. So this girl that completely flipped. The interview she did with Gayle King, with old girl with her, that she that completely said she lied about all that shit. That's all out the window. Now she's saying, no, I was underage. My parents wasn't lying. And both of y'all was older than me sleeping with me. God damn. So y'all remember all this shit, gang. Y'all remember this. This is all old. Y'all remember this shit. Smash the like
She's
button.
telling on everybody. That's how upset she is because she found out this information. She even went on Gayle King and did a tell-all, retracting all the positive things she said about R. Kelly and about how her parents were lying or trying to extort R. Kelly. She walked it all back and told the real.
Really glad to see you again because I wasn't sure I'd ever get to talk to you again.
I'm very happy to be here and see you again as well.
It feels like a full circle moment to me. When we first met Azriel Clary in March of 2019, she had been living with R. Kelly for almost 5 years and was one of his fiercest supporters.
Because you guys don't know the truth. You guys are believing it's a facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money.
Clary and another woman, Joycelyn Savage, told us then that they were in a relationship with the embattled R&B singer. But Clary left the apartment she shared with Kelly in Chicago 7 months after our interview.
I was lost and I felt invisible, and you know, I gave someone that control over me to basically make me do whatever it was that they wanted me to do and act however they wanted me to act.
During R. Kelly's trial, she testified that he began her when she was just 18 years old. At the time of the interview with us, were you afraid when you were sitting there talking to us?
I was. He did his interview first.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
He came in and he told us to be angry and be upset, and she's gonna try to do this and you gonna.
Oh, he told you that?
Yes, and so we came in angry.
So he told you be angry?
Yes, and
She testified that around that same age that he gave her herpes without letting her know that he had it, which he was legally required to do. So she pretty much cooked R. Kelly on that stand, and we know the story, bruh. R. Kelly ultimately went to jail based off of her testimony, to be honest. R. Kelly is sitting...
How y'all feel about that, fellas? How y'all feel about that, man? How do y'all feel about that, gang? You know what I mean? To everybody in the chat, man, you know, you really can't trust nobody, man. You did to see this female, you know, support him 1 minute, and if it was true, then, you know, if it was true, I mean, in Texas, I think 17 is like, well, what is the age in Texas? You from Texas, how old you got to be? What is the legal age to be with an adult? I think it's like 17, maybe like 17. But wherever they were at, I mean, obviously you had to be 18. So at 17, it's crazy that, you know what I mean, he's being basically accused of being with a 17-year-old girl when, you know what I mean, I think that some niggas that might be normal. You know what I mean? There's some niggas that might be normal. You know what I mean? There's a few of you niggas in this chat right now fucking with some teenagers, man. You know what I mean? Not Scoto, not just say, don't put that on my back. I don't fuck with kids, man. I don't even want nothing to do with no chick in her 20s. Fuck all that. Yeah, man, fuck that, nigga. Hell nah, man. But kills had a thing for them young women, so you got to wonder, is this true? We've seen so many of the cases where R. Kelly was messing with young women, man. Look at the Leah situation, man. That's why it's hard to say this young lady is lying right now, because it's like, man, we know kills like them young, man. Kills like them young, man. You did kills like a chick who ain't got no purse with her, nigga. You know what I mean? You know when you bump into a young girl, she ain't got no goddamn purse, nigga. She got a fucking cell phone, her goddamn ID, and her goddamn, you know what I mean? Her ID is in her goddamn cell phone case. Yeah. She might got some car keys, but she ain't, man. Come on. Y'all know little girls when y'all see her, man. I ain't never met a chick and feel like, oh, she must be in her 20s to 30s. Hell no, that's a kid, nigga. Fuck no. She got on Hello Kitty pajamas. Hell no, nigga. Fuck that. Yeah, you niggas stop acting like y'all know them little girls, man. Little girls don't carry no goddamn purse, man. If she don't got a purse, nigga, don't fuck with it, nigga. If she got stickers on her phone and shit, nigga. Yeah, I mean, if her goddamn license or her ID is in the back of her goddamn, is in a clear goddamn phone case, and you can see her ID in the back of a phone case, nigga, walk away, fam. Walk away. Go that way, nigga. Go that way, fam. Go the other way, nigga. Leave these goddamn kids alone, man. But either way it goes, man. The crazy part about it is in life, though, and I want to address this, though, to everybody in the chat. 17 is legal age to consent. That's in some states, I'm guessing, Miss Black. But I do want to address this, though, man. The crazy part about life is that, you know, and this is no excuse for men at all, because if you are an older man, You have to walk away from a younger girl because we all know that young girls, 17, 16 years old, don't want shit to do with a nigga 16, 17 years old. And that's a problem as well. Young girls love older guys, whether they're in their 20s, 30s, 40s. I don't know if it's daddy issues because this young lady had a dad, somewhat of a father figure, I'm guessing, at the house. But young ladies have a thing for older guys. They don't want no young dude. You barely see a 17 or 18-year-old girl dating a 17 or 18-year-old dude. That shit really don't happen for real at all. You know what I mean? But that's no excuse for grown-ass men out there. Y'all have to be the adults, man. If you're 25 and she's 17 or 16, nigga, you better know better, fam. You better know she ain't going nowhere. Y'all get caught. Only your black ass going to jail. So you better smarten up, man. Yeah, if a young girl want to deal with you, she's 16 and you 35, man, you better, man, give her 2 years, nigga. Give her some time, fam. You know what I mean? Give her some time. Yeah, let a few birthdays go by, fam. Don't go tapping no kids, man. Because at the end of the day, nigga, you getting locked up. And that's what happened to R. Kelly, man. You feel me? Smash that motherfucking light button. Where the girls was younger, we seen where he was fucking with Aaliyah, man. Come on, gang. We can't deny that Aaliyah shit. So, I mean, when a female is young, they're going to like older guys. But older guys, it's your job to say, nah, my black ass going to jail. We get caught. Yeah, stay away from them young girls, my nigga. Stay away. Let a few birthdays go by.
That around that same age, that he gave her herpes without letting her know that he had it, which he was legally required to do. So she pretty much cooked R. Kelly on that stand, and we know the story, bruh. R. Kelly ultimately went to jail based off of her testimony, to be honest. R. Kelly is sitting back as this is playing out, as he gets found guilty, he's convicted, he goes to jail. He's sitting back like, yo, this is not fair. I was railroaded. How is this allowed? Y'all released my information to get her to turn on me. This is like witness tampering, right? It has to be. So R. Kelly went on Vlad TV and he broke down, yo, they're doing an investigation to locate who the BOP officers are, how they were able to access his information. And he will say, yo, what they uncovered is shocking. And that this was a conspiracy to get him in jail.
Back in 2019, while I was being held in the BOP at the MCC in Illinois, a BOP federal disciplinary hearing officer, which is like the judge in the Bureau of Prisons. She's a judge.
Vlad TV.
She was illegally accessing my federal restricted law enforcement information, my jail records, meaning my recorded phone calls and my emails. Not only did she, not only did the officer illegally access my restricted information, but she accessed it 153 different times during the course of 6 months while I was being detained here. This is all according to a search warrant. This is not me saying this. This is what the search warrant says that was executed on the BOP officer after she had done it.
Vlad TV.
This BOP officer, whom they are identifying as Officer 8 for the last 4 years, she was not arrested. She still hasn't been arrested, and we still don't even know who she is. She tore off every corner of each page where the dates and times would be, and illegally sent my jail records to her own personal Gmail account. This is all according to the search warrant. But she didn't stop there. BOP Officer A then gave
Vlad TV
that's 6 months worth of my federal restricted information to a female, famous female, and very influential YouTube blogger by the name of Tasha K.
God damn it.
Who not only illegally received my restricted federal law enforcement information, but the blogger Tasha K stated out of her own mouth on her Unwind with Tasha K YouTube blog that she shared that restricted information with my girlfriend at the time, who after seeing it,
Vlad TV.
who after seeing that information got very, very mad at me to the point she was scorned and became the government's main star witness.
Became the government's main star witness. Man. Remember, them herpes couldn't do it. Yeah, them herpes couldn't get her to turn the nigga, man. No matter what Kels did, them herpes couldn't do it. But when she thought that she had him to herself and she found out through jail calls, through information that was given from the jail to Tasha K, when she found that out, she couldn't take it no more, nigga. I'm done. I am fucking done. She got me. It must have been some shit in them phone calls. It must have been a lot of I love yous and shit. You know what I mean? I got a cell phone, baby. Send me them butt nakeds again. You know what I mean? Send me that video of you giving me that head. You know what I mean? I need that. Yeah, it must be a lot of lovey-dovey. I'm gonna marry you, baby. I ever get about this motherfucker, man. We getting married, girl. You know I love you, baby. We're gonna have some kids today. It must have been some real lovey-dovey shit being said, man. Some real lovey-dovey shit being said because she wasn't taking it, man. She was getting the fuck out of there. She had enough, man. Like I said, them herpes couldn't run her off. But her finding out that R. Kelly had been cheating while in jail, like, lady, do that. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's stop the fucking press, man. Stop the press, man. Let's get off the bullshit real quick. Ladies, do it really count? Can a nigga really cheat in jail? I mean, my dick is locked up. Is that really? Put it in the chat, y'all. Is it cheating if you're talking to another woman in jail? Yes or no, man? My dick is locked up, man. I'm not seeing this chick. If I do, it's on a visit from a goddamn iPad or a little visit through a glass screen. Come on, man. My dick is locked up, man. I'm not really. Is that cheating? Yes or no, gang? If you're talking to another female in jail, is that cheating? Come on, gang. Look at come on, yeah. Talk to me, chat. Is it cheating? Yes or no? If you are in jail, talking to another woman, is that cheating, gang? Your dick is locked up. You're not fucking her. You're not touching her. You're not hugging her. You're not creeping over to her crib. No shit like that. You're not doing nothing with her. Is that really cheating? Oh man, y'all saying yes. Oh man, only the ladies are saying yes, man. Only the ladies are saying. Remember this, gang, ladies. If we don't put our dick in her, that's not cheating. Yeah, remember that shit, man. First of all, black men don't cheat any goddamn way on this other way. You know what I mean? But yeah, if we don't stick our dick in her, if we were just talking, we were just conversating, that ain't cheating, man. You know what I mean? Now, ladies, if y'all do some shit like that, God damn it, we on your ass. You know, let us find out you've been talking to another nigga. Let us find out like that. Yeah, it's different when girls do it. I mean, yeah, you broke my heart, goddamn. I think because you always act like you the better one. In the relationship, ladies always act like y'all the honest. Y'all are better than us. Men are dogs. So we catch y'all doing that shit. That's why we on y'all ass so hard, because we thought you was better than us. Remember that, ladies. When a man get mad and catch you doing some shit, bitch, I thought you was better than me. Yeah, man, when you find out she ain't no better than you, oh, man, it's up, goddamn it is up. But fellas, if we don't put our dick in something, that's not cheating, goddamn it. If we don't get physical, it's not cheating, gang. Smash the like button, man. I'm just keeping it 1,000, gang. I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel in this chat tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'm just keeping it 1,000.
In my New York case,
somebody gotta say
against me.
Vlad TV.
Now,
get you a goddamn person.
Those federal restricted phone calls and emails contain 6 months worth of lovey-dovey conversations between me and my other girlfriend at the time. And their plan was to get the girl,
Vlad TV,
the girlfriend who Tasha K showed those conversations to, mad enough so they could turn her against me and have her say whatever they wanted her to say about me on the stand.
R. Kelly files an official lawsuit against the United States of America, the unknown BOP officer, because, here's the corrupt part. The prison and the government is still protecting the BOP officer. They're not revealing the identity of who handed over R. Kelly's information to Tasha K. And he's also suing the unknown John and Jane Doe BOP officers and also Tasha K. He's suing Tasha K. R. Kelly's rights was allegedly violated in 2019. It's been 6 years, and the government still hasn't turned over who the BOP officers were that accessed R. Kelly's record to give to Tasha K. How you know they in collusion,
they live in foul, man.
That's how you know this was the work of the government themselves, bro. Because why they protecting the officers? More times than not, bro, you fire those officers and you put them out to dry. Y'all broke the law. Y'all got to go to jail. But the officers, not only have they not been, suspended, apprehended, they haven't been arrested, investigate. Their names not even available yet. R. Kelly just requested, well, we'll get there shortly, okay? So what exactly is R. Kelly suing the government and Tasha K for? Let's go to the official lawsuit. R. Kelly would allege that the government permitted at least 60 correctional officers to make unauthorized access to R. Kelly's sensitive information on the TrueView system, resulting in the sharing or sale of this information to third parties, including media and witnesses in R. Kelly's criminal prosecution. Now, according to R. Kelly, August of 2022, they failed to prevent an unauthorized access by an unknown correctional officers to R. Kelly TrueView records, leading to the leak of trust fund information to a Washington Post journalist, which resulted in the DOJ confiscating over $25,000 from R. Kelly's prison trust account. As for Tasha K, he's just suing her for disseminating the information. Now, in a YouTube video titled R. Kelly Can't Trust His Girlfriends While Behind Bars, he would claim that Tasha K disclosed a private information call from R. Kelly's prison calls with Jane Doe and JS obtained from a phone tap somewhere without revealing the source. November 7th, 2019 to January 12th, 2020, apparently he would claim that Tasha K will publish his private information, including contents of prison phone calls, email communications, visitor logs, trust account information, literacy, medical issues, and romantic relationships on her YouTube channel and Instagram with over 1.1 million subscribers. Now, this is the part that really got him messed up and really got him convicted. He will claim that Tasha K provided the stolen information to Jane Doe, which is Azarel Clary, and her family members, rallying her followers to harass Kelly and influence witnesses in his EDNY criminal prosecution, interfering with his defense. Yeah, so he's claiming, that because they give this information to Azarel Clary and her family, that right there interfered with the witness. It witness tampered and got the witness to turn against me. And that led to me losing my case and interfered with my defense. This is highly illegal. Can y'all take action? Can I at least be let go on an appeal? So far, he's been unsuccessful in being let out. Here's the crazy part that's very suspicious. And here's where it starts getting
that should be the grounds for
the case is still going on. Like, R. Kelly, I think, will win this case hands down. Is not even close. The feds did some scandalous stuff, and they're going to pay for it, to be honest.
Real shit.
So the feds was just forced to grant access to R. Kelly to like over 13,000 records. The United States has produced more than 13,000 pages of records in response to R. Kelly's written discovery request. Now, here's where it starts to get really odd. Right after the feds were forced to hand over 13,000 pages of records in response to R. Kelly's discovery request, some strange dominoes start falling. You can make your decision. Is this a coincidence, or is this directly involved with some people about to lose their jobs and go to jail, so people is panicking? Days after R. Kelly received the 13,000 pages of records that will uncover the truth of exactly who plotted this and how they plotted it, days afterwards, when R. Kelly responded back to the status report, 2 inmates would be lured in by prison officials to conspire to murder R. Kelly. Now, when R. Kelly got wind of this, here's where it starts to get super sketchy. When R. Kelly got wind of this, him and his attorney, they filed a 20-page motion for emergency release. Say, hey, bro, we just got word these prison officials are trying to murder R. Kelly to stop this information from getting out. This information that's going to expose a lot of people, cause a lot of prison officials, approximately 60, to go to jail and get arrested because they committed crimes. This is a federal prison. They committed federal crimes. They're going to jail. So one of the 60 or multiple of the 60 or all 60 is luring inmates to murder R. Kelly so they don't get exposed. When they filed that motion, almost immediately, the government files a motion to seal the document so it don't get released to the public. What are they so afraid of? What is in that 20-page motion that they know is going to stir up the public? Man, look at corruption in plain sight. Look at this, people. For the reasons stated in the government's motion to strike defendants' emergency motion for temporary furlough, incorporated into this motion by reference, the government also moves to seal defendants' emergency motion for temporary furlough until such time as the court can rule on the government's motion to strike defendant's motion. Motion was obviously approved, right? We can't even see what is in that 20-page motion. It's been sealed. We can't look at it. But here's where it starts to get stranger. One of the attorneys who's been a part of this case, the assistant attorney general, he's been on this case since about 2019. The day after R. Kelly filed the motion accusing the prison officers of trying to have him murdered, once the 13,000 pages gets granted to R. Kelly, once people begin to realize, Yeah, like our corruption is gonna get exposed. It's not a if, it's when. It's getting exposed. All of a sudden, the attorney general resigns. He leaves. Motion to withdraw counsel was filed. Now,
hey, foul play, man. Flag on the play, man. Foul shit is going on, gang. You did. Foul shit is going on, man. They trying to railroad R. Kelly, man. Who thinks that R. Kelly deserves, you know what I mean, either a new trial, man, a goddamn appeal? Who thinks that R. Kelly deserves something, man? Some money? Who deserves it? You know what I mean, a lot of jobs need to be taken. A lot of motherfuckers should be fired. You can see clear as day it's foul play in the game, man. It is like they really railroaded R. Kelly when it comes to his trial. Now, I'm not saying R. Kelly is innocent of the charges, so him being in jail, that's his business. But as far as how they did it, I'm saying how they went about it. That's all I'm saying. It's how they went about it. I'm not saying R. Kelly is innocent. I'm not screaming free R. Kelly. None of that shit. I'm just saying the way they went about all this shit was real shady, man. Y'all, you know what I mean? And then to try to get the nigga killed, man. That's crazy work, man. Y'all light the gas up, man. Light that motherfucking gas up. Matter of fact, it's Thursday morning on you bitch ass nigga. Light the gas up, man.
it was filed by the Attorney General, the Andrew S. Botros. Now, apparently, this is the reason, okay? The undersigned assistant United States attorney who has appeared in this case is leaving the employment of the United States Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois. So he just up and left. He quit. When everything is unraveling, he just ups and quit. He said, hey, bro, I'm leaving. And his motion of withdrawal was granted, obviously, because he quit. Now, this could be innocent. This could be nothing. I'm just pointing out the things that concern me. But the rabbit hole don't stop here. It gets deeper and darker. And it's not looking good for the government. I'll be real, bro. It's looking terrible. And it's looking like they try to get that boy off. The two white supremacists who are apparently part of a white supremacist gang, their name is Mikhail Glenstein and David Keith Harris. Now, they both claim they were approached by prison
officials and instructed to kill Kelly. It says, let me see, one of the inmates, Stein, reportedly confessed the plot to Kelly earlier this year and had signed a sworn declaration admitting the scheme. Man, bro. God damn, bro. We ain't got two motherfucking crackers, man. Two motherfucking you know what I mean? Trailer park trash ass, Aryan Brotherhood ass white supremacists, man. Two bald head ass white boys, man. Then trying to get them to knock R. Kelly off, man. We would have seen R. Kelly came up, stabbed up in jail. You know, shit like that make you wonder about Tory Lanez, man. You did. This right here makes all of us worry about Tory Lanez. Like, what's going on, man? What's going on with these brothers in jail? It's a lot of dirty shit going on behind the scenes. This sounds like this. To be honest, guy, put a one in the chat. This sounds like the case of Tory Lanez, kind of. Not saying it is. Not saying, but you feel like it's more to that story. The guy says he thought Tory Lanez was gonna try to kill him just out of nowhere. Tory Lanez in there beating up no niggas, poking up nothing, doing. I don't think Tory Lanez is doing all that. Don't put a one in the chat if you feel like, nah, this sounds like some of the same shit Tory Lanez might be going through. It might be. It's a bigger person behind this shit. Yeah. It's more hands involved. This just was not some jail shit. It's more hands involved. This is the government. This is a higher power doing this shit. Smash that motherfucking like button. I see a lot of warns in that chat, man. Y'all feel like, so pay attention to Tory Lanez case more. This is the same shit going on.
Officials and instructed to kill R. Kelly. One of the inmates, Stein, reportedly confessed the plot to Kelly earlier this year and has signed a sworn declaration admitting the scheme. Stein claims he was promised an escape and freedom in exchange for carrying out the murder due to his terminal cancer diagnosis. So one of the corrupt correctional officers who know their time is coming, they try to play on the emotion and vulnerability of this dude and let him know, hey, bro, I'll help you escape, all right? I'll help you escape if you can, bro, get rid of R. Kelly for me. But Stein knew better because Stein has had a...
Now, when you hear shit like that, right? You hear about them saying they help an inmate escape if you just kill R. Kelly. You start thinking about everything. You start thinking about Antoine, Massey. You start thinking about Derrick Groves. You start looking at it. They're not even really looking for Groves no more. You know what I mean? Let me find out Groves and caught a body in that jail somewhere. You know what I mean? And they did something, my nigga, and they helped them get about that motherfucker. We didn't know them other 9 motherfuckers was going out behind you. But man, I feel like these jails, these county jails, these prisons, They corrupted, man. And in the future, we're going to see way more of this shit, gang. Yeah, we're going to see way more of this shit, man. I'm thinking about the Tory Lanez case when I hear this R. Kelly shit. I'm thinking about, you know what I mean, Derrick Groves and the New Orleans inmates that they escaped, like, oh, you know what I mean? Because we always feel like it's an inside job. It is connected. Now I believe Antoine Massey. Yeah, it's starting to look like these are a lot of inside jobs, man. Even when niggas escape. We heard the goddamn maintenance man go on record and say, man, Antoine Massey had a knife to, man. You know what I mean? We see what's going on with R. Kelly, y'all. Aryan Brotherhood, man. White supremacists. You know what I mean? We're promised freedom if you just kill brother love, man. Yeah, that nigga over there stepping in the name of love. Remember R. Kelly? We didn't see clips of R. Kelly in jail singing and shit. Man, kill that nigga, man. Get that nigga the fuck up out of here. He done opened up a huge investigation on all our ass, man. We need him to fuck up out of here. This is gonna make me go back and watch the show Oz, man. I'm telling y'all, I gotta go watch Oz after this, man. I'm gonna go pull up Oz again, man.
So Moultrie's relationship with BOP officers
like button,
for the
man.
latter part of like 30 years now. For as long as he's been locked up, it's been nothing but a battle with the BOP officers or correctional officers. So while he was serving a 16-year sentence for conspiracy to commit aggravated assault, he was in state prison in Arizona. He filed a pro se civil rights action in a federal district court alleging denial of access to the law library. This will be the first sense of corruption that Stein experienced when dealing with these correctional officers. So he filed a complaint against them. He filed it in district court. But the court was
one of the white supremacists.
Like, bro, you don't file this in district court. Like, you have to go through the jail, right? Like, there's this thing called the inmate grievance procedure where you have different remedies you have to go through. And then if the judge, you know, like deny it all, and then you can appeal. And eventually you get to district court. You just don't go to district court. You have to go through, you know, the Department of Corrections first. So Stein is like, hold on. No, I was told that I was kicked out of the inmate grievance procedure. I was told that I could no longer file. Now, the court is like, huh? That's not true. You haven't gone through nearly enough steps yet. He said, no. Me and my cellie was in our cell, and we got a letter under our cell letting me know that I was kicked out. The court is like, huh? What letter? Bring it to court. So he brings this letter to court that was from one of the correctional officers. It was a name that the court don't recognize, but the letter was essentially telling him, hey, we know you filed a complaint against these correctional officers, but you have to withdraw it from the Department of Corrections and file it with the district court because you have ran out of remedies. You have been kicked out of the inmate grievance procedure, and you have to take it a step up. The government was like, yo, this letter is from ADCO.
I don't trust shit no more, dog. Never did, motherfucker. They don't get it fucked up. This is just saying on the scope. I don't trust a motherfucking thing. But I don't trust shit no more, dog. The courts had no motherfucker. They had no idea what the fuck this guy was talking about. Like, what letter we send you, nigga? Yeah, that's some jail, goddamn. That's some correctional officers. That's some goddamn jail officials playing games in that motherfucker, man. Yeah, that's them playing games. You will not get your shit off on us. That's what they doing to R. Kelly right now. So he experienced some of the same shit that R. Kelly is kind of experiencing now. You will not get your shit off on us. You have been kicked out of the inmate grievance program. We don't want to hear shit from you, nigga. We don't give a fuck, nigga. And they don't. Whether it's the county jail, the prison, they don't give a fuck about you, man. You did. They don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell a quick story time with Skull, man. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. It was a dude in the county jail in Dallas with me, man. This dude had staph infection so bad, it was going from his hand to his goddamn elbow, man. And they would not, he kept putting kites in. For some reason, they would not take this dude to medical, take him to the clinic. They would not come get him for some reason. Nigga had staph infection. Y'all remember in the jails when that staph was going around real bad? I don't know if it's still in there or not. There was a lot of staph infections and shit, man. This dude told me and another inmate, we the only ones that knew. He said, look, man, when they do that final count time at night, I'm going to throw myself down these motherfucking stairs. We in North Tower. If you from Dallas and you've been to Loose Stair before, you know that North Tower got upstairs and downstairs. You know them goddamn stairs are metal, right? Metal ass stairs. Man, they did the final count time, man. This nigga just rolled himself from the very top to the bottom, fam. I mean, boom, 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 and just laid at the bottom like he was dead, my nigga. I'm up there dying, laughing, tears coming down my eyes and shit. Everybody looking at me like I'm fucked up. Yeah. Only me and another nigga knew what was going on. Everybody was looking at me like I was fucked up. I'm up there dying laughing. Oh, shit, this nigga here wild in a bitch, man. Oh, I'm like 17, 18. I'm dying laughing, my nigga. This nigga at the bottom like he dead and shit. Nigga, jail be fucked up, fam. You got to play chess in that motherfucker, fam. You got to do what you got to do, fam, because they will forget about your ass. They will do you dirty. You know what I mean? If you got any complaints against their ass, oh, nigga, you in some shit, fam. You fucked in there, bro. Smash that motherfucker. That's a true story. I told that story before a while back, gang. Real story. I watched a nigga throw himself down some metal stairs, fuck himself up, just to go to the clinic for the staph infection. Yeah, really. Hey, these are real stories from the cell with Just Under the Skull, gang. Smash that like button.
Named D. Nelson. There is no such employee called D. Nelson. And the letter purportedly from D. Nelson was a forgery. So they said, hold on. This is a forgery of a ADOC employee. This is a crime. So you let us know fast and hurry why we shouldn't charge you with contempt for providing us with this forged letter. And Stein is like, hold on. How did I go from filing a complaint against correctional officers to now I'm being held in contempt for receiving a letter under my cell telling me that I can no longer file my complaint with the Department of Corrections? So they said, yeah, let us know fast and hurry why we shouldn't charge you for contempt. So Stein's lawyer brought forth his cellmate who's seen somebody slide it under the cell. And they also brought forward a handwriting expert who testified and concluded that the question signature D. Nelson was not the true and natural handwriting of the author of the signature, and consequently, neither Stein nor any other individual could be conclusively identified as the author of the signature. At the very least, this would appear to be a hoax on Stein. It would appear to be that one of the correctional officers that he was filing a complaint on probably pulled a fast one on him. No big deal, right? No. Even though the handwriting expert testified that this isn't Stein's handwriting, this is not his signature, even though his cellmate testified, yo, this was slid under our door. I watched it get slid under the door.
Well, look, we all know mail don't get slid under the door, man. If you got mail, man, they gonna call you. Hey, man, mail call. I mean, they don't slide the nigga. The nigga in the middle of the night just chilling and shit. Nigga, just a letter come underneath the guy. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, somebody shot a letter underneath that motherfucker. Yeah, that was some bullshit, fam. He should have known the way he received that motherfucker. There's something ain't right about this. Smash that like button.
Still didn't matter.
Yeah, they gonna shoot that shit on the door.
The judge still found Stein guilty. The district judge found Stein guilty of contempt under 18 USC and sentenced him to 6 months imprisonment to be served consecutive to his state prison term. The judge found that Stein knew or had reasons to know that the inmate response letter purportedly signed by D. Nelson, however he obtained it, was fraudulent and did not serve to exhaust his administrative remedies. I ain't never heard of nothing. This is crazy. And ever since then, bro, Stein has been in jail since 1996. He doesn't get released until 2030. So he got about 4 years left, right? But ever since then, for the last 30 years, it's been nothing but complaint after complaint after complaint against the BOP correctional officers. And Stein would even write a grievance and sue them for trying to murder him. And I'll be real, when you hear the story of how they've been doing Stein in prison, yo, this is insane. This is insane level of corruption. It's like lawlessness. Once you hear the story of Stein and how they try to get him killed, you can now understand what R. Kelly is up against. In 1996, Mikkel Stein renounced his membership in his white supremacist gang because in 1996, that was the same year he began assisting law enforcement officers to lock up other members of that gang. So he began cooperating and snitching.
He turned rat, you know what I mean? See, he turned rat. So what does that mean, gang? What does that mean to chat, man? The Aryan Brotherhood, the white supremacists has turned rat. And what does that mean? They're supposed to protect him. You feel me? They supposed to protect him. He's now a rat. He's turned on the Aryan Brotherhood. He's turned on the white supremacists. He's turned on the woods. They call it in Texas. They said woods. Them wood ass white boys. That's some woods. He turned on it. They supposed to protect them. Let's see what go down, gang.
So he renounced the gang, so he don't get grouped with them when he goes to prison, right? When he gets housed, he don't want to be grouped with them, so he renounced them. However, here's where the BOP officers start playing a dirty game. He renounced his membership to this gang in 1996. In 2017, in retaliation for all the lawsuits and all the complaints against the correctional officers, they began to stamp him or validate him as a current and active gang member from that specific gang he snitched on. Stein were right. They validated me when they know I'm not a member of that particular gang, which is a well-planned plan to have me killed. No, this ensures that I'm kept indefinitely in the ADX Supermax at Florence, Colorado. The court should note that plaintiff's security/classification score is a low medium, but as a validated current gangbanger, I'm kept in Supermax. He continues to write, plaintiff will be kept indefinitely at the Supermax until either he completes his federal sentence in 2030 or until plaintiff dies. The Supermax ADX is an atypical and significant departure to ordinary prison, especially when plaintiff is in a facility that fits his classification score of 21, a low-medium FCI, of which the plaintiff will be placed in if not validated as current member of that particular gang, which allows plaintiff to work, take vocational trade training, to be out of his cell from 6 a.m. through 9 p.m., 7 days a week, contact visits, a bunch of perks. And he's claiming they're doing this because they don't want him to have those perks and they want him to suffer. Right? Now, he would also say, as a validated gangbanger, it retires that plaintiff remains indefinitely at the Supermax, which plaintiff remains in a cell approximately 8 to 10 feet that contains a shower, sink, toilet combination, cement stool, cement table, cement bed, which window faces a 25-foot wall, blocking a view, all visit behind glass, meals taken and called. So he's saying, hold on, man. Like, how is this fair? I'm being kept in my cell for 156 hours out of 168 hours because they're keeping this validation on me when they know I renounced this gang in 96. Why in 2025 am I still being validated?
And they breaking out this Daniel to show why this guy turned, man. You know what I mean? Why he basically kind of stepped up to the plate and kind of helped save R. Kelly life. They've been fucking him over too for the longest. You know what I mean? Smash that like button, gang. Salute to everybody in the building.
Super high-powered gangbanger on this gang that I told on. And now I have to stay in isolation because if I don't, I'm going to get killed. He will say that the correctional officers personally told him that we know you're not part of that gang. We just validated you so we can transport, recreate, and house you with other members from that gang. And that way, when they kill your sorry we're covered. We did not know his own people were going to kill him. This has been stated to plaintiff by numerous correctional officers stating, his prior lawsuits and grievances has pissed off the director, the regional director, and numerous other correctional officers. So they're just, trying to have him killed.
Yeah.
Right. So, and he will continue to say, plaintiff directs the court to Exhibit 3. The correctional officers December 12, 2014 request to transfer plaintiff to a now federal facility because plaintiff's safety is at jeopardy at the ADX. So he is actually explaining in detail how they're setting their plan in motion. They're setting their plan in direct motion. Those same correctional officers are telling the courts, Your Honor, he's not safe here. He done filed a lot of grievances, man. He's not safe. We don't have PC, right? We don't have a PC to house him, away from certain people. He has to be transferred, right? So these same people who try to get him to kill R. Kelly also try to kill him before. So he understands the plan they're trying to put in effect with him. So when he gets asked to help them kill R. Kelly, he's like, hold on, man. I know this game plan, bro. I'm not doing it at all. Now, he's already dying. So he sees exposing these BOP officers, exposing these correctional officers and the director. He sees this as essentially a dying wish. If he dies but gets to expose these people, he's happy because all these people have done is made his life.
Oh, his ass gonna come up dead a little quicker than what he thought. Right. His ass gonna come up dead a little quicker than what he thought. Goddamn, I wouldn't be surprised to hear about his ass passing away tomorrow. You know what I mean? They want this sickly motherfucker to kill R. Kelly. This is crazy, man. But due to him being, you know what I mean, screwed over, fucked over so many times by these same people, he wasn't going for it, man. You know what I mean? Fuck killing R. Kelly. Fuck y'all helping me escape or be free in my last dying days. Should have gave me freedom 20 years ago, motherfucker. Yeah, 10, 15 years ago. Fuck that, man. I'd rather go out exposed than you motherfuckers, man. That's what he said. I'd rather save R. Kelly life and go out exposing you motherfuckers. So even them motherfuckers are so dirty that even a white supremacist, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, did not take the fucking bait. You know what I mean? He didn't take the bait. He did not take the bait. He said, no, I'm going to turn down the deal of murdering a black man, R. Kelly. You know what I mean? It could have been a good head on the trophy on the wall. R. Kelly, you're a white supremacist, but he denounced the gang. He not like that no more. You know what I mean? He trying to live his life and die or get out that bitch, whatever was going on with him. But you know what I mean? He actually did not kill R. Kelly. Instead, he turned on them motherfuckers and said, nah, fam, I'd rather go out snitching on y'all. And remember, he's already a rat. He turned on the white supremacists, gave their ass up, so he already a rat. That's what they get for trusting his rat ass. Smash that like button, man.
Live in hell.
They get for trusting his rat ass. Smash the like button.
Has tormented this dude for 30 years. He done filed, I think, over like 30 grievances, bro. Like, I'm looking at the case files. Bro, he done filed at least like 30 lawsuits. Like, it's insane how much he has complained about these people, but nothing has been done for this dude. And he's still classified as, you know, as a white supremacist gangbanger, because even when they're talking about him in the articles, he's listed as a white supremacist gangbanger.
That's crazy.
This is insane.
He denounced the gang.
I'm going to continue to follow this case. But even based on the BOP officers giving out the information that led to R. Kelly's girlfriend turning on him, that's unconstitutional. R. Kelly is going to win this lawsuit, and they're doing everything in their power to stop him from exposing their names. He got access to those 13,000 records. He's now beginning to track it. He's going to find out who the 60 was that sold his information to Tasha K.
Hey,
alleges that the
shit getting crazy, man. Shit is getting crazy. Remember, even Tasha K don't really know who sent it to her. I don't believe she knows it all. I believe it was sent from just some kind of private Gmail or email or some shit like that. And she don't know, but they know for a fact that came from those only the prison get a hold of that. You know what I mean? Only a prison official, somebody that works within the jail could get their hands on that. So it looks like R. Kelly do got a good, you know what I mean, a good case on his hands, man. R. Kelly is most definitely gonna win this shit, but will R. Kelly be alive to tell the motherfucking story, man? You feel me? Will R. Kelly be alive to tell the story? Him and that white supremacist, they ass both turn up dead next week, man. Yeah, I mean, because if I'm prison, and I don't know, is R. Kelly, did they move his jails already, man? Let me know. I know he was in prison in North Carolina. Did they transfer R. Kelly somewhere else? I seen his attorney come forward and said they want him transferred ASAP. They wanted R. Kelly to fuck up out of there ASAP. Has R. Kelly been transferred somewhere else? You know what I mean? Everybody want him to fuck. If not, get him the fuck up out of there, man. Because they most definitely got a bag on your head, my nigga. They didn't offer somebody freedom to get your ass up out of here. You know what I mean? Luckily, the white supremacists denounced the gang years ago. He wasn't on that type of time no more. And on top of that, these same motherfuckers was trying to get him killed. So he blew the whistle, man. Just like he blew the whistle on the white supremacists years ago. So they knew he was the whistleblower. Yeah, they should have killed his ass when they had the chance that they was really about that gangster shit. They should have put the bag on his head, but they trying to get R. Kelly up out of here, man. Smash that goddamn like button, man. How do y'all feel about R. Kelly? We know R. Kelly is in jail on some wild ass charges. We know that R. Kelly most definitely was into young girls, pissed on a little teenager, I think he would be marry Aaliyah or some shit when she was like 15 or 16 and some shit like that. R. Kelly was a wild ass dude, man. And that shit ain't to be taken lightly. Yeah, that's some sick shit, my nigga. Let these girls grow up, y'all. It ain't most of you old ass niggas in this chat. Let them girls get older, man. Don't get when she turned 18. Nah, man. Leave them kids alone, my nigga. Because that's what got R. Kelly caught up, you know what I mean, all around. We really think about the R. Kelly case. The only thing people really knew about R. Kelly was all the rest of that shit we're not sure about, but everybody knew he's fucking with young girls. He most definitely got a thing for some kids. They say R. Kelly used to be up at the high school, nigga. Birdman, nigga. I'm talking about he's been at the Birdman hands and shit at the high school, nigga. They say R. Kelly looking for straight juniors and sophomores, my nigga. I'm looking for all the badass sophomores and all the badass juniors. They say R. Kelly was at the high school with the Birdman hands, my nigga. Yeah. You can't live like that, fam, because karma will spin the block on your motherfucking ass, dog. It is. So a lot of shit going on with you, man. It might have a lot to do with that, man. You know what I mean? I seen somebody in my chat say earlier, God gets the last word. That's so motherfucking true, man. It is. Toya said and got her pregnant. Yeah. Can't do that, bro. Can't do that, R. Kelly. So you want to feel sorry for this nigga R. Kelly. You know what I mean? Did he make some of the greatest R&B music of all time? Yes. Yes, he did. You know what I mean? He did. Even though Usher and Chris Brown is kind of starting to pass this nigga a little bit, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Kel's been gone for a while now, gang. I think Usher and Chris Brown is starting to pass this nigga. But at the end of the day, man, did he make some of the greatest music back then, gang? Most definitely, gang. Most definitely. Let me see. Funny y'all was just screaming a minor. Now y'all screaming free R. Kelly. Yeah, come on, gang. Yeah. Is there anybody in the chat screaming free Kells, man? King Mike Roy is on your ass, man. He's watching the chat. He said, if you're screaming free R. Kelly, man, you supporting fucking minors. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is Toy said, I will never say free him. Yeah. Some people ain't playing with that kind of shit, man. Like I said, that could be the karma, man. That could be the karma right there why shit ain't going right for R. Kelly. But it looks like with this, 1,300 pages of evidence he got against the goddamn prison officials, it looks like he might have a case here, gang. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get an appeal. I don't know if they're going to look at all this shit and fold it all out, drag Tasha K and that motherfucker, put this whole play together, figure out who the BOP officer is. I don't know, gang. But as of right now, R. Kelly life is on the line. He feel like, goddamn it. R. Kelly life is on the line. Smash that like button, man. Welcome back to Gotham City, my nigga. What the fuck? Yeah. Nigga in Gotham City, my nigga. God damn. Smash the like button, gang. Smash that motherfucking like button, man. I need like this gas up, though. I got like this gas back up. Where do I want to go, gang? Got to go visit the Diddy trial, man. Got to go visit the Diddy trial where I believe today, 50 Cent baby mom is still on the goddamn stand, man. How long they going to keep her motherfucking ass up here, I wonder? It is. And the girl is nasty, man. How many people in here been following the Diddy trial, man? Let me know in the chat, gang. How many people been following the Diddy trial? Do y'all feel like putting 50 Cent's baby mama on the stand was good for the prosecution, gang? Yes or no in the chat? Was this good for the prosecution? Was this a great move? We've been hearing a lot of stories. She's a little freakier than Cassie was. You know what I mean? A little freakier. Her stories, I feel like, make her sound more like a freak. We're hearing stories about Diddy being like a fucked up nigga. But, I mean, these stories, these stories most definitely been making, I don't know, gang. Is she helping, goddammit? Is she helping this shit, man? Skull Gang Toy, you say you've been following this shit. Do you feel like her testimony is helping the prosecution? Let me know in the chat, goddammit. Because every time I hear a story about it, every time I'm reading something, it's like I'm reading that, another woman that was with this shit, another chick who thought they were together, another woman that was disappointed, and you know what I mean, is only here because he really didn't want you like that. It sounds like, goddamn it, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Everybody y'all in the goddamn chat, man. Smash that like button, man. Toya said she feel like, yes, that her testimony is helping the goddamn prosecution, man. Let me see. Hold on. Let me drop something in the chat real quick, gang. Hold on, gang. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. Salute to everybody in the building. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hold on, gang. Hold on, man. Hold on. I want to talk about this Diddy situation, man. I want to speak on this Diddy situation. The link is in the chat too. Skull Gang Toy. If you got anything you want to pull up here and say, man, you can let me know, gang. I most definitely want to hear from you, gang. Yeah, I most definitely want to hear from you. If you're not at work right now, I know she be working and shit. If y'all don't know yet, Toy, she delivered pizzas at night and shit like that. She working for Pizza Hut right now and shit like that. You know what I mean? She dropping the motherfucking stuffed crust off all night. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she can come up here or not, gang. But let's get into some of this Diddy situation.
Hi, Maybe Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. Another day of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, and we have to warn you, some of what you will hear during this program may be disturbing. Combs' ex-girlfriend, who goes by the pseudonym Jane, returned to the stand for her second day of cross-examination. The defense showing Jane several messages of hers appearing to initiate sexual conversation. One message said, "What are you doing, baby? Horny for me." Jane also testified that she would buy matching shorts for Combs and the escorts to wear during hotel nights, as well as erection pills. And when asked about her birthday, Jane telling jurors that she was made to have sex with 3 escorts, testifying, quote, "I'm given my gift, I'm taking a pill, and awaiting an entertainer." Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison. And coming up, we'll get into the rap.
Let me see, Toy. You in the building, Toy? Lil Mama. You in the building, Lil Mama?
I'm here. Salute,
Shout
Toya.
out to my moderators. Shout out to my moderators. Little mama, talk to me, little mama. I would just ask, man, do you think that Jane Doe, you know what I mean? We do all believe and know that this is 50 Cent baby mama, right or wrong. Do y'all feel like her testimony is helping the prosecution? Or they put her on the stand. Is this helping or is this hurting them? How do you feel, little mama?
I think that they should have put her on the stand. She most so to me is helping the defense, because every time they question her, the ASA, I liked it. I wanted to do it again. But in my mind, I was telling him no, but to him, I'm telling him, yeah, I'm with the shit. So that's helping the defense, because you was going along for the ride. You pretty much saying that you was with him to get your rent paid.
Okay, $10,000. That's $10,000 a month. Skull Gang Toya, how do you feel, man? You know what I mean? Let me know. Little mama say she feel like it's helping the defense more. How do you feel, Skull Gang Toya?
I feel like she helping the defense because she's proven other parts of the case. Like, everybody gets stuck on the freak off aspect of it and then don't understand that Diddy was actually flying escorts out.
Hold on.
Yesterday,
Wait. So you mean you believe she's helping the prosecution?
she is helping the. Yeah, she helping the prosecution.
Yeah, you accidentally said defense on accident. I knew you accidentally.
Oh no, I thought you asked was she helping the prosecution.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. You accidentally said she's helping. I think she's helping the defense, but I know you mean she's helping the prosecution. She's doing what they put her up there for.
Yeah, she's doing exactly what they put her up there for. Like, I don't think the prosecution sees her as a victim, but more so your story corroborates our charges. Like, we're charging. I'm coming back. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in my friend's house. But I think her testimony is more so proving that he did do these things. And then yesterday in her testimony, not day 20? Day 20, yeah. She said it was times that I felt like I had to do this. Like, it was times that I felt like I had to do this. Like, I had to. Like,
but she's saying she felt she had to do it because she wanted to please her man. You know what I'm saying? She was not being forced. And by them saying, like, with the sex trafficking stuff, like I said before, that can happen to a common person. If me and you on vacation and we had sex, you saying I'm sex trafficking you?
No, he flew sex workers to Turks and Caicos.
Hold on, both of
y'all. Miami.
Look, what Toya is saying, little mama, is that no matter how you paint this, no matter how they break it down with the freak offs and whether she wanted it or not, the case is being proved that these goddamn escorts were trafficked. You know what I mean? And that's what they got them on trial for. So she's saying no matter what's going on, no matter how y'all look at it, no matter what the fuck what Jane Doe was saying about how she felt with Diddy, she's letting y'all know that there were sex traffickers being flown in and out that I was having sex with. So when it comes to sex trafficking, it sounds like they knocking the ball out the park a little bit. So
my thing is with that, they're charging him with sex trafficking the chicks, not so much as the escorts being, coming to a different destination to, have sex. That's my view of it. But the way that she's coming off, to me, if I was on the jury, that this was consent to you. I'm not even studying the sex workers, because in that case, then you charge them with selling their body. You giving all these people immunity. They put themselves out there to be sold.
But maybe in some cases, though, some of those sex workers have been charged, but this is not their trial. So when
you heard about them being charged, Toy, because I ain't heard about.
They haven't been charged in this case. They have been charged for being a sexual worker.
But they should be charged in this case too.
Okay, so the reason why we're not hearing about them in this case is because this is Diddy's case. This is his case. We're
the one man Rico.
Right. So, but what I'm saying to you,
this is not. Hold on. This is a like you just said. This is a one man Rico. This is his case. This is his charge and what he did as far as sex trafficking, coercion, and all that shit that they charging him with. This is what Diddy did. And yeah, they got different people testifying as victims, but the Jane Doe is not a victim. Her story corroborates what the prosecution is trying to prove that Diddy actually did. He did actually do this.
I agree with that. I'm not gonna lie to you, little mama. I agree with that right there. Like, I mean, because we being thrown off. You know what I mean? The public, the viewers are being kind of thrown off with what we're hearing, because all we keep thinking is, you know, did he force them to have sex or not? But they saying, hey, we're not trying to really prove that. We got them up there. We supposed to tell the stories about all these motherfucking freak offs and these sex offs, these hotel nights with these motherfucking escorts that was flown across state lines. That's all we need. I mean, to lock this nigga up. So,
Okay,
I mean,
but
everything in between is just some extra news.
But can I say this one thing though, Scope, before you whoever called in? Y'all got to look at it like this. You using a criminal against another criminal. So if I was to be charged, I say anything. Even though y'all got me on the flight, you got my actual flight from here to there, but still, I could still tell you anything. All these people are complicit in the situation. They got going on.
Little mama, you law enforcement. You know that's how the gang go. They use snitches all the time in trials, and they use street niggas all the time to put other street niggas away, right or wrong. Niggas, they know they're doing wrong.
And I understand that, but what I'm saying is how y'all charging the man and using these people against him, that's incorrect. Get them on what the fuck they supposed to be getting them on. Sex, to me, like I said, I don't see that as sex trafficking. And that's what they go use to convict him off of these girls' pain of him using them.
Look, I agree. And let me get to Hollywood tea, but I agree when you think about sex trafficking, I always thought sex trafficking was like dragging a woman across line against their will and shit like that, like kidnapping it. I didn't know it was just, you know what I mean, sex work, you know what I mean, prostitutes being flown over state lines. That's a crime, they say.
It's called the Mann Act, but the Mann Act wasn't even put into place for this. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so now you didn't get a law from 1920 on some shit with Al Capone in them. So now you finna use that against the Mann Act against them for sexual escapades that these was willing participants. It ain't like he just got a hook off the street and or kidnapped somebody and took her across state lines and he had sex with her. Everybody in this case is complicit. Everybody wanted to be there.
Okay, let me get to Hollywood tea. Hollywood tea, talk to me, gang.
Everybody got good points. Salute, Scope.
Gang, salute.
Okay, let me cook for just a minute. You know I ain't gonna be long. First of all, the jury has tapped out. They're tired of hearing about this shit. They're not as sophisticated as a lawyer or a legal They have tapped out of hearing all this foul shit. Second thing is Daphne Joy is a woman scorned like Azriel Clary.
Exactly.
She is a jealous-hearted, black-hearted, green-eyed, hating ass harlot. Okay, she getting up all her testimony is a confession of how much she's hurt, how much she's this, how much she's that. And yes, people are going to go to the base level of he didn't force her because she was talking to the sex workers and saying send me dick pics and do this for me and that for me, and nobody was holding her there. And she said she felt obligated to do it because she wanted to please her lover. All you had to do was say no and get a motherfucking job. The jury also sees that when she did decide to go get a motherfucking job, it was OnlyFans. Okay. Last and not least, this is bigger than Diddy coercion, Diddy racketeering, Diddy one-man sex trafficking. Diddy has to answer for his spiritual karma because Diddy is a horrible individual. If not just with this case, across the board, with all the things that have gone on all these years. So Diddy don't have to answer for it. And God actually saved his life by putting him in jail and giving him an opportunity to get clean.
Yeah, because he would have had a drug overdose.
And get his life together. And he'll get out, but he's going to do some time. It might not be a whole lot of time, but it's going to be some time because they wouldn't let him out on $50 million bail. They're not going to let him out scot-free. The last thing I want to add is this. Abercrombie Fitch, dude, literally hijacked young men and forced them to F them in the butt. He got $5 million bail.
Hold on, Hollywood T. Hold on, Hollywood T. You hold your ass on just a goddamn second. Nah, you hold on. Nah, you hold your ass on. Gay.
He got $5 million in bail, and they sitting up there talking about we need to assess if he's stable enough to stand trial. What type of shit is going on here in America? Okay,
anything to have the white man, because the white man definitely got secrets.
Can I tell y'all why though?
Hold on, go ahead, Toy. Talk to me, Toy.
The reason why though is because we, the black community, we push this shit. We seen Diddy on trial for this shit, and we've been talking about it every day since that lawsuit been out. When we heard about Abercrombie and Fitch and the other dude, We didn't give a fuck about that. Black media didn't give a fuck about that. We heard about it, we seen it, and guess what? We didn't share, we didn't like, we didn't retweet that shit. We didn't do none of that shit to make it a big movement that, hey, this nigga did this shit too. We don't do that. We are drag our own. Like, we are dragging the fuck out of Diddy for what he did. But we ain't really dragging the white dudes, and we never do. We the what's his name, Epstein. We heard about him.
Hold on, don't get it fucked up, Toy. Don't get it fucked up. It's free Diddy on my goddamn end, goddamn it. It's free this
Man,
nigga on my
I feel
end.
like he getting what his just due, man. You fucked over a lot of people, so you can't walk around in the world giving out bad energy and don't expect it to come back to you, man.
I agree.
That's really how I feel. Like, yeah, these women were consenting to these freak offs. They was doing all this shit, but when the feds came in with these charges and brought these women in there to tell their stories, yeah, it's a sympathy pool, but at the same time, nigga, your karma's spinning the block on your ass. That's just how. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because he don't have not one friend standing by him.
I agree. Look, he don't have in Hollywood. You're right. He don't got one friend standing by him. I do believe, like what Toya is saying, this is just bad energy you put out into the earth, my nigga. Yep. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's like when a nigga pimping, right? Be honest, y'all. We don't know too many pimps that go on to live a good life. Be honest, man. Every nigga I ever knew that was pimping and shit, I see them later on, they fucked up. Or I hear about them niggas being in prison or dead or on dope somewhere. When you live a certain kind of life, man, you know, it just
shit come back on you.
It come back on you, gang. So I understand exactly what all these young ladies are saying.
But,
you know what I mean?
But can I say this though, Sco?
Wait,
I understand what Toya and Hollywood T is saying. I'm not going against any of that because I'm with them on it. But my thing is, if you get me on the shit that I'm supposed to be got on, and if you miss your beat on that, you miss your beat. Catch me next time. I'm sorry to say that because the shit could happen to any one of us. You don't want to be sitting in jail for some shit, some bullshit, even though you know you did a lot of bullshit. And you know what I'm saying, in your past. I just say, get me on what you can get me on. I'd rather him had a damn overdose to do 15 to 30 years.
They get him though. Little mama, that's the thing about it is though. The sex trafficking laws are getting them. You know what I mean? They getting them. You know what I mean? That's like me. If I start flying girls out, paying for the pussy when they get here, and back home, they gonna hit me with sex trafficking and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
But not really though. That's what I'm saying. If you are consenting and you just say you go out of town with Queen 88 Sco and y'all get out,
pick somebody else. Pick somebody else. Pick somebody else.
But I'm just saying, just say you go out of town with your chicken, you hit, she come back with that, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody else say that you done took it from there. And you know damn well I ain't did none of that. That don't consider sex trafficking because we went out of town.
Well, the thing about it is that, you know what I mean, when they are advertised prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? Advertised dancers, and they get on the stand and tell their story about being flown out and being paid a certain wage every time they came.
So
It's now prostitution. It's now prostitution. You know what I mean? But look, mama, we just used to hearing about girls. I think that's what makes this case kind of different. We used to hearing about women being flown out. It's crazy to hear about these dudes. That's why everybody look like, what the fuck? It's a bunch of niggas being flown out.
But that's a humiliation ritual. Or that's Diddy's humiliation that he got to deal with. That's how they getting back at him. But even if you look at R. Kelly situation, they got Kells on the same thing. These chicks was his girlfriend. So you telling me that because we in New York and I have sex, I didn't kidnap you, I didn't pay you. You my girlfriend. So how is that sex trafficking?
Well, it's not about the
girlfriend. What's sex trafficking? R. Kelly didn't pay nobody to come in to have sex with old girl.
Let's stick to Diddy though.
No, but I'm saying but it's the same charge. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. It's the same charge, two different scenarios, but neither one of those scenarios really apply to what they charging him for.
They saying that those girls that R. Kelly messed with was underage, and he was taking them and having underage intercourse with these young girls. That's where his charge is.
I'm sorry.
Everybody mute up for me. Somebody got a crackle in this motherfucker. My shit crackle, snapping, and popping over here right now, gang.
I think it's me, Sco.
Well, just mute your mic. Just mute up a little bit. Let me see. What was I gonna say? A cash bag. You know, let me hear from a man, real. Let me hear from my Muslim brother. Cash bags. Do you feel like? I mean, have you? I'm sure you've been following what's going on with 50 Cent, baby mom, man. Salute to that nigga 50 Cent. Shout out to Curtis Jackson. What do you think, bro, about her testimony, man? Do you feel like it's hurting the prosecution or it's helping them? They brought her out here for a reason. Do you feel like they put her on the stand? Is it good or bad, bro?
Yo, salute, fam. Salute. Hey, look, you got the 93 Chicago Bulls on the lineup, man. We need Callie Dre up in here. You know what I'm saying? And that'll finish up the starting five. But anyway, look. Look, I just want to state this real quick, man. In the end of the day, let's start off with the jury pool. They're already trying to eliminate a black juror, out of the jury pool. You know what I'm saying? They're already playing unfair. If y'all don't, I mean, I'm sure you all know if you've been following up with it, right? You know that's
Juror
a
number
big no-no.
6.
Yes, I am.
Right?
I just
I
got
mean,
myself
like,
over here.
why are you going to eliminate a black peer out of the jury pool already? Because of what? Because of the way you don't think he's reacting to.
No, it was because Diddy was looking at him, nodding his head, staring him down. They had to stop court one day because Diddy was staring at the black dude, making eye contact, nodding with him. You know, that's the reason why jury number 6 is under.
They say Diddy is doing all this around the time where he think he's whooping ass. You know what I mean? They say every time Diddy think he got something good happening, every time they feel like, you know what I mean, he getting his way. You know what I mean? They do his team is doing their thing. They say he turn around making eye contact with this certain juror. Do y'all think that's a good enough reason to kick that juror out of there? You feel like, nah, that's Diddy. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I mean?
on Diddy.
But Diddy knows some of everybody. Or everybody know Diddy. So you know what I mean. So is that Toy? I want to ask Toy real quick. Toy, is that a threat to the jury? Can he tank the jury pool?
She's muted.
Toy over there, one of them goddamn Africans right now, man. Toes out, collar up, smash the light button, man. Yeah, Toy over there, one of them goddamn Africans. Let me see Hollywood T. Can you grab that for me, Hollywood T? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm right here. What I was gonna say is, whatever's going on with Diddy, he's gonna do some time. However, his defense is cold-blooded, and they have set up calls for appeal at least 3 times that I can count so far.
Yeah.
Now, as far as that juror poison the jury pool, the way they plan unfair, because the defense filed a motion for mistrial on legitimate reasons, 3 legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
And the judge just declined it and said, well, it was a long time ago, and maybe they didn't remember, maybe they got it confused. Okay.
Especially that balcony shit. That balcony shit.
You're gonna convict somebody on maybe a fucked up memory, but he got all Diddy shit got to be exact. So yeah, they got grounds for appeal on several things, but because of spiritual karmatic law, he has to go to jail. God is giving him an opportunity to repent and change his life. And I'm sorry to try to get all religious fied on here, but that's what's going on.
Nah,
that's
real.
That's real.
Hollywood
T.
I agree with you on that. I felt like that when I got locked up. 100%. I agree
karma, man. You know what you put out here into this earth, man. You know what I mean? Come on, y'all. You know, even if you feel like nobody knows about it, even if it's supposed to be a secret, you know, and God know what the fuck you been out here doing, man. Callie Dre, you in the building?
Callie Dre in the building, man. What's good with
y'all? Here go Pippin.
Now Toy ain't in here no more. Toy dropped down.
Toy come back.
Toy over on the African brother right now, man.
My nigga Cash Bag dropped the bat symbol, man. I had to pull up, man.
Let's go, my nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to me, Callie Dre. What is it looking like for Diddy right now, bro? You see, and Callie Dre, you know 50 Cent, baby mama on the stand, Callie Dre. So me and you look at this shit like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, the New York rapper, the New York rap scene, the New York mogul scene is looking real baby oily and real
come here with that East Coast West Coast
real
shit tonight.
slippery and slide
here with
right
that East
now,
Coast
man.
West Coast shit tonight, man. Don't do that, Callie Dre. Come here with that East Coast
You
West
know
Coast
what
shit.
it is, man. 50 Cent, P. Diddy sharing the same freak off chicks, nigga. Come on, bruh. That's a West Coast nigga. Come on, bruh. That joke writes itself, my nigga. So, hey, but no, some real shit though, bro. I think like y'all been saying, bro. I think they gonna get him on something, bro. They ain't let him out with 50 M's, so he gonna get caught up on something. The sex trafficking shit. I mean, he just a freak, nasty ass nigga, man. And sometimes you gonna cross some lines doing that, and you know, I mean, they probably ain't gonna give him a long time, but he gonna have to do something with a gang of probation, and hopefully, you know, like she said, it might have saved his life, bro. Like you never know. This nigga was going so hard, bro. Like this shit might have saved his life, huh?
Hold on, no, hold on, no. I caught you, nigga. Caught you. Hold on, now. Got you, nigga. Got you.
Gay.
Got you, nigga.
No
Nah,
Diddy,
nigga.
nigga.
Yeah, no Diddy.
Kelly Dre, can I ask you a question?
Oh, always.
Salute to you,
What?
my brother.
Salute.
And much love. Do you think that you see how Diddy was dealing with Gina and he was really dealing with Carisha? Carisha had something on him. He really was feeling her. But he had her doing all these crazy things and just giving her just enough to keep her on the line. Do you think he was literally smutting her out to get back at 50?
I do.
Yeah, I do. I do. You know,
I do too.
Diddy, from what I
Hold on.
understand.
Y'all think he was doing all this with this woman for what? Like how long was like 2 years? Y'all think he was doing all this to get back at 50? Y'all don't think maybe he just had a little thing for her? Y'all feel like nah, he had a thing for her and that was 50 girl? Because we know he fucked with pot girl too, right?
Yeah, you
Exactly.
did. Everybody,
But
girl.
she told him. She told him from off the rip that was his baby mama. That she was his baby mama, and she knew that they didn't get along.
Yeah, Diddy, from what I understand about him, man, I actually got a good relationship with Kurt Burrows, man, the nigga that was the president of Bad Boy Bus. So I chop it up with this fool a lot. But from what he tell me about his, Diddy and shit like that, he was that type of petty motherfucker, bro. Like he wanted to be like Pac, you know what I'm saying? He was like he wanted to be these niggas, like he wanted to embody these niggas, bro. And the fact that he couldn't pissed him off. So he like, yeah, what's the next best thing? Slut out his girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it was all
Let me
that, man. I
see.
think Cassie,
So Kelly
Hold
Drake.
on,
So
hold on, little mom. Hold on. Who is Audrey? Audrey, you in the building, Audrey? Hope I'm saying your name. Hope I'm saying your name right. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. Audrey, I hope I'm saying your name
Yeah, I'm
right.
here. Hello.
Audrey, what's good, Audrey? Talk to me about the
Hey.
Diddy situation, Audrey. How do you feel about it? Hold on, where are you calling in
Oh,
from?
how's it?
Where are you calling in from?
Florida. Florida.
Sko.
Florida.
Real talk. She crazy. I ain't gonna even play with you.
You know these girls?
No, for real.
oh
Yeah, from
shit.
the R. Kelly sector. She crazy. So
Hold
I'm
on. Let
telling
me
you
hear.
the
Okay,
truth.
okay.
Don't
Hold
talk
on.
to her.
Hold on. I let everybody
We
speak
got
over here.
superior here.
Okay.
I don't know her, so let me get to
She
know her. I
fin-
don't know her. Salute to Audra. I don't know her.
Yeah.
Audra,
Good
talk to
looking
me.
I'm
little
glad
mama.
someone knows me from, just coming up on panels commenting. I don't know who you are. I wish you had said who you are so I can
It's
know.
little mama. It's little mama, but you crazy
Little
for
mama,
real. But go
I've
ahead.
never
Go
talked
ahead.
to you
Let
on
them
the panel.
let them roast your ass. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. So as far as the Diddy trial, yeah, I may say some things you guys may not like because I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Everyone is different.
Okay.
But regarding the Diddy trial, um, I feel like, people aren't looking at what he's actually charged with, like the prostitution, the sex trafficking. They have to, the Mann Act, the debauchery, they have to prove each portion. So by her saying that she flew men in and she paid them for sex, even though they were flown in as dancers, right? So I think that we have to look at that, okay? But we also should look at the fact that these men, well, the one man that came, he said that Diddy was always masked. There was always a mask over his head.
Yeah.
Not one time did he see Diddy's face. The only thing was one time he saw Diddy's name on a screen because he's the guest
Well,
or the paying guest.
Audra, don't forget. Remember, Diddy switched from the mask to the fitted New York hat. I mean, I think he said after a while he kind of could see Diddy over there. I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
He
And
said
then he turned
he
into
saw
A-Rap
him
money.
without a shirt on, you know, but he didn't elaborate. And I think that's one of the things, some of the interviewers, some of the bigger channels should do is ask more pertinent questions, right? Didn't he go on one of the rappers channels? He's no longer a rapper now, but he's from New York. I can't think of his name.
Not Joe.
Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
man.
We talked the Punisher.
How y'all
Because
forget about Cameron?
The
yeah,
Punisher.
because my question would have been for the Punisher is how do you know it was Diddy? Someone's knocking at my door. How do you know it
Oh
was
Oh
shit.
Diddy?
hell no.
Oh shit.
Right? How do you
Might be the
know?
Punisher.
How do you know it was Diddy? And the other thing is for us as the audience, us watching this, hearing this, right? We need to know where's the proof? Where's the proof that Diddy even knew about this going on, right? What they say they have video, right? So, but they say Diddy was in another room watching all this take place. like on video. So why couldn't he watch this porn act from across the country or across the world?
Well, it sounded like to me they were saying his ass was in the corner right there watching, because the
Yeah,
Punisher
yeah,
even
yeah.
said Diddy was
Stroking off.
sneaking.
But
The
but
Punisher, remember, he spoke on Diddy sneaking into that kind of like easing in there, not being in there from the jump, but kind of easing in there throughout the act. You know what I mean? So,
but
and
what
remember,
I want everyone to
Audrey, don't
understand,
forget about the messages as well, Audrey. Remember, they have the messages with him
right?
and some of these young ladies going back and forth,
Talking
kind of about the
about the
hotel
Punisher
nights
and this, but how
and
do we
man,
know those messages are real? You see what I'm saying? And I'm coming from a perspective of someone that has been charged, who know about corruption, know what they do. They will actually change the
okay,
trial transcripts. They will change your 911 recording, videos. They will manipulate all of that.
okay,
So I think as we as a people, as African Americans, we know people that have been through the system, okay? But if you haven't been through it yourself, especially being innocent, going through something like this yourself, right? You're not going to know, because basically when I
Oh,
see
I was guilty. I already know that.
something
Go ahead.
that's going on, I'm breaking it down automatic. I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down. Like that don't make sense, right? That don't make.
right.
So for me, if they're saying, okay, he paid for these prostitutes, he's a billionaire. Why is he paying $500 for a male escort? 500. He's giving this girl 10,000 a month. They say he was giving young Miami.
Well, the Punisher said he was getting anywhere between 1,200 and 2,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I
2,000
mean,
is still not in my mind. I thought he was
Scope.
paying these people $6,000. So when I heard, I'm like, what?
Scope.
No.
hold
So
on,
Yeah.
Audrey,
So
hold
ask
on,
her
jump
what
in there.
she was charged for. How she know the system corrupt? Ask her what she was charged for.
okay, and you sound like you've been charged before. You sound like
No, no,
you
She
no,
was a
no,
cop.
no,
yeah,
no,
you're
no, no,
very
no. Tell
yeah.
your story,
Yeah,
Audrey.
you sound
Tell your
ghetto.
story.
So what happened to me was behind someone like you, a liar,
Like me, like her, little
okay?
mama.
Like her. Okay. So
Oh shit.
back to this. So when it comes to the whole situation of the prostitution, these women did not have Diddy 24/7. Was not his main chick, his only chick. They had him every other week, every other month. So how do we know they didn't pay for these men on their own? Come on now. You're urinating in someone's mouth. That's excrement. You're collecting STDs. You're telling Diddy my cycle. I'm going through. I forget what it's called, and I'm a woman, but it's a period where okay, I can have sex during this time and not get pregnant.
Ovulation.
What
There you
Yeah.
ovulation?
go.
So she's telling him all this, or I'm on my cycle. So okay, that's telling me okay, he don't like to have sex when she's on the cycle. So we have to listen to these things, and then we can kind of cipher through what is real, what is fake. Because if you look at it, this girl
Some people like
Jane
finger
Doe,
painting.
yeah, this girl
They
Jane
cleaned
Doe,
up
she
blood out
came
the
up down the
water. They didn't
stand.
care about
She
running
came up
red
down the
lights.
stand, and she sort of swept everything together. She sort of made the whole
Okay.
case.
Okay, Audrey.
You
Okay,
know what I'm
Audrey.
saying?
Audrey. Skull Gang Toy, jump in there. What are you saying, Skull Gang Toy? Jump in there.
He didn't give a fuck about running red lights. They had people testifying that they cleaned up blood off the walls and stuff. Like, and then he played the Punisher like 1,200. And then it was one dude. She said she paid him like they were paying with his money. Like he would drop it off to the security and then give it to him. In some ways, he knew what he was doing, like to cover his tracks.
But
But
hold on, Toya. Let me jump in real quick with you. Now, in the end of the day, he didn't meet these people off the street. These were
Hmm.
companies that he was soliciting, that were sending these individual and characters to him.
Craigslist,
You see what I'm saying?
And I'm
Craigslist,
sorry. Can I say one more
Yeah.
thing?
Right. Skull Gang Toy
Can I say
said,
one more thing?
hold on, gang,
I'm not saying.
hold on, gang, hold on. Skull Gang Toy is saying, these are independent sites like Craigslist and shit like that, where you go put up your own ad, and you know what I mean, you kind of do your own thing. You know what I mean, it's not really no company sending you out. These are just places you place ads at, and these are dancers. But we know when they got there, they testified that when they, at least the Punisher did, when they got there, it then turned into sex for sex for hire,
right?
prostitution.
Okay, but it
Uh-huh.
was a site that was, it was just like OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you were meeting up with the person.
Yeah,
that
but
you
for
were
sex
picking on the
trafficking,
computer.
cash bags, how the fuck does that help? Because I mean, remember these
But how?
guys are testifying, saying that
But
this
but
is
but
not just
Scope.
the girls; these are the men, the actual escorts
But
testifying
they
that
were
we were paid.
prostitutes then. Then those men, they were selling their body. They're the ones that were soliciting themselves,
But
and
you,
that
but cash
it's like
bags.
taking a
But
drug addict.
no. Chad, we keep doing that though,
See,
gang.
y'all missing the point.
Right, you're missing the point, bro. You
You
missing
missing the
it. It's the
point that
Rico.
yeah.
That shit don't matter to them. They not trying to look. The people that's coming on the stand, the escorts testifying, bro. They have been brought here to tear down, take down. It's
Yeah.
Operation Take Down Diddy.
Yeah. So that's what
it.
I'm saying. I'm not saying he did not do any of this. I'm saying we have to go by the evidence that's before us. And what's
Okay.
before us is they did not see Diddy's face. It doesn't make common sense. He's a
The
black
publisher
man, a
absolutely seen
mandingo.
Diddy's face.
I know
The
men that have extra women just so they don't masturbate, right? Men, come on now. Name
Who is this
one
lady?
African
Yeah,
American man
that's my
that
strategy.
masturbates.
She up here
Really.
with the big
So we
five.
gotta
She
start
rolling
using
with the
our
big
common
dogs
sense.
tonight.
Hold on, Audra. What did you say? You said ask one man what?
Yeah, ask one African American man that masturbates when he has a ton of women already, several baby mamas, girlfriends, men. Come on now. We got to start using our common sense.
You saying because the
Every
man has a
nigga
bunch of women?
masturbate, girl.
Right?
What
You saying because the nigga
Not
got a
if
bunch
they
of
don't
money, a
have
bunch of women?
to.
I don't
Not
know
if they don't have to.
Hold on, Audra. I'm gonna give you some quick game real quick.
Not if they don't have to.
Yeah,
That's a
look,
fact.
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
gonna give you some
They're
game.
trying to not use their common sense.
Look, some of these niggas are trying to create fantasies and shit that they can't just do on an everyday. So it
But
might.
that's what they're telling you.
With
There's
Diddy,
no
it might
proof of it.
have started off with a little bit of watching this and watching that, and the nigga said, "Nah, I'm gonna do this shit on my own. I want to watch my." I think Diddy done watched a lot of porn for show. The shit he pulling off. I for sure think Diddy was
That's
watching
what
a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to tell you.
porn.
If he's from an,
I ain't gonna lie, gang.
if he's watching it in another room on TV, that's porn.
Audrey, you have some very good points.
Porn isn't illegal. Paying for porn is not
one
illegal.
thing that stands out above all of that is this: none of the money changed from his hand directly to any one of them.
Exactly. True.
Okay.
So it's just
And there's
hearsay
no
and
paper
word of
trail,
mouth
no
on the
proof.
money payment, and that's critical.
Yeah.
That's
And so
critical.
we have to understand that it's up to these jurors, and we as normal people, we have to kind of put ourselves in their shoes, right? People want to say, no, I don't want to say if he's innocent or guilty, but you listen to what's going on. Just say what's coming out, you know? And if they can't prove it, they said they had all these videos when all of the videos they had came from Cassie. So that's really revenge porn. If Diddy's in it, you can say that's
Well,
revenge
look,
porn, but
look,
no
look,
one's
look.
saying anything about that.
Look, the 50 Cent girl, you know what I'm saying, is a she's just a cum dumpster, period. You know what I'm saying? She's just a
Well, a
slut, a
lot of
whore.
women are like her. A lot of women are just
She's
like these
something else.
women.
Nah.
And salute to those
That,
women. Salute
I
to
just said a
those
lot of
women.
women are like that.
you
I
see what
said
I'm
a lot
saying?
of chicks down for
She's
the
a
bust
money
out.
hungry chick.
Okay.
Salute to those women.
Okay.
We ain't gonna disrespect those women on my watch.
Hey, can I respond to the money
And
not
I know
leaving
women
his
like
hands?
her. I know women that have had 5 kids by age 21. You know, and I'm like, dang, don't
But
y'all know she's slow?
What did you
but
say, Toya?
Can I respond to the money not leaving his hands?
Go ahead, Toy. Talk to me, Toy. Go
See,
ahead.
in the court, in law, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So we
yeah,
know he
possession's
didn't.
9/10 of the law. You're right. Go
Hold
ahead.
on, hold on. We know he didn't give the money directly to them. But what we can prove is that he gave the money to somebody else to give to them. You get what I'm saying? Like there's witness testimony saying he gave this money to them and I gave it to them for this purpose. Even though we know he didn't give it to him directly, what we can prove is that he gave it to somebody
But
else
how can
to
you
give to them.
prove it that
But
you gave it to them? How can you?
But this is what we can say,
because
In a
that they're
financial
all
transaction,
hold
it
consensual.
on,
has to be a
hold
direct
on.
linear line of proof.
Okay, so what it is that
But
he
this used to
gave.
be my job. I know.
Okay, so what it is that he gave the money to the security, and there was a witness, which is allegedly 50 Cent's baby mama, that said he gave it to security, and I got it from security and gave it to this man for this purpose that we just participated in.
But how
So
does he know what even happened
Hold on.
with
So,
them?
Toy,
Hold on. Everybody, hold on. And we also got to go with the testimony from, or the story from goddamn the Punisher. Remember he said
Yeah,
one time
the
Diddy
sex
walked up.
workers are saying I received money.
He said Diddy walked up and slapped him with the money on his back. You know what I mean? When he was
He tipped him though.
he said
Nah,
they're
he
fucking it
threw that
down.
shit on him.
He said threw it on the bed and buy. He threw the money. He said
Yeah,
in the
he
payment.
tipped
So
him.
we do know about
That's
what
a
payment
tip.
coming directly out of Diddy's hands.
Yeah,
There's
he
one
excited.
payment.
But that don't mean that's like him making it rain on them. To
That's
me,
right.
they just
Okay.
using the law. They blowing the lines of the law to fit their narrative. That's it. That's all. In my opinion, that's what it come
Bingo,
down
little
to.
mama. You
But
you you
okay,
you hit it.
let me ask y'all
I agree
this.
to a
Let
certain
me
extent,
ask
little
y'all
mama.
this. Have y'all thought has it crossed any of your minds that maybe Cassie and this other girl got caught paying for male attention, paying these male escorts for in their own personal time? Come on,
Nah, Audrey, because what the
$10,000 house.
Audrey, the
No.
whole reason why we going through this case right now is because Cassie filed a civil suit. She came to Diddy with saying, "Hey, I'm about to put this book out. You can pay me this amount of money for the rights of the book so it don't get published." Diddy called her bluff and was like, "Bitch, you
Oh,
ain't
she
putting out
choked
no
on a
book."
strawberry.
Basically, I'm just putting it in my words how it
Right.
went. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
right. And they
But
looked at that
but Diddy
civil
was
suit.
like, "Bitch, you ain't putting out no book."
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, and dismissed that
Right.
hoe. And then the next thing you know, he got a civil suit with all these claims against him. And the
Right.
feds looked at the civil
Okay.
suit and
Got
said,
you.
"Hey,
But
we need to investigate this. We need to
and
do
that's
this.
what they
We need to."
did.
And
Yep.
that's what they did. You get what I'm
Right. And
saying?
let me finish.
Nobody,
They
nobody.
didn't
I
they
don't
didn't
think
find
Cassie.
anything on him. They found everything on these women. They're
That's
still
why everybody got
paying the
immunity.
men. Yeah, they're still paying for these males. These men, they're having sex with these men off, from away from Diddy. They because if a Fed's gonna bring a case against you, they usually gonna watch you for 6 months or whenever, right? They're gonna have all kind of pictures and photos. They ain't got nothing on Diddy. They have it all on these women.
But
They
hold
can
on. Let me
say,
let me
Do
say
yeah,
y'all agree,
something.
chat?
we're talking
Do y'all
about
agree,
just
chat?
Nah,
these
I don't agree with
nights.
that,
Do y'all
Audrey.
agree, chat? Do y'all agree that
He
maybe
never.
that they were watching them? Even though when it comes to building a RICO, we know how they will get down. We know how they will play. You know what I mean? That don't really mean shit when it comes to a RICO though, because that's how they build their evidence up and however they
Right.
can. You know what I mean?
So if
But
they caught you red-handed, y'all committing prostitution. Y'all and Cassie more than likely was still cheating on her husband. Come on.
Hey, Scope.
But the
They
thing
Check this
is,
caught
out,
him.
they
man.
not committing
He ain't.
prostitution because they're engaging in sexual acts with their lover
Right.
or
But
What
who
get
did you
they
this
say,
though.
presume
Cashback?
to
Why don't
be.
they tell us why they gave these people immunity and what acts that they commit? They can't say,
Because
oh,
they're
it's just this
witnesses, man.
act
They're using
in
them as
this case
witnesses.
that we're
Look,
giving them
he ain't
immunity
grabbed.
for.
He ain't grabbed. Look. Let me
well, we
just
heard
break
they
this
paid
down.
the escorts, and that's the biggest part is that they were the ones that actually, you know what I mean, did the money transaction with the escorts. I think that's gonna be the biggest part to it all when it comes to their role in any of
Right.
these
But
crimes. That's
but
gonna be
get
it.
this though.
Scope. He
Get this
never
though. If
grabbed a chick by
everybody
her
kept
throat.
quiet, they wouldn't have had no case. You see what I'm saying? So they had to have something to bring the case. So you're saying they
What
brought the
they
case
had was
because
Yeah,
they
that
wanted
was
Cassie's
to sue him?
Cassie.
lawsuit.
That was
Hold on,
Cassie's
one at a time,
That was
gang.
lawsuit.
One at a
Cassie's
time. One at a time.
lawsuit.
Yeah, Cassie law. Yeah. So
Right.
what they saying is it was Cassie's lawsuit
But
that actually put all the information.
right.
You know what I mean? That led them to all these different. You know what I mean?
But Cassie didn't want him locked up. They wanted
So
him locked up.
so
No,
so
Cassie, I believe that.
Cassie got what she
Now you
wanted.
right about that, Audrey. I don't believe that Cassie wanted him locked up. I just feel like she felt played
Not
and
yeah.
she wanted. I feel like I said this last night. I feel like a whole lot of jealousy and shit
Yeah,
played a part
Carissa was the
Yeah.
catalyst.
So
And
She
why
Carisha
so
was
why is
trolling
Cassie giving
set
her
it
her
off.
testimony then? Why
on
is
them
Cassie giving her
shows.
full
because she
Yeah.
ain't got
testimony?
no choice now, Sco. She got a subpoena to show up there.
But
You get
why
what
is
I'm
she
And
saying?
giving?
Like,
But why is she
she took
dropping all these gems?
immunity.
But
because they
why is
all
she
feel
Yeah.
like
dropping the
someone's
gems?
owed
because
to
Because
them.
they
if
was
you
If
That's
you
following
ain't
all.
locked
her.
up, how you gonna drop the
So now y'all
gems?
see how I'm thinking,
Because
They feel
right?
like
if
someone's
you
Critical
lie
owed.
on the
thinking.
stand, look, okay, when it
Yeah.
go to Cassie, when it come to Cassie
You got
and
the
what
civil
she's
suit.
saying on the
Yep.
stand, I don't think she necessarily want him to get locked up. But if you lie against your own civil suit, that's committing
There we
perjury
go.
on a
There we go.
federal
There
stand.
we go.
You can
There
get
we
in
go.
Right.
trouble. You
There we
get what
go.
I'm
Hey,
Nope.
saying?
She
And I
No,
fucking
it
up her
think
ain't.
that's
money.
Because
But
they
how
wanted
but
to know
no,
she was
hold
lying.
on.
Hold on,
They
one at a
had
time,
it.
gang.
Y'all should have
One
never
at a
Hold
been
time,
quiet.
gang.
on,
One at a
Audrey.
time, gang. One
Hold
at a
on,
time now. One at
Audrey.
a time. One at a time.
Toya. So Cassie's lawsuit didn't even go anywhere. They just just filed it. They hadn't even did anything with it.
Yep.
But Cassie's lawsuit was the catalyst of Diddy's downfall. That and Diageo. Them people, I don't think the feds was just sitting back watching them. They already knew because it was high people in high places playing Diddy game. So everybody already knew what was going on.
Right. I believe
So
We
that
can
too. Like,
say that. We
I,
can
like
say
I,
that
Hold
because
on. Wait a
there's
second.
always
rumors.
say, hold on. I always say that everybody, even me, I feel like I'm the brokest of the brokest people out here. I'm working every day. You know what I mean? But even me, I knew that Diddy parties was lit, and it was some weird freaky shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knew that. And if you was in attendance, lawyers, doctors, actors, all these celebrities, y'all knew
senators,
it was some shit
pastors,
going on. So Cassie's lawsuit, it was rumored at first, but Cassie's lawsuit was kind of like, oh yeah, this shit real. And now we got a reason to get your black ass.
Well,
Your
Right.
look.
black
But we can
ass been
all
running
you can
around
all
the
make
Can I
city.
say
lies
something real
on
quick, man?
somebody. Anybody can say anything.
Look. He never, out of all the shit he's done, whooped ass, slapped, kicked shit. Listen, he never grabbed a broad by her throat and put
Yep.
drugs in her mouth and said, "You better take this shit, bitch. If not, I'm gonna kill you." He never did that. He handed it to her.
Nah, he
He said,
just
"If you
kicked the
want it,
bitch down the
take it."
driveway. That's what he
And
did.
and even when I look at the hotel lobby thing or hallway thing,
The
she
hotel
didn't
footage.
have
Yeah.
no black eye. I've been locked up. I've seen those colored people, their eyes come out black,
But we
blue,
seen her get her ass kicked.
immediately.
We seen some
Yeah,
shit though. I mean, we
she
seen
got
some
didn't
shit.
think
popped.
he
Yeah,
was
I
Hold
mean,
on, let me
handcuffed,
tell
We
Zach.
y'all.
seen
he
some
was.
shit though.
If you
He
look
might
at
not have
him,
blacked her eye,
he
but
was
we
No
seen
halfway
pockets
out
though.
of it. He barely when he tried to kick her. I mean, it really, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no.
So you
She
said
never
that wasn't no real ass
described.
whooping. That what you seen way worse than that.
No,
That
it
wasn't
wasn't.
shit.
She
Not to
never.
me.
No,
She never
That was you
Look,
described
said
her
that was
sexual.
Audra said that ass whooping the hotel wasn't shit to her. Y'all knew
It
that
wasn't.
wasn't
Look, let
Yeah,
me
shit.
tell you this
she
That
though.
liked
nigga
that
I
said
shit.
that wasn't shit.
She
Scope,
liked
let me
that shit,
Yeah.
tell you.
Scope.
Look, I watched that hotel video, right? And if you really
Hmm.
trying to run away from a nigga, you not gonna get to the elevator and put your shit down, put your shoes
Hmm.
on. Never in that video did she press the down button for the elevator to even come
True.
in and get her. So
Yep.
to me, when I looked at the video over and over again, I kept seeing like a bitch trying to get a reaction out of her nigga. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
solely
Man,
on
Yep.
their side,
I've
It
been.
on
but when it comes
camera.
to the
Yep.
hold on, let me say, when I'm not solely on their side, but when it comes to the law aspect and what we listening to and what they charging him to, is he guilty? Yes. But
And she went and got that
when I
video.
see these people playing victim, like on certain, like Cassie, she did get her ass beat. I'm not gonna take that away from her. You know what I mean? But in certain instances, it looked like you was crying wolf. Even on that damn that
I'm.
video that we all seen, you left the hotel room walking. If you really trying to get
Hmm.
away, first of all, you ain't gonna be
Calling
walking.
911. Yeah.
You gonna
Hey.
be
And the part that did it for me was when he left and went back to the room with the baggage, and she stood there and put on lip gloss and shit like that.
Right.
She didn't try to
exactly like
run.
you
She
True.
didn't
standing there
leave.
putting
Hmm.
your shoes
Yeah,
on.
that's the part that really I
You
said,
kind
Cause
of
she
waiting
stole
hold
him
around
on.
for.
something from him with no phone, and that's
How
where
many?
his defense messed up at. He wanted that bag.
How many women out there like it rough? You know what I'm saying? There's been women out there that have been
What do
like,
you
Man,
mean,
"Yo,
I
Cass?
like
Scope."
it
Bag?
rough
No, no,
too, but I
What do
don't
you
Ladies,
like
mean,
it
let's
when
Cass?
a
go.
nigga
Let's
try
No,
to
no,
put
no,
the
no, no,
poll
no,
run
up.
no.
from a
No,
nigga.
no,
Put
no,
the
no, no,
poll
you're
no.
up,
taking
We're
it the
not doing
Scope.
wrong
that.
way
We're
now.
not
Put
doing
the
that.
poll
Taking
up,
it the
Scope.
point.
I'm not.
Hashtag, let me find out you
We're not
got
doing
them
that.
choking bitches out.
No, no, well, that's
No,
what I'm
no, no.
trying to get
He
to.
don't mean domestic
Put
violence.
that
He don't mean
poll up,
that.
Scope. Let's go.
This
What
nigga
what
Cass,
if it
bro. This
was
nigga
two
Kelly Dre,
kilos
goddamn
dope
freak
in that
bull, man.
bag?
Freak bull
What
Kelly
if
Dre,
he
man.
didn't want them to know that? You know what I'm saying?
So, Scope, have y'all heard about the Jeffrey Epstein, his second autopsy?
What?
So they saying that Jeffrey Epstein's second autopsy states that he didn't he didn't hang himself. It's no way. They said if he'd hung himself, the ligature marks would have been up toward his jaw, and they said a bone in his neck is cracked, and they wouldn't come from the sheet or whatever was tied around his neck. They say he was manually strangled.
Yeah, I
And
Little
if
believe
you
mama,
it.
look
Well,
at
And
he was
so,
hold on,
distracted
hold
because
on.
his bitch ass is alive.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, gang. Hold on, little mama. You just changed the topic on me like that?
no, I mean it's still the same thing with the sex thing. I was saying I was gonna say that they putting all these people behind bars that can expose people. So let me sit you down.
Okay.
If I don't make you go to Plant Max and sit in a cell for 23 hours out of day and make you lose your man with no contact, what's the best way that I could kill you? You know what I'm saying? To say that you died in prison. So now these secrets won't,
mm-hmm.
come to
Yep.
light.
Because he
True
had the
facts.
prints, all of them from
Or
England.
that they money will go back to the state
Yeah.
or the government or whoever else is in power
Okay, I
once
see what
they
you're
say
saying.
that you
I see
use
what you're
your
saying.
money
You're
to,
saying high
you
power.
know.
You said high power billionaires.
Right.
Thing is, what they thought, what the public thought they would have on Diddy, like videos inside of his house of people doing stuff. It was actually Epstein that had that. He had hidden cameras in rooms, bathrooms, because he had high profile people flying in. I'm talking about people
We
from
never
England.
heard nothing about that. Hey,
I'm talking about
and
people in
Andre is right. In this
parliament,
case, we never
people
heard nothing
in
about that. Never heard
government.
about celebrities and none of this shit like we thought we was gonna hear about. None of that
No,
shit.
that's why they. That's why they want to release
the freak off that nothing to do with celebrities whatsoever. We find that is Diddy and his chick and some freaky ass escort niggas popping.
Yeah, and I know that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
You see the government haven't released this files. Look how many people names and have power positions that are on that list.
And he blackmailed them. You got to understand, he was connected to the guy who helped with the stock market crash. They
Anyway,
were
listen, I'm just
partners,
gonna say
and
this.
he fell off early.
Hey,
I'm sorry, he got out of
Hold on. Let's not walk over
that
each other. Let's
partnership
not walk
before
over
it
each other.
crashed.
Let me see.
You-
Hold on,
you
Cash
having
Bag.
it.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Cash Bag. I want to get D Jones in here real quick. D Jones, what's good, bro?
D Jones.
Salute.
D Jones, you the building?
I'm just gonna call him Mr. Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Where is D Jones? You in the building, D Jones? We don't hear you, D Jones. Call back in, fam. D Jones, we don't hear you, bro.
We can't hear you.
We
Hey,
can't hear you, D
so
Jones.
may I say something?
Go ahead. Yeah, D
You
Jones,
know,
call back in, D Jones.
on the note of the feds being corrupt, as far as the Diddy evidence, as far as R. Kelly situation, as far as the other man that's saying they tried to kill him, I know somebody that worked for the feds, and they were in the pre-sentencing trial area, and they would from time to time throw monkey wrenches in the defendant's paperwork if they felt that they were being overly charged or excessively charged to other people of different skin color charged with the same thing. And if they had a defense attorney worth their salt, they put Easter eggs to the paperwork so that they could get an appeal or get their case thrown out.
And
I know
that's
somebody.
good for that person,
like,
Hollywood P. I said that's good for whoever that was doing that.
Yeah, wasn't that good of them? That was
That
so
was
good
good
of
of
them.
them.
Mm-hmm.
They must have been mothers.
Okay, hold on, gang. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, gang. Hold on. Toy, what you say? Go ahead, Toy. What you saying, Toy? Go ahead.
In the judicial system, period, Black people get treated the worst. We know this. You get what I'm saying? So us comparing them to what Diddy going through, this is historically,
Let's
like, you
go.
can look up the numbers and see
That's real.
people getting charged with the same crimes that are Black and white, and the white counterpart get less time than the Black person that has the same
That's
circumstance.
why that person I know
So
took that stand and tried to do what they could while they worked there, and they retired before they could get fired.
you get
Okay, salute, gang. Salute. So go finish up, Toy. D Jones, come after Toy. Go ahead, Toy.
So what I'm saying is that for us to play this like, oh, they doing this to Diddy, but they been doing it to your homeboy. Like, it's niggas in the hood that this shit been happening to. You know what I mean? So just because it's Diddy, I feel like, nigga, he did this shit. I don't give a fuck. But if we gonna go this hard to stop Diddy from getting charged wrongfully over his white counterpart, it's people in y'all communities that's getting charged wrongfully over their white counterpart. So I think we need to have the same
Man, you
Start
having
that
it
shit
or
tonight,
all the way
Toy.
around.
You start that shit tonight, Toy.
You having it
I'm gonna say smash that like
you
me.
make me look like a little boy. You know what I'm
Toy,
saying?
hold on.
He died in his bed with 5 chicks.
I agree. I hope that someone like Diddy would, when they get out, they will work on that, right? Because I always wondered why we can't
Oh, you
put
don't got no
together a
choice now.
team of attorneys.
Yeah.
Like, they have their what do you call it, the Innocence Project, and I forget the other one. But if you look at it, they mostly help people that are like LGBTQ and stuff like that. They don't really help us. And a lot of the cases where they done put us behind bars for a little bit of nothing, but they over sentence us, right? Those cases are typically open and shut, but no one can afford an attorney or they'll sign a plea deal. So this Diddy case and the R. Kelly cases, all these cases are very, very important because they can serve a precedent, right? And another thing too, I just want to add this last little bit because I got to go into R. Kelly, but you said earlier that R. Kelly married Aaliyah and that was him urinating on the girl on the tape. that was not R. Kelly urinating on Sparkle's niece.
Okay.
And R. Kelly never married Aaliyah. In fact, Aaliyah sued David Orr, Cook County Clerk of Course, and their Department of Health.
So that wasn't R. Kelly pissing on Sparkle, on Sparkle's niece. It wasn't R. Kelly in that video.
No, sir. And I can prove it to you.
No, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that.
I ain't gonna like.
It kind of look like Bobby Brown to me, bro. It kind of look like Bobby Brown to me. I'm gonna be real.
Okay. I'll give you something that's G-rated. Okay, at the beginning of that portion of the tape that Sparkle niece is on, the man hands her cash money on video, and it's wrinkled up like a dollar bill or something. Just cash money on video, but you can clearly see it's cash money. And then he goes off tape, looks at the camera to make sure he caught that in the frame, right? And then he goes back, and then that's when he proceeds to do, So who back in 1996 or 1998, who would want to film themselves paying someone cash money before having sex with him?
Audrey, you know they was in R. Kelly house, right?
Right, I was just about to say that. That was R. Kelly house. That might not have been Kel's, but that was damn sure his house, nigga.
Right.
With that waterfall and
have
shit.
been someone trying to
It was fuzzy
frame
by the
him.
time I got it.
Because if you think, I think the tape was made in 1996. I think the girl was 12. And I think Sparkle had the tape made. And I think that's why R. Kelly did her album in 98.
Okay.
Got her
What do you think R. Kelly didn't participate in the tape? Like,
not at all.
That's his house. That's his house.
That was his demeanor.
Right.
You didn't see his
So
body.
you don't
And I'm
think
gonna tell you
R.
why.
Kelly was the one that peed?
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay? Because number one, there's 3 different sex scenes on that tape. From 3 different years or 3 different time periods, because there's 3 different hairstyles. Okay, at least one of the hairstyles, one portion the man is bald, the other 2 the men have long hair. Okay, but and there's also 3 different sex.
How many times you didn't watch this damn tape?
Yeah. I shit. I ain't
Let
even
me
pay
finish.
attention.
There's 2 different sex styles. One man does not pull out, the other 2 does pull out. R. Kelly doesn't have any children out of wedlock. He had his children with one woman, Drea Kelly, and he courted her for at least 2 years before they got married. And then they waited another 2 years before they had their first child.
Well, nobody tried to pull up the tape because you'll be a pedophile if you do. So
and then
don't go back looking at this shit.
There's at least 2 different penis sizes.
Okay, hold on.
The man with
Diddy's go. Oh, you going way too deep though. You done watched this tape way too many times.
No, I mean, hold on.
But I'm a woman.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. We're going too deep. I want to stay on the Diddy trial. Let's go back to Diddy. I know you came here.
What else, go?
But I want to say one more thing, not pertaining to that though.
Hold on.
You been?
I'm gonna let you rock. I'm letting you rock. Hold on. Let me get to D Jones. I ain't heard from my nigga D Jones all night. D Jones, talk to me, fam.
I think the federal government kind of messed up on Diddy with the RICO, and here's why. I understand what they did with it. What's up, Toy? They wanted to hold him in confinement, right? So they knew that with very small circumstantial evidence, they wouldn't be able to hold him with going out of the country, et cetera, right? Because you have to have perimeters when you're federal government. It's not like a state where they can put you just automatically on an ankle monitor, right? With the feds, you have to have a perimeter to confine someone to either their property, their home, or to prison. But the most valued things is it would have been better if he took the money himself and just handed it to the escort, right? So what they're showing is that he was giving the money to multiple people within inside of a company. That's coercion. That becomes an enterprise, right? That becomes enterprising. Now, if I take a woman who's a prostitute, she could be a well-known prostitute, and I fly her all the way here to Thailand or anywhere I'm at, right? And she and I both say, hey, I'm not paying you for sex. I'm paying you for your time. The government, nobody can do nothing about that. But once that person agrees that, hey, he paid me for sex, we agreed on this amount of money, and he had sex with me, and I was paid, and I flew out. That's the Mann Act.
That's
okay,
trap.
That's what they're saying.
Salute
no
to you, bro.
Evidence
we got
of
your
it.
location. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Salute,
I ain't worried about that.
So if you were a juror, you would convict
him. You can come on.
based on what they've said. So you trust that they're telling you the truth?
I don't have to. So here's the thing.
The thing is that if you're a juror, you have to listen to the evidence and what the defense and the prosecutor and the judge is telling you. You can't just go off of what you think you know.
Yeah,
You have to go
exactly.
off of what they're
That's the
telling
word
you
thing.
and the
You have
evidence.
to. Yes, they do. They have to go off of what they think because it's their opinion if they
Their
believe
opinion off of
that the
what the
person is
evidence
telling
that
the truth or not.
So here's the most dangerous thing about a jury trial is that a long time ago when the federal government had a lot more money, if you notice, like back in the days when people went against the feds, they didn't win. Right now we're starting to see people win, right? Because to be honest with you, they don't have the resources to execute these long, lengthy investigations. So what they done is they made a new tactic, right? So the burden of proof don't have to be the burden of proof no more, because all I have to do is persuade these people who are the jury that you did it. I don't have to do
And
nothing
that's why
else.
it's going to be a grounds for an appeal because you cannot
Even with
you
a
cannot put all
federal
this
appeal,
emotionalism into
even with
this
a
juror's
why not? They
mind.
do it all the time. They've done it
Right, but
for
that's why he's going to win
years.
on appeal if he doesn't win.
I don't think he will
can
get
we
life.
listen to him finish his thought? He was
Yeah.
landing his plane.
I
We didn't get to
don't think
finish,
he.
Audrey. We gotta give him his respect and let him land his plane.
I don't think he'll get life, but what I do see is that by this Jane Doe getting on that stand, is that's enterprising, right? So that proves one act of their whole RICO, and that's all. And we know, just looking at the YSL thing, all they need to do is prove the burden of proof on one act, and you're done. They don't need to prove all the acts of a RICO. They just need to prove, especially the federal government. It's totally different. This is not, this is a one-man RICO case.
Let me ask D.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Hold on. D. Jones. Let me ask D. Jones. So D. Jones, we've seen in the YSL case, we've seen where towards the end of this thing, near the end of the trial, that they came with a plea deal for Thug. Do you think they will come at Diddy with a deal?
No, so the reason why they did that with the Thug trial, because they had so many different counterparts. Right, there were so many people involved in the RICO case. So the reason that they didn't, they gave everybody immunity to testify against Diddy, so they have one person to point. It's way easier to say, hey, for 10 people to point at this one guy than to have 10 people on. If they would have started bringing in staff and making them a part of the trial, it would have been hard to prove, right? Because this is a weak RICO. So if they just have one person to point at, right, then everything goes back to who? Diddy. So they just need one act.
Okay, I'll talk about
if those people are lying, like if they're caught, if each one of them are caught in at least one lie or it's found that they are what do you call it?
Perjury.
No, it's that's lying, caught in a lie. But if one of them is say a scorned witness.
Victim, right?
Yeah, scorned.
But you're looking at that from a public point of view, not from law.
But D. Jones, you know what I want to say to you real quick, G? That is a good point what you're talking about with the YSL RICO. The feds are not going to sit here and break down in the end. The feds don't do that. They go all the way. They're not going to sit here and say, all right, we'll give you this plea. They don't do pleas in the feds. You know that. I mean, like,
Correct.
I'm sure you would know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
so let me answer Hot Boy real quick. So I understand the law of what they have to prove, but what I'm saying is from a prosecutor's standpoint, right? When you have a jury in front of you and you can prove nothing in this RICO, then of course the jury is going to be like, nah. But if you're a prosecutor, you're a federal prosecutor, and you say, hey, I for sure know that he did this. Now these things,
because you weren't there.
The jury is going to 9 times out of 10 say, hey, the feds, that prosecutor did prove that he enterprised, so everything else must be true. It's humans, right? That's what they teach you, as being a lawyer or a prosecutor, right?
And
it's to use psychology, right?
In the court of public opinion, talking about baby oil this and freak offs that. Come on.
Well, they use the media that's what that's their game. That's the federal government's game. That's why they have money for propaganda. That's why they have money to do this and do this and do that.
Process, yeah. And that's another thing. See, with due process, he's not only supposed to have a bond. I mean, he's entitled to a bond. R. Kelly was entitled to a bond.
Correct.
Yeah, those are their rights.
When they played that surviving R. Kelly, number one, after they played that, there was no place in the entire world where R. Kelly could get a fair trial by an impartial judge and an impartial jury. But because he's Black,
But you got to understand the why do you think they have that lady with two balance beams? Man, justice is blind, and that's what it's supposed to be, and that's how they get your ass. So let me break this down to you real quick. For some reason, and this is a fact, for some reason and some reason only, I think that the jury pool of Diddy, for some reason, I feel like usually they're hard, you know what I mean, in New York. But this jury pool, I think, is more liberal, you know what I'm saying? And they're more his generation. And I think that he's going to be able to slide by because they're feeling him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they're going to side with the prosecution with the bullshit because of this bullshit that they keep on bringing in with all these emotional females crying on the stand, making it about themselves
And in
and
the
not making it about abusive relationship, saying
right
like, yo, he sat
emotionally.
here and whooped me, had me locked up in a room, he
But
wouldn't
that's
let me
part of
go.
that. That's part of the play. That's part of the play,
That's
Cash
part
man.
of it. Yeah,
That's part of it. And
But that's
Cash man,
grounds
that's
for
what they
guilt.
use.
Cash man, justice is most definitely not blind, my nigga.
It's grounds
Oh,
for
we know
guilt.
that,
There's
but
case
that's what
law
it's
on it.
supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
that bitch most definitely can see. She can see like a
Hey,
motherfucker.
can I say
So
something real quick, though?
Callie Drake, go ahead, Callie Drake.
All right, check it out. So I'm looking at Diddy charges right now, right? And you got a racketeering conspiracy, you got a sex trafficking, and you got a transportation to engage in prostitution.
Mhm.
So the transportation to engage in prostitution, they didn't already prove that. Let's be real. That carry a maximum of 10 years in prison. The sex trafficking and the racketeering to me are a little bit more complicated, but they kind of already got the sex trafficking, in my opinion,
Right.
because all that involves is the prostitutes and them paying
That's
for
it.
sex. Like
That's
he
it.
wasn't
He
paying for
just joined the
time.
escort.
He
That's what I'm
wasn't.
saying.
He didn't have a porn LLC. So that
Yep.
they kind of got him on that.
Hey, Callie Drake, we spoke on that, man. All he had to do was
Yeah,
get a porn LLC
come
for
on,
this shit.
bro.
That's
Come on.
it. Just get
And
a
it,
porn
That's
license. That was
simple.
but
it.
here's the thing though, the racketeering conspiracy, right? So I think people think that's a weak charge. I don't, bro, because he was the employer of a
Right.
couple of these chicks, bro, which you know what I'm saying creates that enterprise. He had the influence, he had the leverage. So from that standpoint, if they can prove those other two charges, that's why they're trying to wrap it up in that racketeering because you know what I'm saying
but
he
where's the
was the
proof
owner of the
though?
business.
Where's the proof?
Where's the proof of what?
Just because someone says it's true? See, that's why we have a jury.
Well, I mean, if multiple people say it's true, that lends to the credibility of it. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
and
Right.
And
that's where you were taught in school.
no, that's just what it is in law. You
Facts.
innocent until
That's what they say. Keep going.
proven guilty. So
Yeah, but
if
see,
you
some
have
of us
multiple
were
witnesses,
taught.
that leads to stronger proof.
No, some of us were
What do you
taught.
mean? No, that
Some of
yes.
us were taught that
That's what they used to go on before the
we need
iPhone.
to be able to remove the wool from our eyes. See past the smoke screen. Read
What's smoke
past through
screen?
the red
What do you
tape.
think is a smoke
Read
screen?
between the lines. Right.
What do you think is a
But
smoke screen?
what you believe is that if everybody's saying it, it must be true.
No,
Where
that's
there's
that's
smoke,
that's just
there
If
is
that's
everybody,
just
fire.
yeah, I
law.
do
It's just
believe
Christopher
that.
law.
If a
Columbus
lot of
sailed the
people say
ocean
the same
blue
shit
in
about you, it's probably
1492.
true. It's probably true. If
Christopher
a lot of people
Columbus
say the
sailed the
same shit
ocean
about
blue
you,
in
it's probably true.
1492. But that's your opinion. See, there's a thing,
No,
right?
that's
That's
not
called
an opinion.
popularity.
That's a fact based on the witnesses that were there. That's not an opinion.
Okay. Okay.
What's
Well,
her
I'm
name?
gonna tell you
Aubrey.
something, right, about me.
Aubrey. Do you know why?
Audra, I was lied on, right? I was lied on. And that person is very, very popular, right? They involve so many people. But I'm gonna tell you something about karma, right? Karma, when you're a good person,
Little
and
mama,
you were right.
you want it.
Y'all were right. The energy you put out,
You'll
the
listen
energy
to me
you're gonna
next
get
time.
back. So when you guys are on here saying these things, right, with no proof, what you're doing is spreading rumors.
I'm just
And
trying to
that
figure
stuff
out what
comes
you think is
back.
a smoke screen. What do you think is a smoke screen?
And
Everybody
who is
knows
this?
Diddy is a freak, nasty ass nigga.
Well,
And
first
Like,
off,
who is this very
what's the
popular?
dispute?
Hold on, okay.
there's
Who is
no
this very
physical
popular
evidence
person,
to back
Audra?
up what they're saying.
Audra, who is this very popular person that you don't want to speak on that?
No, it's not very popular. I'm using that as an example locally, right?
Okay. I thought you
You
meant a
know how
famous
people
person
go and
got you
talk
listening to.
about you to this person, that person. That's what I'm saying. That popularity, and then it could be too that I'm popular. So anyone following with that person, they went, oh great, I got something I could talk about Audrey because they hate me because you're jealous, right? So it's a lot of that
Yeah, you're gonna have
in rock
difference of
with it
opinion,
too.
Audrey. You know what I'm saying? But listen, in the end of the day, it is what it is. Look, I
That's
side
why
with
you
Diddy, and
have
I want to see
something
my man come out. I
right.
don't. I've never met him, But I
All
would
right.
rather see him beat the case than lose the case, just because he's a powerful black man, and I don't want to see him underground. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
Okay.
Man,
but
Because I've
fuck all,
been.
man,
you're
Hold on,
fuck
hold
all
on.
saying
All
that,
right,
that.
bro.
hold on, y'all.
Look,
Hey, hold on. Hey, salute everybody in the bit of game. Let me get to some of the content, gang. Let me see if let's look at a little bit of a couple of things that happened in court today, man, with Jane Doe, aka 50 baby mama, on the goddamn stand. Smash the like, but gang, mute up for me, gang. Mute
Rivalries
up.
that have come
Y'all mute up for me, gang. Mute up
Right.
for me. Mute up for me. Hold on.
into focus throughout this trial. Let's get right to the federal courthouse, though, in Manhattan, where this trial is taking place. ABC News chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky is there. And Aaron, court actually started a little later than usual today. What did we learn?
It did, and that was to accommodate the judge. But Eva, I think today really put into focus the tension that the defense is trying to show between coercion and consent. Because the defense brought Jane back to some of her testimony on direct examination when she said she felt used by Sean Combs or manipulated by Sean Combs, or when she felt disgusted or repulsed. And the jury showed her text messages after some of those episodes where she talked about how much she loved Sean Combs and loved the sexual chemistry between them, and other messages where she was arranging for some of the male escorts that she previously felt like she couldn't say no to. There was Jane being an active participant in some of the hotel nights, as she called them. And that tension, I think, lasted throughout the day's cross-examination, which was at times, Eva, a bit disjointed. Instead of long sequences of text messages the way Jane has been made to read on prior days, Tenny Garagos, the defense attorney, jumped around a bit, and it had the effect of failing to establish maybe a consistent narrative.
Jane pushed back at some point a bit about the defense's questioning again today. What was she being asked about? Any questions that seemed to surprise her?
Yesterday was about luxury handbags. Today was about high-end restaurants. And the defense had showed some restaurants that Jane suggested Combs take her to for her birthday. And she said this was because he had her holed up in a hotel in Miami, the Nobu Hotel in Miami Beach. Very nice. But it had a restaurant, and she was complaining that Combs never really took her out. And she suggested, what about Poppy's Steakhouse? What about Carbone? And Tenny Garagos asked her, Poppy's Steakhouse, a very nice high-end restaurant, isn't it? And Jane looked at her and said, I wouldn't know.
You mentioned this. Much of the day was spent reading these texts.
All right, yeah, well, he didn't want you, baby. You was meant for the freak offs, man. I hate to say that, ladies, but he didn't want this woman, man. You know what I mean? I think he put Cassie on his arm for a little armpit, little eye candy and shit like that, but they didn't get the Kim Porter treatment. They didn't get the baby mama's treatment. He didn't really want this woman, y'all. And that's what the defense is trying to show, is that, you know, he was paying you for this shit. It wasn't really love. This wasn't really, you know what I mean? It wasn't a real deal relationship. The nigga, even in your own testimony, is saying the nigga wouldn't take you no motherfucking where, but when it was time to fuck, you know what I mean? He hit you up and you was looking excited about it. You were talking excited about it, even after, you know, making statements about certain nights that were fucked up or times you didn't want to do it or you felt forced. After those dates, we would find other messages later on where you were saying you loved it. You loved the sex chemistry. I asked y'all earlier, is 50 Cent baby mama helping the prosecution? And I don't know, gang. I don't know. It doesn't really look like it, gang. Smash the like button. Salute to everybody.
Exchanges. Just talk us through some more of what was in those texts.
Many of them expressed her love for Sean Combs, expressed, you know, these really intense feelings for Sean Combs, the sexual energy that she felt, sometimes talking about hotel nights with male escorts that they particularly enjoyed together. And there were other messages where she actually relented and said she didn't want to have a hotel night for whatever reason. And in a few of the messages, the jury saw Sean Combs obliged. And the defense even pointed out this stretch of about 2 months in their relationship in the middle of 2023 when Jane testified they were together but did not have a hotel night with male escorts.
The defense at one point played a video for the jury today. What did that show?
It wasn't what it showed, it was what we all heard. And this apparently occurred when Jane was feeling depressed about the relationship and Sean Combs ended up making her feel better. Jane took a video with her phone that the jury could see. The rest of us could only hear it, and it was a bunch of like kissy face sounds from Sean Combs trying to comfort her and saying that they have to lift each other up, perhaps trying to show Combs in a kinder, gentler light than prosecutors have portrayed him as a sex trafficker and someone who led a criminal enterprise.
Aaron Kotursky for us there at the federal courthouse. Thank you, Aaron. Let's dig deeper into Jane's testimony. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buck.
I just want to say this, y'all. Diddy was a freaky ass player, man. You know what I mean? Like, Diddy had a couple chicks, man. You know what I mean? Diddy had chicks they treated one way, and I think he had chicks he treated another way. I told you, ladies in here, if a dude you think you serious with, if he ever told you, I want you to come over tonight, baby, I got 3 niggas, or I'm finna have line up and dick you down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be in the corner watching the whole time. I don't think you're gonna be marriage material. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. I know you're saying it particular to Diddy in this case, but we got to look at our environment. We have people out here that have 10 baby daddies, 10 baby mamas, 8 kids, 8 different baby daddies. So I think as a people, as a whole, we got to work on us. That's why we tear each other down, right?
Hold on, but why'd you throw up all the the chicks with all the kids and shit like that? Well, how does that compare to this?
I'm stating that Diddy, he's a product of that, right? Look where he come from. The dad sold dope, the mother, you know what I'm saying? We all got something in our background, but it stems from slavery. They had sex farms. There's a lot.
Man, this nigga's a freak bull. No, come on now.
I'm not saying.
Come on now, this nigga's a freak bull now.
Yeah, we ain't gonna blame slavery for this nigga lubing up with baby. That's what we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do.
I'm saying that's the history, right? I'm not saying he shouldn't be accountable for that, because there's a lot of people out here that should be accountable for their kids, ending up in prison and all this, in and out the system since age 8, but that all, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying as a whole, but I'm saying,
listen, this nigga's just a freaky ass, controlling ass motherfucker, bruh. It ain't nothing. It ain't got shit to do with slavery. It ain't got shit to do with nothing. He just a freaky ass, controlling ass, manipulative ass motherfucker, bruh. And he went too far, and that's what happens, bro.
And I'm gonna speak on that specifically.
Hold on, man. Let me get the content.
Manipulating someone.
Hold on. Let me finish playing some of the video game. Let's get into the ladies of today, gang.
Buckmeyer joins me now. I'm curious, what stood out to you today?
So, as Aaron pointed out, we saw a lot more text messages. In fact, I think the bedrock of the cross-examination from Tenny Garagos to Jane is just going over these text messages. But what stood out to me is some of the order of these text messages and what Tenny Garagos is trying to point out. Specifically about one situation where Jane had said that there was this hotel night on her birthday. After leaving the hotel night on her birthday, she said something to the effect of, just wanted to say I love and appreciated every detail you put together for my birthday. A few days or weeks later, she sees Sean Combs with another woman, and that's when another text message comes out, and she becomes very frustrated with what happened on her birthday, very angry, saying that she was used. Tenny Garagos tried to make that seem as if you're not frustrated and feeling used about the hotel night on your birthday, you're feeling frustrated and used because you saw another woman with Sean Combs after the fact, trying to plant the seeds of jealousy in this case.
At the start of the day, there was an issue with a juror. What was that? What happened today?
So the AUSA, Comey, came out and said that they have information that one of the jurors, a black male from the Bronx, lacked candor. And that's not necessarily lying or omitting information, but it's giving just enough information to kind of get by while omitting some very specific facts. And the judge says we're going to address that later. The defense pushed back and said this was a thinly veiled attack of trying to take out another black juror on the jury. And if the person is taken out, don't worry, it's not going to be a mistrial. More likely than not, you just take one of the alternates, they replace that individual, and you continue on with the case.
Aaron mentioned this heated exchange that happened on the stand today with Jane and the defense, talking about her birthday plans in these fancy restaurants. Talk us through what happened here.
Yeah, so Nobu, at least from my understanding, is still a very fancy restaurant. But don't forget, Nobu is also attached to a hotel. And I think the idea here, or the argument from the government and Jane, is that Sean Combs kept her inside of this hotel, didn't want her to go out or to be seen because, according to the government, she is being trafficked. But the defense instead kind of posited this other idea by asking about Poppy Steak and Carbone and saying that you wanted to go to these other places. You wanted to be shown off. You wanted to travel outside of the home and be shown with Sean Combs. And we have seen pictures of them them outside of hotels as well. And the pushback here was that you were jealous that you weren't going to other places. This wasn't about hotel nights, but this is about your jealousy and your frustration. Of course, we saw it play out of, Poppy Steak is a good restaurant in Miami, and Jane saying, I wouldn't know.
We heard about the handbags yesterday. Today, the defense attorney pointed out that Jane had been given this nice necklace for her birthday. What are they trying to do here?
So the idea is to try to show that she is kind of adorned with these great luxury items, whether it be jewelry or bags or going out to restaurants. But the issue seems to come up, as according to the defense is arguing, when she becomes jealous. Don't forget, the opening statement here for the defense is that this is about jealousy and lovers who are with Sean Combs consensually and then get mad after the fact, after hearing them he's with other women in this polyamorous relationship. But she did come and say this: I was given a gift, I'm take a pill, and I'm waiting an entertainer. One thing that Tenny Garagos pointed out is that she took a pill, then messaged one of the entertainers for 24 hours afterwards. And so the idea being here that that pill would have affected you during that hotel night. This is just something that you do with Sean Combs, taking pills.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about text messages because there was a lot of text messages shown in court today. Walk us through some of these exchanges.
So this is one that I mentioned earlier that really stood out to me. I just wanted to say I loved and appreciated every detail you put together for my birthday. Don't forget, this birthday is where Jane also says that she had a hotel night with 3 different men for hours on end. And so the defense is saying, okay, you had this experience. Why would you put this here? And for Jane, she was saying she's only talking specifically to the time that she had with Sean, not talking about the time she had with the other men, making that difference, but not articulating that here. And the defense is making the argument of, well, how do we know that? What you're saying shows one thing, and what you're saying on the stand says another thing. I can guarantee that the defense is going to make the argument of, you can't trust Jane because what she says one day changes on the next. Why would you trust what she says on the stand here today?
How do y'all feel about that, game? Do y'all feel like this woman was really upset about Diddy not spending that personal time with her? You know what I mean? Because it seemed like to me, like, when it came to the freak off, she was down, but she was expecting all she wanted in return was, of course, she want that paper. He's looking out for you, paying her bills, but she also want that personal time. She believes that they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and she believes they need to go out and hang out, and she want to be treated like a normal woman, and she thought by doing the freak offs was going to help, but now she's starting to see that, nah, he just treating me like a little hideaway freak off bitch. And do y'all think that's the reason why she's on the stand today? Because Diddy just never, ever gave her that real time or treated her like a real girlfriend?
And I'm surprised she never got pregnant.
She said
That's what I want to know.
She said on the stand like she was jealous of Carisha and that Diddy bought Carisha a Chanel bag or whatever the case may be, and her bag was only $1,500. So she was fucking for shoes, she was fucking for purses, she was fucking for rent money.
Let's go.
So she was with the shit.
Don't forget about the furniture, little mama.
And furniture. Because did y'all know that
they said she went down for that furniture. She went to war for that furniture.
But then just like when they was over her house doing the freak off and they got into it, whatever, and the door and stuff got broke. Diddy gave her $1,200. She gave the sex worker $3,000, and she pocketed the rest. She didn't even get the shit fixed. So what that tell you? You were brought out the money.
Man,
If you about to get custody of his son, because she admitting she did freak off in the house that they live in,
and she doing drugs.
Who think 50 Cent gonna get full custody of his son, man? Because 50 looking at this broad, he been looking at her like she crazy. 50 been letting her. Remember, 50 was warning us this was coming. Once her name was in the indictment, all that, 50 was letting us know, you dirty little sex worker. He was letting us know this was coming. He was already building his case up.
He better file. He better file for custody in California, because if he filed custody in New York, they fuck around and up his child support and let her have the damn baby.
Yeah, he might want to be quiet. Because he'll say it's because of you she needed the extra $10,000.
Nah, real shit.
And the text message, I think that's what the defense is trying to argue, that she's portraying one image, and then on the stand she's portraying another.
Brian Buckmeyer, thank you so much for being with us. We have heard allegations of domestic violence repeatedly during this trial, and his lawyers say Sean Combs admits there was domestic violence in some of his relationships, but say he wasn't involved in any sex trafficking. Now, Combs has denied all charges, but with all the talk of domestic violence, we wanted to bring in an expert, Beverly Gooden, and Beverly is not involved in this case, but she advocates against domestic violence and has even written a book on why people sometimes stay in abusive abusive relationships. Beverly, thank you so much.
I want to go here.
Today by the defense to break down the legal strategies we saw today. Brian Buckmeyer is back with us as the defense. Bernardo Villalona analyzing the prosecution. The defense, we got to talk about kind of how the day went. They had Jane reading a lot of text messages. I mean, hours and hours of reading these text messages. Brian, what was the point of all this?
So I think stylistically, maybe not the greatest way to do it, but I think yes, I know. I'm trying to be polite and nice here. But I think the ultimate goal here is to show that in close in time to these events, this is what she was thinking, this is what she was portraying, this is what Sean Combs heard. And now she's going to be on the stand, and we saw her on direct examination as well as cross-examination, trying to give color as to the explanation as, well, this is why I said it, or I'm hiding this idea, or I'm hiding this thought. I really felt this even though I said that. And I think ultimately it's going to come up to the jury to see, okay, do I believe her? Do I not believe her? And I think a good portion of them will believe her, but I also think a good portion of them will not. And for defense, that's at least a hung jury, and that's winning in some sense.
Bernardo, some of the texts, she was affectionate towards Combs, she's positive towards him. Does that hurt the prosecution's case?
So it's explained. It's explained in the sense that you already heard from Dr. Hughes, where she gave testimony, provided testimony as to a couple can be lovey-dovey. It's not to say that they're never on good terms, that the person doesn't love that person. However, it's that same love and that lovey-dovey that keeps that person coming back even after they've been abused a few times or multiple times. So also you have to remember the prosecution already got the text messages that they needed in terms of the ones that corroborate of her, the sex trafficking and engaging in these sexual acts and how she felt, but more importantly, how she told Combs multiple times that she no longer wanted to participate in these hotel nights. So now you have the tale of two cities, right? You have the defense with their hours and hours and hours and hours of text messages, and you have the text messages from the prosecution, but the prosecution was able to color those text messages with giving more insight as to what the relationship really was.
At one point today, Brian, Jane testified there was this 2-month stretch where there was no hotel nights. Why does that matter?
I think the defense is trying to make an argument, and I know Dr. Hughes and Bernard are going to push back on this, that there were times where if she said she didn't want to, he said you don't have to. And there are multiple times where an entertainer or a sex worker would show up and she says, I'm not feeling it. I'm not attracted to this person. They don't smell good. And Sean Combs, even though I think that the key word here was agitated, that he'd be agitated by it, he still provide the contraceptive. He still said, you don't have to sleep with this person. He said, okay, we don't have to do hotel nights for this time. And I think the argument here from the defense is, he's not coercing you. He's not forcing you.
But you had that one instance where she said, oh, I'm not attracted to this specific entertainer. But then he had another one. It was like on rotation. Hold up, I got another one for you. But who was the next one? The next one was Paul. The next one was Cabral. The people that she was close with, that she was attracted to it. And so I think, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm really presenting the defense's argument of, he understands his lady doesn't like one thing, even though he's trying to explore this in his sexuality. And he said, okay, if the issue is the person, I will find the person that you do like. But this is the problem that the defense is encountering with that, Eva, that sure, you're going after the sex trafficking and be like, well, I didn't want to do it with that escort or that entertainer. And Sean Combs was like, okay, I'll get you another one. While you're fighting the sex trafficking, by you bringing that testimony in, you're doing yourself in on the third count of the transportation to engage in prostitution, because there's no arguing or dispute that these entertainers were getting paid in exchange for sex.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the defense's argument of Sean Combs is merely inviting these entertainers or people from Cowboys for Angels or wherever it is just for their time, so you can hang out. That I think is a foregone conclusion in terms of that charge, but that is a sentence of up to 10 years. You eat the lesser charge to try to beat the higher one. It's what we do as attorneys all the time.
Some of the details that we were hearing today, though, Bernard, I have to ask you about this, buying matching shorts for...
Oh my God. There was some smirks in the courtroom because when yes, that's exactly what I did. Yes.
Drinking your water over there.
Yes. Eva, we looked at each other in the courtroom when we heard that, because that was something that none of us had heard before, not in opening statements or not through the testimony of Cassie. So yes. So Jane stated that when she would go to the lingerie store, the sex store, that she came up with the idea of buying matching shorts, one for Sean Combs and one for the entertainer. Because she said that sometimes when the entertainers would come, they would come with a different type of shorts and it wasn't attractive to her. So she thought she would speed up the process of ending this sex night, this hotel night, if she provided clothing, these new shorts, that will attract her more and make time go by faster to get to the
That's the most bullshit I ever heard, sister. That's the most bullshit I ever heard. She was excited for these sex nights, man. You did when she was spending time with Diddy, it didn't matter what the time was. She just wanted to be with him, whether it was at a steakhouse, a freak off, but she really wanted that private time. She wanted that boyfriend, girlfriend time. But when she would do the freak off, she was excited, man. She wanted to do this shit, man. She was a freak too, man. She buying matching goddamn draws. Hold on, ain't no motherfucking way, goddamn, man. Hold on, ain't no way that shit get through there, gang. Hold on, ain't no motherfucking gay. She buying matching draws for these niggas. Talking about she just wanted to get through the night, baby. It sounds like to me you're all into this shit. It sounds like to me when you don't get your way with him, you threaten to stop doing these goddamn hotel nights. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with what it is, gang. Do I feel sorry for this woman? Yeah, I do, because we know from what it seemed like, she wanted more. But he looked at it like, baby, I'm paying your bills. I'm throwing you some bread. I'm basically paying for these freak offs. I don't want to be with you like that. He ain't coming out telling her that. He most definitely manipulating her and running game on her, keep her around. You know what I mean? Yeah, might game her up a little bit every now and then. But he wanted her specifically for freak offs and hotel nights, man. He didn't already watch about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 niggas fuck you down. This is it for us, really. This is it. Yeah, it will never go. This ceiling will never go any higher. And I think she just didn't understand that. And she, you know what I mean? When she didn't get her way, she would threaten to take the thing away that she know for a fact he would want her to do. He might not want to take her out no damn where. Don't want to be seen with the bitch. He knew that was 50 Cent girl. He knew that. So he was seen with every now and then. He wanted 50 to know he was hitting her. But that's all he wanted, man. She was a freak off girl. She was down for the freak off. That's 50 Cent baby mama. Man, let's kill two birds with one stone, goddamn it. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the goddamn building, man. And salute to everybody hit the goddamn hit the goddamn, hold on, gang. What the fuck am I doing? Salute to everybody hit that goddamn chat tonight, man. I'm in the panel tonight. Let me see. Hold on. I see somebody put something in my chat, gang. Salute, gang. She was trying to downplay it all for 50. I mean, at this point, I don't know if 50 ain't kicking in no bread. We know 50 hard on a baby mama, man. 50 is hard on a baby mama. He don't give a fuck. He threw a cocktail through one of his baby mama windows. So I don't know why 50 wasn't giving her no money no more. Maybe when 50 got wind that she was fucking with Diddy or hanging around Diddy or, you know what I mean, running back to Diddy, maybe he stopped fucking with her, man. You know what I mean? Because ladies, once we find out you fucking a new nigga, we ain't got to help you with no bills no more. Remember that. If we was together and we got a kid, you know what I mean, and I was paying your bills, once another nigga start digging you down, those are now his responsibilities. I can pick my kid up. I will buy my kids clothes and shoes and everything they want for what they need. But as far as your mortgage and your car note and all your insurance, nah. Let your new Superman take care of that shit. Yeah. Ain't no nigga finna dick you down in no crib. I'm paying for it. Yeah. Once the nigga get the dicking you down, that's a wrap. Yeah. But should 50 get custody now, gang? I mean, I don't know if this is grounds for him to get custody. This is all shit in the past. I mean, I don't know, gang. Will 50 try to get custody? Of course, because that nigga is embarrassed in the motherfucker right now. Diddy has always been one of his biggest motherfucking ops in the business, and now we're hearing all this shit. He was just slutting your chick out. That is crazy, man. That's crazy, man. But 50 been knowing this shit was going on the whole time. 50 done heard rumors and shit. 50 done showed up over there. You know what I mean? She ain't home. I mean, his son there with the nanny again. Find out she in Miami with Diddy and she knew something was going. 50, oh, okay, bitch. Okay, all right. You know what I mean? So yeah, smash that like button, man. And then he took 50 BM after he tried to take him shopping. I think I just wanted to buy him some clothes, my nigga. Smash that like button, man. Salute to everybody in the building, gang. I think the Diddy trial is moving forward, man. Do they have probable cause on Diddy with a lot of these cases, man? I feel like with the sex trafficking, they most definitely proven it. I feel like when it comes to the coercion and the racketeering and shit, I gotta hear more, gang. I gotta hear more. But when it comes to these females, man, they sound like some girls that just didn't get what they want from this man, so they most definitely flipped on this nigga. This is a money grab when it comes to some of these chicks. Some of them, you know what I mean? I heard he's still paying 50 Cent baby mama rent, man. You know what I mean? I would have cut that shit off the minute she took that stand. I'm waiting for her to get off the stand. But if I'm paying your rent and you on the stand saying bad shit about me, bitch, that's over with, goddammit. That's over with. So Diddy a good nigga if he been paying that rent still. Because I would, but when the minute she touched that stand and said something wrong, nigga cut them. I would look at the camera and said, yeah, hey, or look at my turn around, look at my family. So whoever controlling my shit, my sons, or look at my Christian. Nigga, that's a rap, nigga. Yeah, I don't believe you, bitch. You know what I mean? But either way, Diddy, like I said, like a lot of people think, this is karma for Diddy, man. This is karma, man. You treat them girls like shit. You kind of treat them like tools and objects and use them for your personal porn when they wanted more, even though you was paying them. It looked like, you know what I mean? You treat a lot of people around you like shit. It seemed like Diddy, you most definitely was a cocky ass nigga, man, for sure, man. But either way, gang, hold on. Either way, gang, you know, and I feel like, man, this is karma coming back, gang. This is karma coming back on Diddy, man. That's all this is, man. A lot of us feel like, nah, this ain't no good case, man. But it is, man. We got escorts taking the stand, you know what I mean? Saying they were paid for sex, man. That's sex trafficking, man. If they were crossing state lines, y'all, that is sex trafficking. So I mean, fuck all the storylines we're hearing about the freak offs. That's just showing how the escorts basically got there, man. Did these girls want these freak offs? I think the prosecution feel like, yeah, they feel the same way we do. Like, hell yeah, they was down for the shit. But either way, they proven their case by showing that Diddy had, you know, people that work for him getting drugs, everybody gathering up all these different, you know what I mean, baby oils and all this shit for the goddamn freak offs. They're proving that, you know what I mean, that this dude was the head of all this, you know what I mean, criminal organized shit going on. This is a motherfucker. This is an organized goddamn record label. You know what I mean, a record label that was running off a lot of, you know what I mean, crazy bullshit behind the scenes. You feel me? And they was using Diddy money. Diddy was most definitely the guy supplying the money for all this shit, man. And then, like y'all said, hey, man, they don't have too much proof saying that Diddy actually handed them the money. But I think overall, the jury feels like them bitches didn't have no money. Whatever they got from him. So I think at the end of the day, man, we just got to wait and see what's going to happen. I think Diddy will get some kind of time. A lot of us think this is bullshit. But at the end of the day, like we said, karma is spinning the block, and it looks like they're going to pay for that. I mean, we did see domestic violence. We seen them beating up Cassie in the hotel. So we can't look at him like a good guy all the way. But there's a lot of this bullshit. There's a lot of this a money grab. There's a lot of this just hurt females that didn't get what they want from this nigga and they turned on him. Of course it is, gang. We understand that. But now we got to find out, you know what I mean, will this jury find this nigga guilty or innocent, man? What do y'all think in the chat, man? How much time will Diddy get? Put it in the chat, gang. How much time will Diddy get, man? Put that shit in the chat. How much time do y'all think Diddy will get, if any time at all? Talk to me, chat. Either way, gang, I'm thinking about this motherfucker, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. I've been in this bitch almost 4 hours, gang. I was gonna do just a little update, man. 4 hours, man. We still keeping our eyes on the 2 last escaped inmates, man. Derrick Groves, Antoine Massey, run, nigga, run. They are offering them niggas a goddamn court-appointed attorney to turn themselves in. I don't think that's gonna work, gang. It's been almost a month since them boys been on the run. The Diddy trial, we're gonna keep our eyes on this, man. Keep our ears to this, man. Like I said, this shit is crazy. It's twisted. It's gonna be so many more crazy stories that come out. I can't wait to see who they put on the stand after 50 Cent baby mama. Can't wait for somebody to interview 50 Cent one day too, nigga. Like, yeah. Nigga, you always got some shit to say, nigga. Yeah, I even seen Ja Rule laughing at your ass, nigga. You always got some shit to say, 50. I would love to see somebody interview 50 Cent about this shit, if you ever speak on it, man. If he's allowed to speak on it. But yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Either way, man, salute to everybody building y'all. It's Big Skull Gang and No Gang or Don't Bang. Remember, we don't break the news. We just break the news down. Salute to everybody hit the pound tonight. Everybody that donate to the platform, man. Salute to the whole goddamn gang, man. Nothing but no signs in the chat real quick, gang. Nothing but no signs in the goddamn chat, man. Show a nigga some motherfucking love, man. Nothing but no signs in the goddamn chat, man. Salute to the gang, man. We up late with it. What time is it? Almost 2:30. Oh, we up late with it, gang. We up late with it, man. Yeah, salute to the gang, man. Salute to the late night gang, goddamn it. Salute to the late night gang. And salute to Hey Double A for that cash app. Salute to goddamn, salute to Shaniqua for that cash app too, man. Shout out to Shaniqua for that cash app. Salute to everybody that donate to the platform, man. And I will be coming with something for the members only. Get your membership. Because I made up my mind. Skull Gang Toy hit me up today, man. I do need to do something for the members, y'all. So get your memberships, because I'm going to do some content for the members, man. Shout out to everybody got memberships, man. I owe y'all some goddamn content. I owe y'all a special night, man. So members, get your membership. We finna do some shit, man. We finna turn it. I'm finna find some special content just for y'all, man. Smash that like button, gang. I'm out this bitch, man. Till next time, man. Smash that like the whole gang, man. To the whole gang. I see y'all in the building, man.
Yeah, it's your boy Just Ain't No Scope. We don't break the news, we just break the news down.
It's most definitely Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Yeah, we're gonna stay real over here, man. Big Scope gang. Salute to everybody watching this video. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I do live streams all the time.
It's Scope gang or no gang or don't bang. Salute to everybody in the building. Hold on.
Hey, I keep it G at all times. At all times, keep it G at all times. I ain't lying, keep it G, that's all I know. Hustling, flipping dope. Salute to a real G when you see us step in the
I
soap.
keep it G at all times. She with me at all times. All this money in this bitch, oh, can't you see it's all mine? I ain't got no 9 to 5 when you with me, it's all crime. In Frisco bringing the bitches, what you see is all dime. In San Diego with 90 bricks, fly season all on my feet. Rest in peace, my nigga Guap, he used to put us on plenty links. Rest in peace, my nigga Dre, he used to tell us go spin that shit. Go to LA, get some bees, make a box and it's in that shit. I've been flipping with Stony C, us niggas is getting rich. I'm feeling like Jake Prince, pull up in this step on shit. Clover G's is the mob, them the ones that I'm stepping with. Lil Flip put me on, so he the one who I'm repping with.
I keep it G at all times.